Sup, sup,
What up?
boys?
What up?
We're back. Welcome. Did you miss us? Did you having a good time without us? Guys, we're here to fill you in on the news.
There's so much going on. It's
Beep,
CryptoCon.
beep, beep, beep. We need like a news
It's
sound right
CryptoCon.
here.
It's CryptoCon. Did you guys know that? Did everyone know that? Miami, Florida right now is not
Dude,
Miami. It's
did you
CryptoCon.
make the Bitcoin conference? Did
make
you
it to the
buy the
conference?
dip?
The who's who is at the CryptoCon. Mr. Wonderful's there. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You know, Mr.
Is he really?
Wonderful?
Of
I
course
just
he is, dude.
texted you a photo.
Of course he is.
My buddy's at this stupid crypto. The thing I asked him is it scammy vibe? That's the only thing I asked him. But he sent me like 6 pictures. I sent you a picture of Kevin O'Leary's on stage. He's like, "Come on, guys." It's just a picture of Kevin O'Leary like, "Come on, guys, we can take it. Let's go."
You know what's funny about all those conferences? You know the one sound that I always identify with all of those conferences is like dubstep played by 50-year-olds. You know, like at all those conferences, it's always like, bam, 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 bam. Like, guys, we're not selling, dude.
Kevin O'Leary.
That's what it is.
Mr.
It's
Wonderful.
the whole time.
Come on, guys.
That's all I associate with these
Big money in
conferences.
crypto.
Guys, we're talking about it.
Yeah, dude.
Amish.
Kevin Hart.
Do you own Bitcoin, by the way, Amish?
I have some Bitcoin. I got a little Bitcoin. I got a little bit.
Wow. Wow.
Not too much.
I should be there
You
for
know.
investigative reasons. People are saying that in chat right now, and I couldn't agree more. Diligent dabber, your endocannabinoid system works perfectly with molecules in weed to give us a high feeling our body's created to utilize cannabis created for us. Thank you, Diligent dabber. We can always count
Thank
on you. What's up,
you.
guys? Hello to the
community loves you,
Habibis in
Diligent Dabber.
chat.
The
We'll talk
Habibis,
about this
how are
soon.
you?
We got to let them file in, Amish. I mean, it's like you got to let
Get
them
in
come
here.
in.
Get in here.
Get in. Get in.
Guys, what are you guys at? CryptoCon? Imagine our numbers are done. So everyone's like, we're at CryptoCon,
Hey,
dude.
sorry.
Like,
Sorry. I think
are
it's
you
over.
watching the
No,
show?
I think it's over. I think it's over. I think CryptoCon's over.
CryptoCon's over? Is it done?
Yeah. Yeah, it's done.
I swear my
That's
buddy
it.
was there, but was it this weekend? It was last weekend, right? Yeah. So he was there, and he just sent me a bunch of pictures because I just asked him about it. I had no idea. It didn't occur to me. But he's in the crypto game. He's in the game.
If you're in the crypto game, you knew Bitcoin conference was happening for sure.
You know, and he got the tickets, and he flew to Miami, and that's, you know what? I'm happy for him.
Guys, we've got to
Wonderful.
talk about the Bitcoin conference because I thought it was very revealing.
Okay.
Because, okay, at its core, let's ask each other, what is Bitcoin, right? Let's do some investigation today. Talking about the Bitcoin conference, what is Bitcoin? Is it a currency? Is it a revolutionary financial uprising? Or is it perhaps
Whoa.
a cult?
You're going cult on it? I wasn't sure where you're going to go. I thought you were going to go scam, but you're saying cult.
Well,
Okay.
no. Let's just watch, okay? I'm saying it may have started as a Satoshi Nakamoto's little pet project idea.
Yeah.
It is now full-blown cult. Amish,
Cute.
do you know what the Bitcoin maximalists are, by the way?
Oh my God, the maximal. See, that's a cult. Maximalist, just the name itself is cult.
Sorry, I'm trying to flip you around here. Hold on.
Here we go.
I don't know how you flip every time. Every time I
I
have
don't,
to
know
change
how, I
it.
don't know how it flips. I don't know how it flips.
There you go. You're fine. Okay,
Oh, that's great.
relax.
No, that's nice because
I want to show the people this. There's several clips I want to show you just reviewing the Bitcoin conference, boys. So this is the Bitcoin Bitcoin conference in Miami. This is Max Kaiser. He's one of the big influencers. Yeah! Did I not tell you it's all
Yes!
dubstep?
This
You can
guy
already hear it.
rips.
You can already like da 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 da.
We're not selling. We're not selling. Fuck Elon. Fuck Elon.
Dude, that's the other thing. They're so mad about Elon Musk.
He said "fuck Elon" like 3
Yeah.
times. That's rude. That's rude. This guy is
How
out of
much
control,
cocaine do you think this guy
Cocaine.
railed
Too
before
much cocaine.
going up there?
Yeah.
This is what I'm thinking about when anyone tells me about Bitcoin. And by the way, I own Bitcoin. You know, a lot of people do. And if you own a little bit of Satoshi and you don't act like this, to me, you're not in Bitcoin anymore. You're like, you own it, but you're not like,
you're not singing the praises.
You're not in the cult. So you can own
great.
Bitcoin and not be a part of this. And I just want to make that clear. So let us know in chat. Are you a part of this? You part of this clan?
We're not selling. We're not selling. Fuck Elon. Fuck Elon.
That's day one. Amish, that is day
Is that
one.
opening hit? That's the opening hitter? That's
opening hitter. Off rip, dude.
I like
he
that.
hits you with that.
Yeah, that's a good. You know what? You got to come in strong, right? You got to come in strong.
Oh, though, right?
It's a call. Yeah, they're crazy.
Come on.
He's crazy. Well, do you have the video? Like, you're showing me a great video of him just screaming at the reporter.
Yeah, I'm going to show that in a second. Yeah, I'm going to show that in a second.
I thought he was going to hit that reporter, but he is like, he could hit someone kind of vibe. He could go crazy and just punch someone in the face and say, "Hey, I'm crazy. We got to go."
How dare you?
He could hit someone.
If you talk mess about Bitcoin, Max Kaiser is coming for you. This man is on another level. This guy says, I have $5 of Bitcoin. Yeah, who do you think these guys are talking about? Like, I feel like these guys probably own like thousands of Bitcoin. And so for them, if Bitcoin goes up 5%, they make like $10 million. For the rest of us mere mortals, we're like, dude, I have $1,000. Can you relax? Like, I have like a couple thousand maybe, or you have $500 in Bitcoin, whatever you have, you don't have life-changing money. So you're not invested like these guys are. You can always tell who has a lot of Bitcoin by if they've got cocaine energy levels, they've got a lot of Bitcoin. This guy has a lot of Bitcoin. Is this what it's
like to just make a bunch of free money? Like, is there also, like, if you scam someone and you just see $100,000 in your bank account, is that like cocaine? Is that like you see the zeros and you're like, woo, yeah!
No, I think you see that and then you go buy your cocaine with that.
And then
money.
you buy the cocaine. Yeah. Okay, well, fine, fair. Either way, and then I guess the cocaine makes you I've heard it's not productive at all.
You know that guy watches Wolf of Wall Street. People are saying that in chat. I totally agree. Patrick Bateman says he probably watches Wolf of Wall Street every week. That's so true.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the training videos. Dude, they use those as training videos. All those scam calls they do, like they do training videos of that. And it's like they're scamming a guy. It's like, remember that penny stocks call? Oh. He's like just scamming a guy. Dude, there's like sales companies that are like, okay, let's watch it. Look at what he's doing.
That's Max Kaiser. Max Kaiser sees that and he goes, what an inspiration. So I've got another clip of Max Kaiser, dude. This guy's incredible. You should all watch Max. I am a fan of Max. Don't let it get it twisted. This man's the greatest thing to happen to Bitcoin since Satoshi himself. Let's be honest. He took it from a currency and he made it a religion, dude. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Let's let's watch this together, dude.
Let me explain something to you right now. Okay, here's a $10 bill. This is garbage. This is garbage. Your people in South Africa, you have your rand, right? That's going to zero. That's going to zero. This is going to zero too. Euros are going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The Chinese currency is going to zero.
Bro, he's
a wild Guruji.
He's cracked out, dude.
Leader of the community. He almost reminds me of Gurdjieff.
He's gacked out, dude. He's
silly.
He's messed up.
But
he's going to zero too. Euros are going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The Chinese currency is going to zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. If you don't understand that yet, you're going to be impoverished. You're going to be on the street. You're going to be begging. You're going to be out of business. You're going to be toast.
Max, do you know that it's a criminal offense to tear up?
Do you know that with the Bitcoin I have, I can buy any freaking senator or congressman I want? I make the laws. He who has the Bitcoin makes the laws, Rand. We're not going to just sit around and let the goddamn congressman tell us what to do. We've got the capital. We make the laws. We've got the Bitcoin. They don't. We got it. They don't. Do you understand?
Wow, this guy's like, this guy knows how to get attention. Like, look at, he's making a
show.
No,
he believes this. You can see it in his eyes. This is a true believer.
He's a believer, and
dude,
anything for crypto.
Freaking true believer. Look at this. He's
a true believer, and he said the whole world must believe. The whole world must believe, and then he makes it viral. This is a good viral video.
Have you seen Heaven's Gate? Have you seen the Heaven's Gate video? Like where this guy's talking?
I've seen a bunch of those videos. Like there's a documentary about it, right?
It's cycles. We're not saying that planet Earth.
This is the same guy.
Well,
This
does
guy
this
is the
spaz out?
same. He ran a cult where everyone killed
Yeah,
themselves.
he ran a cult. Yeah.
Is the same as this guy. This guy
Same thing.
is the same as this guy. Just
You're
better
gonna go
camera.
Same thing.
Look at this
Same
dude.
thing. But this guy's
He
at
goes-
least just
he
trying
goes,
to get
"I
money.
he goes, I control the laws. No,
I
he's
know,
not.
that's-
He's not
okay,
just.
that's
He's not
rude.
just money.
That's
He's power tripping.
He's power tripping. That's where he went rude on it. Where he said, "I'll buy and sell every
What do you think
senator."
you're gonna buy the government?
And the government, they're nothing.
I
Yo,
feel like
that was
to this
for
guy,
me.
this guy doesn't
That's where
like.
he
He's
went.
like Bitcoin's the only government, dude. I only respect the Bitcoin government.
Until he said that, I was like, you know what? This guy believes in himself.
Yeah.
He wants to make it happen. He's working hard. He wants to make a little publicity statement, whatever. But then as soon as he goes into that hateful shit where he goes, "I'll buy and sell the whole country will be mine. You're nothing." Like, it's like, okay, calm down now. Now you're being rude. Now you're being like, I'm gonna own you.
He's
You piece
psycho,
of shit.
Amish. This guy's
Psycho.
He's.
Zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin.
I love how this guy
You know-
just like casually mentions on TV. Like you could be a bro and just not mention it. Like even if you know, hey, this is a federal offense you're doing, you don't have to tell them on air, hey, you know, like their cops outside probably gonna get arrested for that, right? Like that's rude.
You're going to be out of business. You're going to be toast.
Max, do you know that it's a criminal offense
Like he wants him to confess here. This is
He wants to
confession
confess,
time.
but,
To tear
but
up-
he needed this. Max needed this because now he goes into the real rip.
Yeah, that's true. I know.
How
It'd
would
be
he go
nothing
into the
without
real
this.
rip?
Do you know that with the Bitcoin I have, I can buy any freaking senator or congressman I want? I make the laws. He who has the Bitcoin makes the laws, Rand. We're not going to just sit around and let the goddamn congressman tell us what to do.
Yeah!
We've
Yeah!
got the capital.
Yes!
We make the
Part of me just gets hyped when I see this guy. I'm like, yes, Max.
Dude, he believes. He believes in something.
I'm gonna buy some more Bitcoin. I gotta go buy
Yeah,
them.
you're in Bitcoin.
Hold on. Selling my house real quick.
That's what I mean. Do you need cocaine? You seem to get jacked up.
You need to
I'm
get some
excited, dude.
Bitcoin, dude. You need to get a ton of Bitcoin to where you, if it moves up 1%, you never have to work again. That's what you
Wow,
need.
Yeah. That's how much he has. Eh? He has a lot of Bitcoin, and he's saying it's here to stay. You
Oh.
think Bitcoin a bunch of nonsense? Is that what you're saying? What do you say? What's your take on it? Is it
No,
complete
Bitcoin's not
nonsense? Is
nonsense,
this a
but
cult?
it's a asset like anything else that needs to be judged on its own merit. Look, there's a price where Bitcoin makes sense. There's a price where Bitcoin doesn't make sense, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's what
They are driving up a bubble. They're driving up a bubble. They're trying to bubble. They're bubbling. They're
Well,
bubbling.
it
They're trying to
depends. I
bubble.
mean, it depends on adoption, but the idea that what these people say is they'll go like, we're going to create financial freedom for everyone with Bitcoin. Well, no. Even if Bitcoin goes to $1 zillion, only the people who have some Bitcoin are going to be financially free. They have this idea that like somehow if you adopt Bitcoin, everyone's money problems are going to be gone. Like everyone's just suddenly going to be rich. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
no.
not how the world works.
No,
There's
that's not how it
still
works,
going to
and
be
it's
just
like-
as
it's
many
the
poor
bubble thing.
people, and none of your silly made-up currency can change that. I'm not saying it's not a good idea to go to crypto. I think it is. I believe in the technology. But the idea that you can never value these things or look at them objectively, it's like, it's stupid. Look at this guy. He literally, I mean, speaking of a cult, he's basically swearing someone in here. Look, he's like doing a priest service.
Listen! I choose to accept Satoshi into my heart!
I choose to accept Satoshi into my heart.
Thank you!
You are saved, brother. That's what he goes. Watch that
Wow.
Listen! I choose to accept Satoshi into my heart! Thank you!
People
I
are...
love these guys.
I get it.
They
I
walk
get it.
away.
It's kind of a joke, but then there's this like layer to it where you're like, oh, this isn't a complete joke to these people.
He's making money. He has the Bitcoin. He has like he benefits from the bubble. He benefits from the bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like that bubble thing you were talking about with GameStop and shit, where they're all like, "We're gonna be rich. We're gonna be rich." It's like you all can't get rich.
Yeah.
As you start taking the money out,
Yeah.
the value goes down, and then 90% of you don't make any money.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
That's
man?
right.
It's crazy.
By the way, to everyone who's giving super chats right now, we're gonna get to your super chats after
love the
we
super
finish
chats.
this
Thank you
rip.
so much.
Sorry guys,
I gotta
I've got
get
a
my
big
comic
rip
glasses.
here, but we will read
Big
your
rip.
super chats.
Yeah,
Don't
let's keep
worry.
going. Let's keep
Let's move on. Let's keep it moving. I want to talk to you guys about. This is Michael Saylor. I've seen this video floating around too. Michael Saylor is one of these other Bitcoin maximalists. Now, Amish, the difference between a Bitcoin
What's a
investor and a
maximalist?
Bitcoin maximalist is one of them is tax deductible for being a religion. So that's
Really?
the Bitcoin maximalists.
well, Maximus, you have to get sworn in. You have to get the.
You have to accept Satoshi
You
in
are
your heart.
saved. You have to accept.
Yeah,
accept
and it's
Satoshi.
got to be Max Kaiser that does it, or else it doesn't count. So
Baptized.
this is Michael Saylor, okay?
Okay.
And he's telling us about Bitcoin. And just tell me, do you think this is a cult? Do you think this is not a cult? That's fine if you don't believe it. Just tell me what you think. Let's watch.
Know how it all ends, right? Once you know how it all ends, that the only use of time is, how do I buy more Bitcoin? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin.
Why are these?
And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin.
Wow.
Sell your house to buy Bitcoin. That deserves a Coffeezilla wee woo. We're locking you up, Michael, for crimes against sanity. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to know when Michael Saylor told everyone to mortgage their house? Right here. At the peak, at the tippity top, Michael Saylor told people to buy Bitcoin. I think he told people at 57,000. You know that they would have lost half of their money at this point? They would have lost 50% of their net worth.
Oh my God.
Because they listened to Michael Saylor.
But Michael Saylor's going to say, it's going to go back up. It'll go back up. You don't know. It'll go back up.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
You're crazy.
He literally believes in it like a religion. He doesn't think there's any other way that anything else could happen. Nothing else could come along better than Bitcoin.
More money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it.
What is this idiot?
Michael, you got yourself in a cult again.
Again? Is this another one?
I don't know. Probably. I'm
this
sure.
is 3 times, Michael. No, but usually, like, once it does feel a little bit like they do jump around. Like, he's probably his history is probably other scams. Because how can a grown man say this? Like, do you have kids? Yeah. How do you have kids? Like, this guy's older than us, and he's like, this almost feels like the older kids are being stupid, and I'm like the younger kid, like, hey, this guy's being a psycho. Hello, who's in charge here?
Yeah.
Who do I tell on this guy?
Yeah, we're the parents.
Yeah, we're the parents now, I guess. Because this guy is irresponsible. How could you say
probably
this?
55 years old.
Right,
and
55,
he goes,
you should know better.
55 years old, and he hasn't found a single other use of his time than buying Bitcoin.
Foolish. Well,
if I told you, I know how it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He sold everything. Dude, imagine he has nothing else. He's like, he did it. And now he's like, guys, I did it. You got to go. It's like, don't leave me out here hanging.
Dude, he's like living in a cardboard box. He's like, I did it, guys. I sold everything. It's like, guys.
You're all going to say, Mikey was right. They're all going to learn in the end. Oh, my God. He's crazy.
Hold on, guys. I got Michael Saylor for you guys. Are you ready to see what Michael Saylor looks like? Can we get a drum roll, please, Amish? Can we get a... Bing! This is Michael Saylor right now. At least he's got the Bitcoin,
This is your
boys.
karmas. This is where your foolish karmas get you. So foolish.
This is Michael Saylor fans right here. No other use of your time besides buying Bitcoin.
It all
Sell your house. What are you, stupid?
Right?
Sell your house.
Once you know how it all ends, that the only use of time is, how do I buy more Bitcoin?
No.
But take all your money, buy Bitcoin.
What are you trying to have a family? What are you?
Besides financially too, right?
What are you working for?
Hey,
are you helping the world become a better place by being instrumental?
He's like, what
to
are
the
you
world?
going on a date to find love? No.
Once you know how this all ends, Amish.
You know how it all ends. The only thing that matters.
How it all ends, right? Once you know how it all ends, that the only use of time is, how do I buy more Bitcoin?
Of course. But that's all there is to do in life.
Dude, you know his wife's like, Michael, we haven't seen each other in weeks. He goes, Karen, once you know how it all ends, you realize the only use of your time is to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah. The worst is it's like, honey, Max told me that I have to spend all my time with Bitcoin, so no time for you. Bye. Is it Max? Does Max tell him?
I'm sure Max is a part of this. Of course.
So stupid. So they're basically just trying to pump the stock, and they're doing a rip and dip. They're doing a drip and... No, they're They're doing rip and dip?
I think they believe it, dude. I think this guy. That's what I'm saying. It is a cult, which is why right now I'm calling it out. Listen, when I call this out, we're not against Bitcoin. We both own a little bit. I don't think either of us own a full Bitcoin, but we both own some fraction of a Bitcoin or something.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, I have. Yeah, okay, not a lot.
Oh, you got some Bitcoin?
I just bought it as a joke. Like I got and it went up, but it's not crazy. I don't buy it. I don't trade it and shit.
How much Bitcoin do you have?
It's like nothing, dude. It's like maybe 5,000, something like nothing.
$5,000, not 5,000 Bitcoin.
Canadian. No, not 5,000 Bitcoin.
Oh, I was like, dude, you're rich.
No. It's just like
how funny would it be though if like that's like a funny bit. It's like you don't know that you have like you don't know how much it's worth because you just know you bought it like 10 years ago. And it's like, what? I have 5,000 Bitcoin. Like it's not a lot, right?
That's what happened. I forgot about it. I actually forgot the password to the app. I'm so irresponsible, dude. I forgot the password to the app. I forgot everything. I had to download it again. I had to be like, give me my password, and then I go in. I'm like, oh shit. That's nice, I guess. But it's not. It didn't go up that much. Like, yeah, it did go up. It's been years. It was just years.
Sick, dude. Great job, Amish.
Yeah.
Can we get a little round of applause for Amish there? You know, Amish, there's no use of your time better than to buy Bitcoin.
So foolish. I was buying it just out of a whim because someone.
That's
not even
so
someone told me
funny.
it was so aggressively. I was just like, I guess I should. And I had a really big gig that just paid a chunk of cash at once.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, be responsible and do that. And then I just forgot about it after like, I don't know, a year or 2 years.
I just love the idea of buying Bitcoin here because Michael Saylor told you to.
Mortgaging
You buy it right here. You mortgage your house here. So the bank's calling you and you're trying to explain to the bank that Michael Saylor told you that there was no better use of your time.
Obviously, you guys don't understand. You should be loaning me more money against my Bitcoin.
The only use of your time is to loan me more money. Honestly, it's true.
You guys as the bank, I think you're wasting your time here. Financially,
So-
let me give you a little financial advice. Just sell it all, put it in Bitcoin.
So
Telling the
Amish,
bank.
I've got it. We've got to get through this segment because this is gonna be the Bitcoin conference was amazing. Honestly, it was incredible.
Kevin Oley, Mr. Wonderful.
Dude, you know when did the Bitcoin conference start?
I'm pretty sure it was just this weekend that passed because this guy's sending me photos of it.
I think it was like June 6th or something because you look at the price of Bitcoin and the price actually plummeted until after it ended and then it went back up to normal levels because people were so cringed. They were like, dude, everyone saw that. It was like, they're like, oh, this is a cult. It actually, this hype conference made the price go down. That's how embarrassing it was.
So Max, he goes, so when I said fuck Elon, the price went down? It's like after this weekend they will take us seriously, and he just comes out with like fuck Elon, all this shit. He's like, how can it go down? And he's like, how did the price go down? How did the price go down? I did everything.
Like, Max, you caused the crypto bear market of 2021. Listen,
he's like, I did that rip on the red carpet. What was the rip he did? He did a rip where he goes, I threw the chair down. Price went down.
Yeah. Yo, so I got to show you something else even because there's also
what a goofball.
Some wild stuff that
I like
also
the blessing.
happened.
I like the blessing.
Oh, is it this one? Yeah, here's another one that we got to talk about. So there was a little bit of an interruption at the conference. You guys probably know about this already, but I'll just show you for just the Doge community decided to take a stand here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I can't believe we're saying this real word. The Doge meme took a stand at the Funny Money conference.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
here we go.
Gosh, here we go.
As well. So we're really excited about the progress of LDK.
Everybody, we have a very urgent announcement.
All right. I don't know what to... Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm all right.
You know, in the 70s, people used to do like, the Vietnam War should be stopped. It's a scam. The government's getting it. Like, it was about, this guy goes, don't go.
Yeah. He's
these people have nothing.
Imagine this is your legacy, dude. Imagine you live your whole life and this is your biggest moment.
Dude, nobody cares, man. It's just, I'm gonna get rich. Don't go. They're all doing like out memeing each other. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, Oh, it's just another version of what's up, Bitcoin.
So is this where the price went down? This is where the price
This
went
must
down.
be where the yeah. Everyone goes.
This
I want
must be.
Doge. I want Doge.
Because now I want Doge. After this is rock and roll, bad boy.
Yeah,
I wanna keep
dude.
that rock and roll.
So, yes, the conference was quite a lot. Tim Dillon made an appearance. Tim Dillon.
Yes.
Tim Dillon showed up, of course.
He did his episode there. I think he did his podcast episode there.
Yeah, and it was quite funny. And he basically the entire time called them a cult to their face. Look at this.
great.
Here's one of the highlights real quick.
What do you tell those people out there? Because you're
Oh,
you don't tell
Yo, I
off.
put this clip in too.
Anyway,
How long is it?
Oh,
They're just talking, and a guy's about to heckle Tim Dillon, and he's about to give a response. Here, guy.
this is a terrifying audience. This is the scariest audience. I performed at like heavy metal concerts, and this audience is much scarier. Belief in anything is really terrifying. That's what I've learned, you know? But I love being here. I think Bitcoin is going to bounce back. I say it's wrong that people call it a financial QAnon. I think
Nobody called it that.
So he
you
goes,
suck.
He goes, your podcast sucks. A heckler says that, and he goes, you suck. Now listen.
Listen, buddy, you're a good person, and you're angry, and I don't know why you're angry, but it's probably because you're involved in a cult, and you need to get out of that cult and do something else. The meaning that you're looking for in life, you're not going to find in a convention center in Miami that's not even real. Right after you people leave, they move the homeless right back in here. Truly. Right after you guys leave, they move homeless people back in here, and then they get up here and talk about Bitcoin.
So he just rips them for like 9 minutes. It was incredible.
Oh, that's
but
amazing.
he's the only one. He's the only person who wasn't like all 100%.
I gotta ask this guy if he saw Tim Dillon. Dude, because if you missed Tim Dillon, this is the best show of the whole convention.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
CryptoCon?
yeah.
If you didn't catch Tim Dillon at CryptoCon, what the fuck did you watch? Just
What
that
did you
idiot?
watch? What did you watch?
Just some idiot brainwashing you to buy more crypto?
You were
this
a
guy.
fool.
So what did Max do to him, though? Did anyone try to murder him? Because Max came in hot, and then to think back to back, Max, who's the owner of this whole shit, no? Or no?
No,
Is
I
Max
don't,
the owner of
no, I
CryptoCon?
don't know about that.
Oh, Max is just the opening act.
Yeah.
So to go from opening act, Bitcoin is the greatest thing, to this
Right.
Tim Dillon,
Yes.
it would be interesting to see what Max had. Because Max, it looked like he was going to hit the journalist. He could, like, I'm surprised nobody hit
Oh,
Tim
he wasn't
Dillon.
on stage. He would have probably punched somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, Max is actually an interesting figure, and I have one thing to tell you. It was after the Bitcoin conference to talk about, which was that Max. So, do you know about the El Salvador thing?
No, tell me.
Hold on, let me pull it up. So El Salvador basically announced that it is going to adopt Bitcoin as a currency. Okay, so you can like buy things, you know, in El Salvador. It makes it legal tender, like it's like the dollar in America. You can just buy things with El
Sick.
Salvador. Okay. So people saw it as like a big win for no matter how small the economy of El Salvador is. Everyone's like, oh, it's a huge deal, whatever. Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to find this clip real quick. Now, in response, Matt Kaiser decides that he's going to publish this tweet where he says, just pick this up in El Salvador. They are making, the president is making the right Bitcoin moves for his country. This whole region will benefit. I wish I was smart like this. So he goes, I picked this up in El Salvador.
USA was smart
This is a $729,000 property. He said, I just bought it in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes,
And he's saying, I wish USA was smart like this.
Yeah.
He's saying, I wish USA was more corrupt. This is the same bullshit, dude. It's like these MLM guys. They're like, oh, in this other country, I can just do whatever the hell I want. Why can't America be like that?
Well, check this out.
Tell me.
So he says, I bought this thing in Bitcoin. I'm such a baller. 729,000 settle flex. A guy responds.
Foolish. Sorry.
Move your head.
Oh, where am I?
Bro, that's in Costa Rica.
Okay, so he didn't buy it.
No, he just
That's
lied.
good.
He just grabbed a thing from Costa Rica and he goes, I bought it. It
Oh,
literally
man.
was in Costa Rica.
So he's legit just crazy then.
Yeah, he's just a liar. I mean, yeah,
He's
just
cool. He's a little cool. He's a kooky dude. He was silly. It's a lot what he did. And for him to do that and then after the conference be like, the price went down? Because all that shenanigans he did, it's all to boost the price. He's
course.
like, I know how to make these idiots buy, and he like tries to put on a show, and then it didn't work. So I think that guy's done now. Maybe it seems very volatile, and
Yeah.
it seems like you come and you go quick. I don't know, but they never quit. The evil never quits, though.
well,
in some ways.
Amish, everything comes, if it collapses far enough, people are going to start abandoning. I mean, I don't want a Bitcoin to be abandoned. I'd lose
No, I
money.
mean Max will
But-
find some other scam. But yeah, no, I don't want Bitcoin to be abandoned. What happened to that nice lady that was like, wasn't she just like Max, but she was like the nice lady that looked like Bill Gates, female Bill Gates? Remember her? Because she does the same shit too, but she just does it all corporate.
Oh,
I'll
you're
tell
talking
you
about
her name.
Kathy Wood. She's not, she's like stocks.
Oh, she's not pro crypto. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
But she does that too, where she's like, no, this is going to be a great. Isn't she backing some?
Well,
NFTs or
there,
some
there are
shit?
people who are like eternal bulls. Like they'll tell you at the top of the market that the market's never going to stop growing, right? But there's a
Wow,
difference
that's
between
so funny.
bulls who like back it up with analysis and cokeheads, right?
No.
There's a subtle difference.
Yeah.
I know, but they're not the same. Despite people who watch Wolf of Wall Street's belief that they are
No,
the same.
no.
People still believe to this day that the Wolf of Wall Street is a legendary stockbroker when the entire time he was scamming people.
And dude, he's the legendary sales guy. Like he sells himself as like, I'm the sales guy from the movie.
Yeah.
Like that's his own sales pitch.
It's like,
So they still love the sales tactics where he's
Of
just
scamming,
scamming.
though.
Yeah, it's scamming.
what I want to tell all
Hell,
these people is
dude.
like, scamming isn't hard. You just need to have no moral compass. Once you really get rid of the idea of truth from your life, it becomes easy to trick people because it's like, oh yeah, I can just promise you anything. I'm not constrained by my morality.
no morality.
So that's the Bitcoin conference, guys. Give it
Are
up
we-
for the
is that a
Bitcoin
wrap
conference.
Do we wrap it up?
We're gonna wrap
Wrap it up.
baby.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
go to some
That was good
super
riffs on
chats,
that.
dude.
Let's go to some super. That was good riffs on that.
A little
though.
hot little rip
Holy
there
shit.
for you, boys. Okay, so I've got this new screen I'm testing out, guys. What do you think of me and Amish here?
What up, what up,
like
what up?
we're like full screen. We need to get a proper background. We're gonna get a proper background. Okay, Captain Axelrod, and I need to have like the chat coming up behind us. That'd be cool. Amish Bai didn't get a link for meditating Zoom. Oh, give the link, bro.
Meditating Zoom. What are they talking about? Are they talking about my upcoming meditation show?
I think they're talking about your upcoming meditation show.
My upcoming meditation show. That's on the 27th. There's no link yet. There's no Zoom link yet. But there's links.
Amish is
yeah, we
going to
gotta
send
put up
it
a
in the
link.
dead of night on the 26th, right before it starts. And if you're not up, you don't get it. Tinfoil
No, people have
Tomcat,
to- Yeah.
$5. Buy XRP or Ripple before it's too late. Bitcoin is a distraction. Lol. Okay.
Wow.
Sure.
I love when someone says, "Don't buy that scam." I have the scam. It's
Yeah.
like, God,
That's beautiful.
stop with it. That's a classic move,
Beautiful,
dude.
dude.
That's such a great move. What crypto? What are you stupid? Doge. I love that. This
Bitcoin?
is his
Nope.
cause.
Doge, dude. It's all about that Doge coin.
Am I getting old? I'm just like, why can't these kids believe in something? This guy comes
Why
out
would
with
you
Doge.
stick to something, dude?
Why
You
can't
know
you
what it's
believe
like?
in
You know what it's
something
like?
righteous?
Did you grow up playing video games?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember growing up playing video games and you had a video game you really liked, and then one day all of your friends decide that's not the cool video game anymore, and you feel heartbroken because you're like, I'm really good at this video game. I spent all this time. What is my purpose if I cannot play this video game anymore?
Right.
So that's how people feel. Like if you're a streamer
Yes.
and you play League of Legends, and then now it used to be the cool thing, now it's not. That's how it feels when your crypto goes out of fashion. You always want your thing to be the best thing, but it can never be the best thing forever.
And this is like that, but with money attached. With all your money now is gone because you sold your house, you sold your car, you told your wife to fuck you. You just said whatever, anything in your life, drop it and put it in crypto. So he just goes like his wording is so insane. It's like, what do you believe in something? Sell it,
dude.
Sell it. Buy crypto.
Dude.
It is just such a Jim Cramer.
It's crazy.
Just a bunch of Jim Cramers.
We need to call it what it is, dude. Corrupted, $10. Big fan of your guys' work, but some people who bought Bitcoin in 2012 to 2020 are very happy with things. Not everyone is as crazy. Max is wild for sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
People,
like I said,
stable. I
I'm
believe
sure
in it.
Max
I think
Kaiser
it's
has a lot of Bitcoin. I'm sure that's the reason for it.
No, I think the idea of Bitcoin is actually smart. Like, I'm not gonna just be like, okay, everyone with Bitcoin's stupid. These guys are obviously insane, though. This is like Tim Dillon called it so good, man. It's a cult. They're insane. What are they thinking, man?
Yeah.
Foolish, dude. What are they like? They're just following this wild guy into some shit. Like, what are they thinking, dude?
Nothing. They're not
Grown
thinking.
men.
They're not. They're not thinking, Amish. They're not.
They're not thinking.
That's the whole point. They're not thinking. Wanye Kest. I hate Satoshi went ghost or died. There'd be a better control around the narrative of Bitcoin. Vitalik probably wouldn't let ETH get culty like this. Yeah. I mean, I think that is probably part of the layer of Bitcoin being so like kind of wild. You can have your narrative taken by the loudest person in the room, who in this case is Max Kaiser or whatever, who can just like the more coked out you are, the more everyone's going to talk about you. The more everyone talks about you, the more you're the face of Bitcoin. It is sad. In a way, I get
it is
that.
so sad.
You know, it's funny. I bet there
nothing.
was a bunch of like really thoughtful discussions on like the ethics of, crypto and and like mining versus, what do we do? I'm sure that all happened at the Bitcoin
that would
conference.
be good.
But
scientific.
Nobody's going to talk about that. Nobody even went to those meetings. Like, that was not in the main hall. Like, there's like the main.
Jocks.
Go ahead.
It's all jocks.
Yeah, in the main conference room, it's the Winkle twins. They're just going like Bitcoin to the moon, whatever. Whereas the guys who are actually making stuff, they're in the side room. Nobody's listening to them.
Yeah.
People don't want to listen to that.
It's a very cool. It's like there's a science to it. They're making money. They're literally printing. They're legally printing money, a digital currency or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's very interesting and it's necessary. It makes a lot of sense. I think it's cool, man. It's just these idiots. You gotta. I don't know why it is with America. Like, nobody believes in regulation, I guess. Because even look at what he does. He goes, in El Salvador, they let me buy it. I mean, it wasn't even there, but they hate the They're like, come on, take off the regulation.
Well, a lot of people are saying that it's a ploy by the El Salvador government to basically. Anyway, the people accuse the guy of some pretty shady stuff. So people think it's like it's a play. You know what it was like? Remember when I had the freeze and our governor was in a ton of trouble, and then in a few days he announced that all mask mandates were being lifted from Texas. The whole country, the whole state was open. Why did he do that? One, it gets headlines. Two, it's enormously popular with his constituency.
Yep.
And so it completely shifts the conversation. So do I think El Salvador cares about Bitcoin? I have no idea. I think it's very convenient that it shifts the conversation from the guy being a bad leader to, wow, he's adopting Bitcoin. Suddenly he has all this good press from foreigners.
Well, you know what it kind of reminds me of is I remember last year we talked about this documentary. It's on a YouTube channel called Rare Earth, and they talk about a MLM or a pyramid scheme that collapsed a country. I think it's the name of the video, something like that. I think it's about Belarus and how a pyramid scheme, like everyone in the government got into it too.
Yeah.
And it collapsed the nation. So now this guy's almost like what I worry about, I don't know if this is true, I just saw the tweet, but what I worry about is that he has some connect with the El Salvadorian government, and he's like, hey man, you switch over, you walk away with $20 trillion and I walk away with $2 trillion. And, fuck him. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like he's making some kind of deal with the government. He's making it sound like.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I hope not. I hope that's not what it is. Because I am seeing countries go into it. Like even China's getting into it. And I don't know. I got to look into it more. Like how scammy it is. Because I don't think it is. I think it's pretty legit. But these guys are just speculating.
No, using
and making
Bitcoin as a currency wouldn't necessarily risk the security of the system to just be stolen from. So the way Bitcoin works is that mining is what decentralizes it. Like this, mining work. It's called proof of work. Okay. I'm going to show my ignorance if I talk too long about this, but I could talk for about 15 seconds and sound coherent. So one of the main worries about security that I think you're talking about any kind of corruption, whatever, like security of the Bitcoin blockchain is that most of the miners are in China. like a huge percentage, to the point where at one point this, like, I think it's some kind of a power collapse happened, and it knocked out a huge chunk of electricity in a localized area that happened to be the area where a ton of mining was going on. 33% of the blockchain, of the Bitcoin blockchain, went down overnight, meaning 33% of the miners were in one place, which means how decentralized, because the whole point is if there's something called a 50% attack, where if you have 50% of the nodes, you can basically rewrite history and make it whatever you want, because everything's about consensus. So like, if I have 50% of the guys or more on my side, I have the consensus even if I'm lying, so I can just make it what I want. So that's the concern with Bitcoin's security. It's not necessarily like a government by itself couldn't do it. You need to somehow get a hold of that actual like miners. But people do make a good point where it's like the miners, they control it. If they just decide to get together and steal or change things, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that they could.
Sorry, 51%. I sorry guys, I was off. You get what I mean. 51%.
Yeah. It takes a lot, and the country being in charge of it is not necessarily corrupting it. It could fix it in a way. It could help with corruption in a way.
People are saying we need mods. Why?
What's mods?
Oh, people are just spamming. That's annoying. Here, Lance, you want to be a mod? I know you've been around forever.
Lance, what's Patrick Bateman doing?
Tell me
Patrick
yes
Bateman
or no. Tell me if you want to be a mod. Yes or no. I've seen you around forever.
Be a mod. Come on, we need volunteer work. Volunteers. There's an
we
intruder
need some
in the community.
humble volunteers, dude.
We need some volunteer for the congregation, please. If you're listening.
Actually, Lance Anthony also has a question. New question. What prevents Bitcoin from just falling apart or dying? Who even maintains the systems that hold the Bitcoin? So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, mining.
It's so
falling apart is different from dying, right? Falling apart means like some kind of security issue, something. Dying means people are just not interested in it as a currency, and so dying can happen from a security problem, but they're not necessarily the same thing. You can have a dying currency without anything else.
No, it's not that. It's so weird though. It is such a weird speculative bubble, and it's so disheartening to see adults, man, grown-ups.
All right, Lance is now a moderator. Thanks, Lance.
Thanks, Lance.
Appreciate
great
it.
karmas you have done. You have done great karmas.
Please
Lance.
help us out here. Help us clean out some of this stuff, dude. We got a lot of people in chat right now thinking about the Bitcoin conference, dude. People are excited about
Who's
this.
at BitCon though? I want to see some pictures. If anyone has pictures,
500,000 people in chat. Can you believe it? 500,000.
That's a banger
Incredible.
chat. That's a banger ass chat, dude. What's up, babies? Thank you.
What's up, Habibis? Hey.
What's up, Habibis? Only one volunteer, right? No, that's. I'm just
Is it
kidding.
cultural appropriation for me to say Habibis?
No, I think it's a word in another language, so you can say it.
I'm just saying because you say it. I just say it because it's cool and you say it.
I like saying it. It's a good word.
I'm not doing this cultural appropriation thing. I don't even care. Whatever.
Dude, we're on the internet.
I was telling Amish today, I don't want to cater to the word police. I don't ever want to cater to that audience because I don't want that to become my audience. You make your audience, and it's like, I'm not interested in people who are searching through your words and be like, what did you mean there? It's like, guy,
I got you.
Not interested. Not interested.
6 years ago, July 14th, 2012, you used an accent. Gotcha. Stop. What a waste of your life.
I don't go there. I mean, I think these people think they're doing good things. I mean,
but even good activists like Chris Hedges, who is so righteous, he says,
I knew you wanted to shoehorn Chris Hedges in here.
Sagar and Jetty, Crystal Ball too. There is a smart left emerging now that's like, what the fuck is that shit? This fucking cancel culture shit. It's nonsense. It's frivolous. It doesn't get anything done.
Yeah. Well, okay. Amish, I want to move on to the next, unless we have another super chat. I think Diligent Dabber actually had a super chat. We had a couple of super chats. So Diligent Dabber, smoke, drink, break. Edibles take effect after 2 hours. Thank you, Diligent Dabber, for the $2. Dude, this guy is like the ultimate proselytizer for weed. Zorro, $10. Good karmas for the community tonight. Thank you.
Zoto. God is good. God smiles on you, Zorro.
$10.
God smiles on you, Zorro. Have 100 children, Zorro. Have 100 children, Zorro. Dude, when I was in India, people would give you a blessing, old people, and so one of the blessings was have 100 children.
Have 1,000
100?
kids, dude. Oh crap, dude. Shoot.
What's up?
I just inserted an ad. Whoops, that's not the button. I swear that's not the button I meant to press.
Oopsie.
It just makes everyone watch an ad, I think, unless you have ad.
Oh no, you're making the audience watch an ad right now.
I didn't mean to do that, dude. Probably a bunch of people are gonna log off. No, I meant to install slow mode because people are spamming right now.
So can people not see us right now? Are we gone?
Let's talk about the next topic. Mish, what's
What do you want to
next?
do? You want to do a quick? You want to do a quick one? You want to do a quick that Ghislaine? It's just so silly.
Ghislaine Maxwell, you got something on Ghislaine? Ghislaine?
You saw the clip. You saw the clip. Her family now, and this is like 5-10 hours ago. But
Set
her
it up for the
family-
people. Don't be lazy. Set it up.
No, the clip sets it up. The clip is beautiful.
Okay, fine.
Let the clip set it up.
All right.
It's so good.
But now,
So y'all are all familiar with what's happening with Ghislaine. Right?
Okay. Let's
Set it
okay,
up.
fine. No, you're
Set
right.
it
You're
up.
right. Let me give this up. Okay, Ghislaine Maxwell. We all know Ghislaine, or Ghislaine, as Alex Jones calls her. Ghislaine Maxwell. She's the right hand woman of Jeffrey Epstein, pedophile. Like, just we all know what they did. Pedophile, ran a pedophile ring, pretended to be, all liberal and progressive, and I'm with her and all that shit. You know what I mean? She all did all that stuff. But right now she's in jail. Jeffrey Epstein is dead. She's in jail. And now, today, we're finally getting some word on the conditions that she is going through in jail. And that's what this clip is about. It's weird because I haven't heard about her in a long time. And today this came through and I said, okay, now I know what's happening with Ghislaine.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Okay. Good setup, Amish. Thank you for doing that.
Thanks.
her
You're right, I gotta
family
do
is
that.
stepping in, calling her treatment so inhumane that it even violates United Nations standards. Her family tweeting, under the United Nations standard minimal rules adopted in 2015 for the treatment of prisoners, the quote Nelson Mandela rules.
Don't
to
say
which
Nelson
the US is
Mandela.
a
Have
party,
respect.
Ghislaine has been
Nelson
subjected
Mandela.
to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment.
How can you prepare for a trial in July, less than 4 months away, when you're locked in a 6x9 cell for 12 hours a day, without proper sleep for over 9 months now? A light shone in
It's
your
a
eyes
lot,
every
dude.
15
They lay it
minutes
on
during the
thick.
night, when guards shoved their fingers in your mouth in the midst of a pandemic.
Excuse me? What are you saying? Why is he saying? Why are you invoking God and Nelson Mandela? They have they are
No, he's saying
singers.
guards
guards.
shove their fingers in your mouth.
Okay, fine, but I've always said on this show that we shouldn't abuse people
I feel like
just after we've caught them.
Sorry?
We shouldn't abuse them extra. We shouldn't abuse people. But it's almost like they're singing those, like, those Bob Marley, those reggae songs? They're like, one day I am locked up by the system. And she's the white man won't let me be free. She's singing like songs of freedom. I am sitting in a jail cell. What is this? It's ridiculous, dude. How can they be so? This is like the height of
some kind of a reggae thing going. Bum, 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 bum.
How can the white man lock me up? That's what she's like. But I say I'm with her. He cried, the white man locked me up. But I said,
I can't do it. I need a
I'm with
reggae
her.
beat. Sorry, guys. I can't just do it because you got to do the da. All right. Anyway, sorry.
This is I'm with her.
I don't know why we got on that beat. That
I'm with
whole
her.
thing. What was
Ghislaine
that?
Maxwell.
I'm apologizing in advance for that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
dude. Ghislaine is done. She's got her family reaching out and pretending like she's some saint. It's like, sorry. There are some people where I go, rot in hell. Sorry to say it. I have no forgiveness in my heart.
Now's not the time for redemption.
God can
We all
forgive
have
you. I'm not.
redemption.
That is not me. That is not me, man. I'm no saint. I'm like, you rotten hell.
Rotten hell.
That's where I have to draw the line at the kids, Amish. I've got to. I have a lot of love in my heart for a lot of people, not for Ghislaine.
Test your innocence.
Maxwell's family and friends have launched an online presence, a YouTube channel, a Twitter account, as well as a website, realghislaine.com, all created with the aim of giving a, quote, more balanced
Ghislaine?
viewpoint
Was that
of
Free
the accused
Ghislaine?
Epstein accomplice.
My sister is no monster. Ghislaine is a stepmother, a wife, a friend to many, a sister to me.
And a sex trafficker, incidentally.
What?
Well, don't worry about that part. She's also a mom. Did you hear she's a mom?
She's a mother.
She's a charity worker. And like, wouldn't that be funny if you're announcing like some criminal?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a killer. Yes, he abused serial abuser of women, and he smacks them around. But he's also a great father, and
he loves his children.
His bowling team has a lot of positive things to say about him. He's never cheated in a game of poker. Occasionally will batter women, but we can't look at that. We need a balanced view of this man.
You can't. Dude, like 10 years ago, that's what people said. Maybe 20 years ago. 20 years ago, that was standard. There's like an Indian movie that just came out. It's called Slap, and it's about a girl who gets slapped. And then she's like, I want a divorce. And the guy and his whole family is like, what are you complaining about? You got it good. And she's like, no, I'm out. It's like the whole, like all of Bombay is like, what the fuck is your problem?
Oh, you're saying the movie released to like show a point, and then no one got the message. Everyone's
No. The movie was the message was like, she's just like, I'm gonna stand up for myself, and I'm gonna say like. This
But
is
you're
wrong,
saying
and I don't
all of
care.
Bombay was like, no, what are you doing? Like you're
No, just in the movie. In the movie.
okay.
They may be progressive in real life. I think in the movie, just her family and everyone in that family was like, why are you complaining? He's a good guy. He slapped you one time. Can't you just get over it? What's the issue?
Yeah, well, yeah, and
But
this
this
is
is what
Jeffrey
people try to
Epstein's
do.
accomplice. Yeah, it's crazy.
This is
Stepmother,
yeah.
a wife, a friend to many, a sister to me.
Last week, Maxwell's bid to be released on bail was shot down for the 5th consecutive time.
Isn't it interesting that all these like a pedophile ring people have millions of dollars? She wanted to give out $28.5 million. That's more than probably every single person will see in their entire lifetime in this chat right now. And this stepmom, mother, charity worker somehow had time to accumulate $28.5 million. How do you think that was?
With her sin. Now, you know the one thing, and I haven't seen the rest of this clip, to be honest, but the one thing that I think the one argument he could make that he hasn't even made, like these are all stupid arguments. The argument to make as her brother is to say she was forced to do it. She was abused. And she didn't know, and they forced her to do it, and she was like she was acting on like, you know.
No,
I'm just saying, like, that's the lie. Does he say that, though? You think he says that even?
I don't care. I don't
I
care.
know, it doesn't make it okay.
Right. That's the whole thing. The buck ultimately stopped. You're an adult. Terrible things happen, but we cannot let these people back into our society.
100%. I'm just saying it's better than the, like, she's a mother.
Well, Amish, this isn't. Yeah, you're right. You're just going after the defense attorney's points, or like the
I'm
brother's
just saying the
points.
point.
The brother's
the
points are
point
bad.
you should bring up is like she didn't know. He forced her or something like that. And you're her brother. Like,
So
you could say that.
I gotta look up this Twitter account. I gotta
wonder if
see
he
this
says that,
real. Yeah, real Ghislaine. Let's see what this looks like here. Developed. This is gonna make you guys sick. Developed and maintained by Ghislaine Maxwell's. Is it Ghislaine? Ghislaine?
Ghislaine.
Brothers and sisters, we will
Ghislaine.
continue to fight on behalf of our brother and sister. To follow us for truth. Okay, whatever. Okay, they're like unnecessary treatment.
Why is there a Budweiser commercial there? Did they post a Budweiser video, or is that a commercial?
That's a commercial.
Okay.
Oh, there's another commercial. A lot of commercials on Ghislaine's page here.
Is that some girl just advertising herself?
Yeah.
Who is the second commercial?
It's Twitter autoplaces those. It's not. It's not their fault.
It's like someone wants to be an influencer.
Not a
Dude.
single one of the anonymous accusers will be able to corroborate the 25-year-old story of the other accusers. When the facts are revealed, Ghislaine will be exonerated. Guys, it's a big oopsie whoopsie. She just may have found herself at that funny moment when you're accidentally appear to be indicted in a criminal sex ring. That funny moment when actually you're totally innocent, but multiple women come out and say publicly in front of cameras with evidence and photo evidence of you with them that you abused them underage.
Yeah,
that funny moment, and when you were totally fine.
But her family's fighting with every dollar they got. They're willing to pay $28.5 million on that. They probably pay like $100 million. Like, who's writing which lawyer and PR team is really managing this. This is like $1 million PR team. They're thinking about these tweets every day, and they're like, okay, here's an official. Like, she doesn't write this. Her family doesn't write this. It's like some PR and legal team.
Of course. She's got $28.9 million or whatever. Interesting story, Amish. Thanks for the story. Great story.
Baby.
They
Oh,
crazy
man,
that they're trying to make that thing. We're not going to stand for it.
I love it was on Rick Sanchez. You ever watch Rick Sanchez or Russia Today? He's so good, dude. He has banger stories.
No, I haven't seen him. Yeah, cool.
I'll
Good
send
story.
it. Yeah, man. So then, hey, Anand, let's wrap it up, baby.
Sorry,
wrap
I was
it up.
trying to time that.
Let me see some of these super chats. I can't see super chats ever.
Why not?
I don't know. Last time I was like, I don't want to mention it because maybe there's just no super chats, but then there are. Okay, Phil Herbo 199, paying my tithe to the congregation, and then he's sitting there meditating. Thank you, baby.
Yo,
IFNY $10. What's that?
Not caring. Sorry, I want to read this one because it's about me. Not caring about cultural appropriation is your white privilege kicking in. Lol. I know you're half Cuban. Cuban is not a race. LMAO.
Wow, this guy's like really coming hard at you with some social justice shit. This guy's gonna cancel you basically one day.
But what are you talking? I love when people do this. I love when people like step in and go, "That's actually, you're actually incorrect. You don't have a ground to stand on, and actually that's what your white privilege showing." Maybe I just don't believe in your like kooky thing. Like that's an option. That's an option.
Who is this guy?
Do people know that there are people of all dissents who don't believe in cultural appropriation? Do you think that every race except for white people, do you think that they're all believe the same thing and they all believe in cultural appropriation? I'm like, I get so annoyed with those comments.
I can't even think of like who's really mad about cultural appropriation even right now. Even in the social justice game, it seems like cultural appropriation is one of those ones. Because the last time I heard about that shit was when someone got mad at the white guy for having dreads. But I feel like everyone's like kind of backed up on that and like been like, yeah, she was being a little mean.
Well, no, and it's like most of the great things of the world, we all take from each other, and then all of a sudden you go like, oh, you can't appropriate my culture. It's like that's what everyone's been doing forever.
Dude, even when Justin Trudeau brown faced, my mom, all these Indian people, they were like, yes, he loves us.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
I kind of.
Yes, he loves us, so he dresses up like us. He's
that gets uncomfortable.
Like us.
There is a place.
I know that's.
But I'm saying that like.
Prime Minister,
no, because the argument there is separate. I want to be clear that the argument for blackface and stuff is like there were minstrel shows. There's this whole history. There's this whole like deep history.
They're so racist too. If you ever watch those videos, they're on YouTube. You can just watch them.
But I feel like cultural appropriation has grown to include like almost anything. And it's just like, and it's totally subjective. It's like, does that have any roots in my culture? You're appropriating my culture. It's like, maybe I just thought it was dope. Like, maybe I just think anime's dope and I want to watch anime. Am I being a weeb? I'm not a weeb, but.
That's your white privilege kicking in. Lol.
Lol. I know you're half Cuban, but Cuban isn't even a race. Lol. Dude, that might have been bait, and then I'm just stupid and I just got baited, but like.
It could be. Who cares? Yeah, no, he could be. Who knows? He hasn't said anything else.
I have intel that Dan Locke blanked Epstein. GR 199. Wow. Interesting.
Juji. Corrupted. $10.
Yeah.
Ghislaine just bought BTC. Oh, look at that. Wrapping in the stories. Connecting the stories. I like that. That's good. Good karma. Good karma on that. There's a karma and a donation. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's great.
Beautiful, guys.
Great donation. Great donation. Great, just, comments in general. The Pie Life Admin. Wow.
Cuban is Spanish / Hispanic. Duh. Okay, fine. Hispanic. I don't care. The point is don't get me with that white crap, okay?
You say this is how you get canceled. You're just gonna like dig yourself into a deeper and deeper hole. Like someone else is gonna say some other comment. You're like, oh yeah, I'll say that too. I don't care. Spanish, Hispanic, I don't give a shit. Say what I want. No, we're on YouTube. We can't be canceled, can we? You gotta go so wide. You gotta go Trump level.
No, you get canceled on YouTube, of course.
Yeah, you gotta go as far as Trump.
Here's the thing: if you have a Twitter account, which I have, you can be canceled for anything. And I have a Twitter account.
They did cancel a bunch of Wuhan leakers, didn't they? A bunch of people that said the
cancel
Wuhan
a lot
virus.
Of people.
They just canceled them. So are they going to go back and do an apology?
Alfie Toro says Cuban is also a good amount of black.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Watch
nope.
it.
Nope.
Watch it.
Nope. Nope.
Good. Good one.
Nope.
Good. Very good. Very good.
What do people say?
Buy XRP.
Somebody's been spamming. Okay, sorry, buddy. Manu J. Sorry, buddy. You are going to get in timeout again because you keep talking.
Diligent Dabber just gave us another 201, and this is a beautiful life lesson. Anime, weed, beautiful women equals match made in heaven. Yes. It is always nice.
Yo,
to
Lance,
meet
start
a girl
timing out people. Start timing out people to who are like spamming the same thing, like over and over and over and over. If they just spam the same message, just like kick.
Yeah, no repeat messages, guys.
Because it just clogs the thing and it makes it less fun for everybody. Hey Zilla, are you a Latino Hispanic or Spanish Hispanic or maybe a Latin Spanish mix? I really don't know. I don't know. My grandparents are full blood Cuban. Right. That's like sort of the extent. I haven't done any of the ancestries, the 23andMe, anything
Does it
like
matter? I have always felt like, genetically we're all the same, like so similar. Genetically, like it's like so
people
similar.
People quibble over the dumbest thing, but it's so I don't really know a good answer to that, I guess.
Fine.
What do people say?
Fine, dude. You're on YouTube. You can't get canceled. Don't
Coffee
worry
is a
about it.
crazy intellectual, guys.
Coffee is a crazy intellectual. Okay, Julian Batero, thank you.
Wow.
I only love repeat message.
Never been called that before, Amish.
You're a crazy intellectual.
Oh.
Yep. Amish, do you want to meet up after pandemics? Captain Axelrod. Well, hey, man, keep in touch. We'll talk. Guys, I don't know what's going to happen after the pandemic. It seems like the pandemic's never going to end. Do you ever feel like that?
Bro, pandemic's
it just keeps coming.
Over.
Something keeps coming.
Bro,
No. You're done. You're like, what pandemic? In America, you guys are like, what pandemic? What?
Well, everybody's vaccinated here. Or like, I'm vaccinated, and everyone I know is vaccinated.
Yeah, I know. And then UK is too, but then they're saying there's a new variant in the UK. But it's not that bad.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know about that. What I know is that if you're vaccinated in America, it's up you don't even wear a mask anymore.
It's basically like after what America
because you're
has
vaccinated.
shown,
you can't.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to any kind of like, you took the vaccine, but now you still have to do this or you have to do another thing.
It doesn't even make sense.
Nope, vaccine done. Nope.
Yeah, because it protects you. It doesn't make sense. And also, people realize that the motivation for people getting vaccinated was to go back to real life. So it's if you're gonna just say that it's the same, that's not good, right?
I should just come to America. What the hell am I doing here? It's
explain Canada for me, for real quick.
Still closed.
I don't get this. Y'all are still closed? Everybody's vaccinated?
No one's not even. It's not that quick on the vaccine rollout. We weren't that swift on it.
Wait, you've had your double though, right? You double jab?
No, I haven't even had my double. My second's coming in August or something. I know. Yeah, that's slow, eh?
What do you like?
My first one came in
knocking
like a day.
rocks together over there still? Like what? It's Stone Age.
They're very chill. It's Canada. It's very chill. It's so, you know what? You get the capitalism gives you the efficiency.
Right.
You get that efficiency of like, okay, we're not, on the one hand, we're not going to give you healthcare, but on the other hand, the vaccines, we'll just give it quick. Like
it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you break your arm, we may have to cut it off, but
let's get these vaccines done because we want to keep the
free
economy
vaccines.
open.
Yeah.
Efficient. Dude, they're giving basketball tickets. You can go to a Mets game.
Did you hear that in one place they're giving pre-rolled joints to people, like in California, and they base it on where you are. So and who's not getting vaccinated. So in some instances, it's like people way on the left don't want to get vaccinated. In some places, like Alabama, and I saw it as like Carolina or Alabama. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was clear who they were targeting because they're like, hey guys, we're gonna do a raffle for trucks, guns, hunting equipment, a deer feeder, and you're like, okay, I know who you're trying to honeypot here. What are you doing?
You're like, get the vaccine, get a gun.
Yeah. Vaccine today,
vaccine today,
gun tomorrow,
AK-47.
school the next. No, I'm just kidding. Wow. Too far. Okay, sorry guys.
That's great. Get the AK. Oh,
did Coffee get his jab? Yes, dude. I got my jab quick. I got it pretty quick. Seattle's giving joints.
Wow, that's amazing. Hold on, let me give this guy because we do have a guest today, by the way.
Are they coming on now?
No, I'm just gonna give him. I'm just
Sure.
gonna make sure he's like around.
What time do we think they're coming on?
Uh,
Did you give him a time for coming on?
I told him like 11, 12. Let me just.
Oh, so like
post up
5
a
minutes.
link.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
oh,
but we don't have. Yeah, we can do another story if you want. But oh man, fun today though. This is great. Good crowd too.
yeah, it's a great crowd. Diligent Dabber 201, anime, weed, beautiful woman, match made in heaven, dude.
That's so true.
Yes,
That's so
Diligent
true,
Dabber's he's doing the service, dude.
First of all, when you date a girl who smokes weed, that's one bone. You're just like, oh, God is great. But then when you turn on Netflix and they're not telling you to watch The Bachelor or some shit, you're like, oh, and God is great.
You hear
'Cause, you know,
Chris
sometimes
Harrison's
you-
done?
What's that?
This is not. I was not planned. You hear Chris Harrison's done from The Bachelor?
Oh, Chris Harrison, it's over. Weird. Never got a call back even from The Bachelor. Nothing. So they just started the show without me, just like that.
Well, he got canceled.
He got canceled. Oh, that's the last season guy.
He made
Is
like a
can-
comment. No, that's the main host. That's the host.
The main host. The host got
He's
canceled.
been doing it for years. Yeah, he was like
my
the
God.
face of The Bachelor.
Okay.
And then he said something, apologized for it, and then he's still like, you can't come back.
Wow. Chrissy Teigen's canceled too.
But here's the thing. I wonder if they're going to get as many hits without Harrison. I mean, for
Dude, you can't.
Here's why. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not like I'm just saying like the guy was unmatchable. What I think was unique about Chris is he is this. Let me pull up a picture of Chris Harrison.
Is he the host of the show? Like, is he the host and producer? So he's like a fatherly figure that's like, I want to see people.
He's
get married.
he's just been around for so long, and he's so integral to the show.
Is he very
and-
charming? Is he the producer?
Yes, I'm about
to
to explain what is so like why this guy works. And yes, I watched a little bit of The Bachelor, guys. Okay,
It's a
I
good
have
show.
a
I
wife.
shouldn't have used Bachelor.
I have
I
a
shouldn't have
wife.
used
I
Bachelor
gotta-
as an example. I should
Okay.
have used like Grey's Anatomy as an example.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So,
because Bachelor's not bad,
so
honestly.
Chris Harrison would come in. The premise of The Bachelor is simple, right? You have all these. Wait, is that the? You just have one man and a lot of women. And The Bachelorette's the opposite.
That's Bachelor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe he ran both shows, but he was a master at being super affable, and everyone likes this guy. He's
So
super charming.
So charming.
But he kind of gets in there and he goes like, he does what every great producer says, which is like, I can't believe that guy said that about you. How do you feel about that? Like totally ridiculous, right?
Right,
and then
right,
and then the person's like, yeah, it totally was. And then he goes to the other guy and he's like, hey man, I'm totally on your side. Like, and so you just like, you have to be a shit star to be Chris Harris. Like this guy,
Dude, a reality
he's
show
a
producer.
king of getting the crazy moments. You have to do it. And this guy was the king of it. And it's like, okay, who are you going to get that's good? Now I think they have 2 hosts or something. Anyway, it's a disaster.
That's a disaster. He's very charming, and like, yeah, he was good. Like, his acting was good in a way because he did seem like an honest, fatherly. Like, I want men to be good gentlemen, and I want us to be good with the ladies and attract them, and be, you know, like it's almost like he's like a professional matchmaker. Like if you watch a movie and there's a guy, I'm the matchmaker. I find suitable bachelors, and like he almost has like a good thing to say. And he is pushing the story forward in a way
No,
where he goes.
he is where he trashes people. He goes, I don't know, Dave. Feels like your heart's really with Tara. And like Sarah's sitting right there. And it's like, whoa.
He looks like the charming, perfect guy, but really he has his own manipulation.
Of course.
So he's coming in. He wants to show it. But you know, the question is always, and they're so good with the music, dude. The music is always like, but he asks the question like, so what are you going to do? And he just forces your hand. He goes, so what's the next move?
Yeah.
Let's go then. Then that's what we're going to do.
Right.
And then he just goes, it's like he makes you say it and then he goes, okay, let's go team. We got our team. It's like, guy, you told them all what the fuck you're going to do.
Right. Of course.
You wrote the show already. You come in, you do like this, like, so we know what the right thing is to do. It's like he almost tells them.
You know, I had a reality show producer. I want to get him on the show. I think it'd be an interesting guest. He's a reality show producer. He produced one of these like teen mom shows. I think it'd be interesting to get him on just to talk about like the tactics they use to get people to talk.
He goes, hard work.
He goes, dude. He goes, we ideally like to shoot it on a show where it really is their live reactions. But he's like, honestly, sometimes you can't have a bad show. You have to make the show good. even if you have
Bangers.
to claw it out of these women. In that case, it was women. So one girl, he told me, he goes, like, I had to pull this lady aside and be like, you got to bring the heat. You got to call Tabitha a bitch. It's like, I'm sure he didn't say that. But my point is he took her aside. He goes, you got to spicing it up. And then he sent me the clip of the show. I forgot which clip it was, but it was like, and they were like all going at it. And they're like, you threw away my address, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that guy's like, that was me. That was my work.
He goes, this guy's best hits is like people fighting and shit. He goes, best ratings we've ever had. I put it together myself. It's like I went in both of their ears and told them what to do.
It's so ridiculous.
That's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah. So by the way,
Good tape. They're like, it's good tape.
Yeah. By the way, we have real quick, we've got Diligent Dabbers taking over the mod role here.
What up? Yo, hold up real quick. I gotta show you guys something.
What's up? What is this,
Yo.
Amish? Some prayer beads? What do you got?
This is the prosperity stone.
What is that?
Look at this. It is the prosperity
Supposed to
stone.
make you money? What does that do?
It will make me prosperous. Hold up. I don't know if I can do that. Wait. How close can we get? How do I do this?
We see what it is. It's like a little disco ball.
Dude, it's pure white gold diamond.
So what does it do?
It's part of my meditation show. It's in the poster.
Show it again. I'll give you some good
This?
music. Yeah. There you go, Amish. There it is. There it is.
You will be prosperous.
Dabber's
it's
the mod
beautiful.
now. Hey, Lance. No, it's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. We're not going to unmod you. You can mod when you need to, but don't worry about it. Lance is trying for unemployment. Yeah, he's saying he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Lance is out? Nobody wants to do the karmas?
No. Diligent Dabber's going to do it. Diligent Dabber, he's doing his karmas, dude. You know he is.
Jung Pan, Babaji. Yes, baby. What's up?
Yo, so
my
are we going to bring your buddy on?
Is it a lot, dude? What's happening? Is there a lot of stuff?
A lot of
going on?
spam tonight, Amish. A lot of spam.
Is there just a lot of spam? What's happening? Why is people spamming?
Yo, we got time for another rip, or we got to do this other thing?
Let's bring this guy. Let's bring our guy on, dude. Our guy got
Bring your boy.
scammed by someone who is so fucking. You know what it reminds me of, dude? It's like, it reminds me of like my dad had this program.
What's the guy's name?
This guy, Brennan.
By the way, guys, coming up, I just want to tell you what we're talking about. We're going to be talking about Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. Jan. We're going to be talking about Hacks Money, the Smash drama, and we're going to be talking about the scales of righteousness, which that's an Amish bit, which I like. I like that.
That's so funny.
I didn't mean to say that's an
Amish
Amish bit like I was backing away from it. No, I like the bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving
cool,
you credit.
cool.
I'm giving you credit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, no need, man.
With
It's a team effort, baby.
Without further ado,
Is he here?
Yeah, our boy's in chat right now, dude. He's ready to go. Let's welcome Brennan to the stage. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, baby?
Hey, can we hear you?
Scam rehab.
We can't
Brennan
hear you
is
right now.
here.
Yo, what's up, dude? We can't hear you. We got
What's up, baby?
to
Can't
turn
hear
that
you.
up.
Yeah,
You're
turn up the
on
YouTube and turn
live.
your-
How about
There we
this?
go.
Yeah,
Is
there
that
we
better?
go.
There we go. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
What's going on, guys?
How you
Thanks
doing,
for
buddy?
having me. Seriously. Well,
How you
and
doing?
yourself? I'm doing well. Can't
Wow,
complain.
it's-
How about you guys?
Good,
man.
dude.
It's so interesting when someone just hits me up on Instagram and it like comes through, you know?
Tell
Yeah,
me
absolutely.
Love it.
what's going on. You got a scam to talk to us about?
Scam rehab, yeah.
Man, I do. It's pretty juicy too. So, I was working with this company that sells an algorithmic trading tool. Okay, a trading tool that gives you insight into the market.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it, dude. These are so good. My dad had one of these.
Yeah,
Vector
and you know what?
Vest.
Some of them are really good. Like the market makers, the guys that made the industry are like, you know, the people that paved the way. I have respect for those guys, right? But there's a lot of these knockoff versions of it. and I got involved with a company that was pretty successful in the industry, and the guy roped me in with an equity position in the company, had me work for him for like 90 days straight. I got paid pennies on the dollar, and just totally rug pulled me as soon as I delivered his project. Right?
Are you a software engineer? Let's be clear.
No, marketing.
Marketing. Got it. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So come to find out, this happened to multiple people, like 5 people he did this to. Okay, allegedly. So it turned into this big thing. So I started doing research. I went down my Coffeezilla rabbit hole and started rounding up all these different employees and stuff. And I had 3 people that came together that were willing to go public with it, and we released like an expose. And that's when it really started to get nasty, you know, with him just trying everything in his power to keep his reputation online, just doing dirty things, fake Trustpilot reviews, just everything, right?
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, whole 9 yards, right? I mean, we're talking about somebody that started this company with no prior experience coding, okay? No prior experience in trading. And supposedly, from what I was told from past employees, it was built off of all the free indicators in the TradingView public library. And the company in question here is Agora Trading, okay, is the name of it. Formerly known
check out
as
the
Agora
website.
Algo.
Have you seen the website?
Agora affiliated with like the Agora?
Not the Agora,
No.
not the big Agora scam. No, he was stupid enough to use that name.
Oh, what an idiot. Yeah. I was about to say the Agora. Be careful, buddy. Those guys are vicious. Those guys are sharks, dude.
Yeah.
But no, the Agora. Okay, yeah. The Agora.
They have
that's
their own.
so
Their
funny.
website's great, actually. Their website's actually very
funny
well
story.
done.
Dude, funny story about that website. So the developer that built that website got scammed by this guy. He did a chargeback scam, deleted a bunch of evidence, and did like this whole like fraud deal and lied to PayPal. We've documented all this. There's videos of it on YouTube of us exposing all the evidence.
Oh,
and
wow. Yeah.
This guy in Serbia, man, he charged this guy back a little over $1,000, and I mean, this guy worked his tail off to build this website for him, and at the end, you know, Jacob just wasn't happy with something and decided to just pull the plug on him, deleted all his access, made up this big like fairy tale story to sell to PayPal, and sold it to him, and they gave him his money back. And this guy's in a secondary, whole secondary deal trying to get his money back. And yeah, I highly recommend like everybody go check out this expose video, you know, and deep dive into it, because it's a real rabbit hole, man. It really
Let's
is.
show people the website real quick. People can still
Yeah.
hear you when you go away, but I'm just going to show people. This is the page, right?
This is the website.
Agora
This is so much.
Trading. Very nice website. So this guy
Very nice
who
website.
built it
Agora
ended up
AI?
doing it for free because the
What's
guy
his
basically took
He
away
did
the
get
money.
he did get a little bit of money for it, but not what he deserved.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
This
This is
AI indicator.
Yeah, so that's the funny thing too, is he added the AI onto it, because the Agora Algo, the old name, got some bad press, and he was banned from TradingView for a week for violating the house rules, is what they call it. So
Yeah.
he was using
What's
deceptive marketing tactics.
What's this trademark? What's this Agora AI trade? Like what's the trade? It's just nonsense.
Dude,
like
go
you
to
just
go
told
to
them
US go to the USPTO right now and look it up. It doesn't exist.
Hold on.
It doesn't exist. He just puts Agora AI trademark.
Wait, show me that, Amish. Show me that, Amish. Which part?
It's on the website. Look.
Oh, Agora AI.
indicator.
That's so
So he's
funny.
got the trademarked indicator.
It's a joke, dude.
It's like I got
It's
the
a joke.
indicator.
the worst, right? Like the employees got scammed, whatever. That sucks for us, you know. Like we came into it for an opportunity. There was money involved in it for us. So like I got lured in. There was hook. I got money grabbed. Whatever. Okay, cool. The real concerning thing to me was like the customers. Okay, the customers with this refund policy he has on that website, where it excludes. It's hilarious. It's like we'll give you a refund within 30 days. As long as you didn't buy a digital product or an educational product, and all he sells is a digital product, right? And I'm not kidding you. It's still active. And if you took it down, this is the most, dude, it blows my mind, right? So
Unless you bought a digital or a thing.
So
but that's all he sells.
I think he took the refund link, the refund policy link, but go agoratrading.io/refund. Do it. See if it's still up.
He goes, hey,
dude.
If for a digital product, you don't sell a digital product.
Yeah.
Read it.
Is it still there?
Hold
Is
on,
it still
one
there?
second. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, so
dude, that's so
That's
funny.
so funny, dude. What a
he
con
documented
artist.
it all. It's in our video. But then he makes this rebuttal video, and he's like, "Look at all these refunds I've done since I started."
Oh, look at this, dude. It's still live, baby. Dude, look at this. Let's expose this guy right now. Let's expose him live, boys. So this is the Agora.ai refund policy. Okay, so read this very carefully with us, boys. Thank you for your purchase. We hope you're happy with your purchase. However, if you're not happy, he misspelled happy, and your product is eligible, you may return it to us for a full refund. Please see more information for our on our return policy.
Already, stop.
Okay.
Go see more information. Shut up.
All returns must be postmarked within 30 days of purchase date. All return items must be new and in unused condition with original tags and labels attached.
Oh, God.
Okay, but then check it out. Then you have to return an item, place it securely in its original packaging, and mail it to the following address: Cheyenne, Wyoming. And then he goes, exceptions, not eligible. The following categories are exempt, he misspelled exempt, from the refund policy: digital products, education products. Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing this man sells, to my knowledge, does he sell any physical products?
No.
It's just a digital. It's an online platform, and it's a
Not
stupid
even
thing. He might have a T-shirt.
No, I was just gonna say that. Not even a T-shirt, dude.
He doesn't even have a fucking T-shirt.
This
dude.
guy
He doesn't sell
does
the
it.
damn
He says
thing.
he gives you refunds except for the thing that he sells.
Here's the best part, right?
This is
So we
amazing.
make this video exposing him, okay? And he comes back with this rebuttal, and he's like, "Look at all these refunds. He's got 65 refunds from the entire, like, the whole business, from the whole
How
time."
can you be proud of yourself for this?
Okay, so he goes, I give refunds all the time. And so we had this in our back pocket. You know, we're holding it to our chest. We're not going to release everything in the first expose video. So he releases this video, and it was like, dude, he couldn't have tripwired himself harder. I have an email from a guy that sent this in after the first video. And he got scammed 11 days ago with his refund policy. And the owner of the company sends him in his email, he says, sorry, because the payment was processed after the 7-day free trial, we can't honor the refund. Okay, after he just went and told all of his subscribers that, you know, he honors his refund policy. So
But to be clear, it doesn't matter if he says he gives refunds. It's explicitly written in his policy so that he doesn't have to give refunds.
Yeah.
That is the messed up part. It's not about like,
You can't say he
actually,
didn't
I'm a
offer
good
honor.
guy and I help you out. It's like, no, you screwed them in the contract and you made it impossible for them to get refunds. And then you're saying you got refunds? Right. Like that just so
Well,
let me
he did say
let me show these videos.
He honored the refund policy, and if you look at, he did honor it.
Yeah, you can honor it because
technically
he doesn't owe it
refund
anybody.
policy.
That's
So the
crazy.
two videos on
written.
the KNX channel are the expose videos part 1 and part 2.
That's
part
so
2 is an
funny.
absolute blockbuster, dude. It's a film. It's a movie. It's
Wow.
a good video. It really is.
Guys, go check out these videos. Go boost these videos up after you watch the drip. But go check it out, dude. Is Agora Trading? So this is his response. He's saying you are defaming him. Now you've got the floor. Obviously, we're listening to you. We see all this as allegation, but give us your response. He's saying this is defamation. I'm being defamed.
Yeah.
Dare you?
Well, so I
honor.
start the video with the definition of defamation on the screen, and I start off by saying part 2. In order to defame somebody, you have to tell lies, you know, and everything that we said was substantiated and we had proof to back it up. If I went on and I said all of the things that I didn't have physical proof for, this man would be in prison. Okay. Wow. It's flat out like that. Okay. I mean, very
in prison,
careful
you
person.
say?
Dude, the fraud. I mean, alleged attempted fraud on multiple freelancers from other countries, people from Pakistan, people from this guy from Serbia. I mean, dude, just brutal things. He sent a message out in the Discord looking for new help, saying, you know, you have to make less than $2 an hour in your village in order to like it was supposed to be a joke that he sent out, and it was only up for a second, but KNX, one of the guy whose channel it's uploaded on, actually copied this message, and we have a screenshot of this message. So like this is so documented all the way through, And like the real sickening thing to me, like I said earlier, you know, the employee scam, whatever, we're employees. We take a risk when we sign up for a company, but the customers, dude, it's too far.
It's not right, dude.
Yeah.
No, even as an employee, it's
even
not
as
right.
an employee, you should get paid as an employee.
Oh,
you
of
should
course.
get paid.
Yeah.
Of course.
And all
100%.
these MLMs, they act like, oh no, you're an employee, you're an independent business. It's like, stop, man, you're just not paying people.
Of course. And I mean, at the end of the day, some of it is on me because I probably should have got contracts. You know, in the part 2 at the end, I'm like, if you're going to work with this person, I get real close to the mic. I go, get it in writing, right?
Yeah,
because it's like, it's what it is.
Well,
you know?
and don't work. And honestly, if an employer has a shady reputation,
yeah,
even a contract's not going to save you a lot of times.
No,
They're going to go up to you and they're going to go, oh, I owe you $5,000. Sue me for it. And you're going to find out, you're going to talk to a lawyer and they're going to say, hey, you're going to spend more than $5,000 in the lawsuit. Don't even bother. And he knows that, right? So it's like, even when you're dealing with somebody sketchy, and I'm talking the abstract here, don't deal with them. If they have a bad reputation as an employer, you need to think twice before, like if people are saying like, I'm not getting paid, if that's a recurring theme, like that's a big problem. Brennan, anything else for us? This has been incredible.
Well, tell us this too, though. What attracted you in? I mean, when you got into it, like you see this guy's shady, you still want to do business. Was there a little bit of greed involved? Was he playing on something here?
Yeah, so in the very beginning, I didn't see anything shady, right? I didn't see anything shady. I saw somebody that was like an introverted, depressed person that like just was genuinely looking for help, right? Somebody that had a hard time finding people that would work with them, 14 hours a day, 6-7 days a week. Dude, I've got a family. I've got a wife and a child, and I just was on my computer 10 to 14 hours every single day with this person, So I truly didn't see it in the beginning, but as time started to go on, I started to notice it. So I started documenting everything to protect myself, obviously. And I don't think he expected it, but once he did the same thing to me and pulled the rug on me, it was like, oh, dude, this was a big mistake. You're really going to regret this. And he's like, well, I'll give you money for this part of the. I'm like, I don't want your money. Like you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? You made a mistake. And after we even released the first one, he sent me this big long email about how he was sorry and he wants to settle it. I didn't reply in his video. He's like, I tried to settle this and they took the immature route. To me, it's like,
oh no, that's such a
that's bullshit.
That's messed up. That's
right.
That's messed up. No,
this is so messed up.
For the video,
they literally because you know what it allows the cycle of abuse to continue for all the employees who don't come forward because it protects them from. Now, this is a cheap cop-out. Brennan, you're doing the right thing. The Coffeezilla army's behind you, man. Thank you for coming on. Please go to his channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
please,
KNX.
KNXFX. Go check it out. Watch these scam videos. Inform yourself. We don't want you guys getting taken in by Agora Trading, who apparently the following categories are exempt from their policy, which is the policies they sell, the products they sell. Hilarious.
I did honor the refund policy.
But
I did honor it.
Only if somebody threatens to charge back. If you're in Agora and you want your money back, just threaten to charge back.
They always cave. They always cave.
Yeah.
They will always cave.
And it's so pathetic that his way of being like, I'm honorable. I've given away 50 refunds this year. So it's like, guy, your product is either shit. Like, what a weird position to be in, to be like, no. I've given away so many refunds.
Coffeezilla, you want a good laugh, dude? Go to the Trustpilot and read the reviews. That's all I have to say. If you go to the Trustpilot and read the reviews, it is flat out pathetic.
Hilarious.
It is so bad. Yeah, it's good. All the fake reviews, the video reviews. Employees were told to make video reviews. Their friends who didn't even use the indicator. Yeah, man, they're all of them.
Lots of trolls trying to defame these. Let's read. You've always got to go check out the bad ratings. Oh, they've reported all of them. So this is something you can do on Trustpilot. It's a way they basically reputation liner. They report all of them as breaking their rules. That's
every
so
1% is breaking the rules.
These
Come
poor
on.
reviews too. The 2-star reviews. He tried framing us as if we did that, right? If you go to the poor reviews, they're the cheapest, crappiest Trustpilot reviews I've ever seen.
What?
It's an insult.
What the hell is Trustpilot? You're garbage. You can flag the negative reviews. I just flag all my 1-star reviews.
This is all real. Yeah.
It's really real. Yeah.
What the hell is this shit?
It's really messed up.
And there's like the reviews on there are pathetic. But yeah,
Dude.
man, I just encourage everybody to check this out. Seriously.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Brennan.
man. Thanks for coming, dude. Brennan.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much. You
having me,
killed this,
guys.
dude. You're one of the best
Appreciate you.
scam rehabs we've had so far.
Scam rehab,
Love
man.
it, dude. We love what you're doing. We like that you're a part of the
the
movement, dude, of
community.
exposing these guys. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to come
Thanks,
back
man.
on, but I hope I never have to. All right.
Good point,
Later,
dude.
guys.
See ya.
Yeah, peace out. Peace out.
Yeah.
Dude,
you
what a
love him
nice
'cause-
guy. I really,
What a nice guy.
what a
You
what a
love him because he
gentleman.
did what your advice would have been. It's like it's already done. He already did
Yeah, he did a
the
great
God's
job.
work.
He did a great
And you're
job.
like, you did everything. You did and you
He
made a
did it.
video, didn't you?
Oh, he did a great job. What a
You already
what-
let the community know, didn't you?
This refund policy is unbelievable. I'm literally writing a note to cover this at another time because honestly, I have like a bunch of Coffeezilla ideas. I have a little Trello board about it, and I'm always looking for funny stuff. This is
that's
hilarious, dude. I gotta
You
archive
just
that.
can't, and then you
That's
say, hey,
so
read the
freaking
policy,
funny,
idiot.
dude. I've got to
before you email me, read the policy.
Holy crap, that's funny.
I honor my refund policy. I honor it.
Dude, that's so
You
funny.
didn't read it.
Oh, I'm the first person. Guys, you got to save stuff. You got to
What?
save stuff in the archive, dude. I'm the first one to save it to the archive.org, this page.
Nobody saved it.
Nobody saved it. So this could have been deleted. And no one would know that this man used to. That's crazy. So we're going to save that real quick.
Save it, dude.
And
Save it up.
Amish, that's the clip, baby. That's scam rehab, dude.
Wrap it up, baby.
Wrap
Scam
it.
rehab. That was a tight scam rehab. That was in and out.
Dude, had a good time, man. I love that because the guy was short, sweet, to the point. He had a message. He had it together.
Well,
man.
he already did everything that you wanted.
He had it
already did
together.
all the
I
stuff.
love that. I love that. Yeah,
Beautiful.
big
And
fan of
two
that
videos.
guy.
The videos tight. Videos look like the second one looks like a documentary. I mean, he's got.
That's a crazy story. I mean, the fact that the guy goes, "Yeah, I give refunds, just not to digital products," and all you sell are digital products.
That's.
Oh, dude, I love it, dude.
That's a lot, dude. That is.
When you're
just- that's
trying to
cold
make it
blood.
as hard as possible to refund, guy, you're on the wrong side of customer service. You're a shady
What's the
product.
biz-
Like
But
the,
you know what it is, dude, and this is what we'll talk about this in the scale of righteousness. Is there no morality?
That's coming up, guys. We got a whole segment to do with you guys. Get ready. We're gonna ask
Let's
you
go, let's
guys
do it.
in chat also to give your own input.
let's
Imtelia's
see-
100 of some currency. Big fan. Can you make a video about these crazy NFT scams? Yo, there are a lot of
NFTs,
crazy
yes.
NFT scams. I'm thinking of dropping some NFTs though. What do you think about that?
Make a couple. You're gonna make an.
I'm gonna make a
NFT?
few, dude. My animator is so sick. He makes such good art for the show. I'm like, dude, I should drop some NFTs. Now,
Yeah.
we want to do it for charity. We want to like give the money to charity because we kind of feel weird
Wow.
about like
Because you know that we have the same designer, and you know he's building also my digital ashram, and you know my bricks are just going to be like, because I'm selling bricks that to make my digital ashram as well, and mine are just going to go to, but yours go to charity. That's great. I guess that's good. That's nice that yours go to charity. I think that's the right thing to do.
that's the route I want to go. I just feel like I just
know
would feel a
you were
little
going charity
weird
route.
otherwise. But like I do think it'd be cool if people like, and I'm not gonna be weird about it and be like tell people like this is an investment. This is the thing about NFTs that I think is a scam is people tell you it's gonna triple in value. Guys, probably not. But if you want to like, do something cool for charity or just own a part of the artwork for Coffeezilla, I think it's a cool idea. We're gonna make a bunch of
is brilliant.
memes. We're gonna make a bunch of memes into NFTs. I think it's gonna be dope. I don't want
I
to
told-
tell you too much, but I think it's gonna be sick. Get excited about that.
That's amazing. Dude. I told you though, right? Like he's building. You know, he's building the digital ashram. Thanks to you, you really made this happen.
Yeah, this is something. So
The digital ashram is being built. My dream is being built because you said.
yeah, I sort of had the dream first. I dreamed it into existence. I was like, I want Amish to have an ashram, like a real. So, guys, the Coffeezilla universe is about to have a segue into the Amish cult, whatever you want to call it.
Side character, whatever the character.
Yeah, dude.
It's like my.
Amish
but then,
is gonna
but
come
then I
into
have
the
my own
world.
universe.
Yeah, and then you have your own. It's gonna be so sick. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be dropping it. And right now, you can buy bricks that are building my digital ashram. You can buy them right now.
Okay. You
know
need
they're
to
on
make
sale.
sure he can do that. But yeah.
You know they're on sale. No, I talked to him.
Okay, sec.
Hold up.
How much are you selling these bricks
yeah,
for?
no,
Are you
I
scamming
think
people with bricks?
I think no. Excuse me. They are helping me build my ashram. They helped me build the ashram, dude. The ashram must be built, right? I mean, this was your. Hold up. I have a Bitly /
This is amazing.
No, this show's on the 27th. And honestly, dude, there's actually a discount code. The discount code is Coffeezilla. So, let me put it in here. Hold up.
Oh, discount code Coffeezilla? Don't discount code Coffeezilla. What are you doing?
I think, honestly, you know what I think is going to happen? I think the
That's
the
funny,
jewel that I'm
dude.
showing you,
That's
this is going to be in the background somewhere.
Oh, this is your meditation show. I thought we were still talking
This is
about your
my meditation
NFT, like your whatever.
My prosperity. But this,
No,
the prosperity
now
jewel
now
is
he's
gonna be in
guys.
there.
This is an announcement, by the way. Wake, bake, meditate show Amish is doing. Discount code Coffeezilla. How much can people get in for?
It's usually $11, which is the prosperous time of day.
But
11. That's why I chose 11.
Okay.
I don't even want the money, but I said 11. Charge the $11, right? But it's $6 off if you use the code Coffeezilla.
Wow, wow! I thought we were gonna get it for free, but okay, $5.
No, but they can also buy the bricks or cinder blocks that are building the digital ashram. I mean, what a gift! They could do that too. No, what? They can buy their name will be,
Wow,
they will
okay,
immortalize
guys,
the digital ashram.
well,
They can build the digital ashram. It's all there. It's
What
fine.
are you talking? We're
We
gonna
are
buy
building
the,
this
I'll buy
ashram
a brick. Listen, I'll
on
buy
an
a
electron
brick.
cloud.
But don't tell the people they're gonna get a return on their investment.
No, the only return is you just get it's honestly it's just group tickets. It's like if you buy one ticket, it's like 11.
The
But if you
Wake,
buy,
Bake,
like,
and Meditate.
Yeah.
You're doing. This is a show Amish is putting on. What are
Show 'em the
people going to
poster, show 'em the
experience? It's like a real meditation show. I thought it was like a story. It's like a real meditation. Like you're
No,
gonna,
it's there's meditations, but we go on a spiritual journey. It's a psychedelic journey. You can smoke a little weed.
people
if
are
you
saying
want,
your
and this-
people are saying your URL doesn't work, Amish.
What? How could this be? How can it be? I don't want to put the whole one here. I'm putting the whole one then. Hold up.
Yeah, you definitely didn't.
It's so long though. It's like a giant freaking Eventbrite.
Guy, you didn't even get the right one.
Hold up. Bitly, link, copy. Oh God.
Did you create a Bitly link or did you type in bit.ly and then just copy in something else?
Hold up. I'm reposting it.
Okay, hold on. Price of the brick going up. Next Coffeezilla episode is going to be about
There we
Amish.
go.
I know,
Check
dude.
that one.
Amish, if you scam my fans, we're going to do a Coffeezilla.
No,
I gotta
dude.
read some super chats. I'm just joking.
Read
dude.
some, let's do the super chats. Let's do the super chats. Diligent Dabber, $5. Otherworldly Dolly made me a shirt that says, "My cough is from dabbing, not from coronavirus," and people love it at work.
That's funny.
Did it?
Zorro, employee. Why would you want to be an employee? You're a business owner now, baby. Now pay us your membership fee and tell your friends. Yeah, I know. He's talking about the last guy. Zorro, buying NFTs to support artists. Big thumbs up. Buying NFTs to try to get rich. Big thumbs down. Zorro, you nailed it, dude. That's the thing about like some of this tech. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like I as somebody who plays piano, I know the firsthand the problem of like artists struggle to make money. It's hard to monetize. So for visual artists to finally be getting their due and getting money, it's like, dude, that's dope.
Right.
That's so dope. But I don't like when the Gary V's get in it and then they go, guys, we're gonna get rich with NFTs. It's like, hey, it's art time, dude. You're a business guy. We don't need you here. Like trying
You're
to
like Gary Vee,
you
eh?
turn everything into like Wall Street. It's like, dude. No. I actually like Gary Vee. What I'm saying
I
is
do like him
his
too.
approach to NFTs of being like, let's look at the business of NFTs.
Yeah.
I think that you're missing a lot, and then if you go into NFTs thinking you're gonna make a ton of money, you can feel very disappointed when it doesn't actually get you money. Instead, you just
totally.
own art. You know?
Yeah, you own. It is like a weird new way of owning art.
For
It's
everyone
not-
who owned
yeah.
like Pikachu cards and thought they were going to be rich, like there's not many people who are actually rich from Pokemon cards. Instead, you should just like the hobby, and then if you have a rare card later, like that's cool, whatever. But
That's
probably not.
yeah.
That's a better way to
Gary
think
Vee
about
is
it.
probably pushing. But you know what it reminds me of? Gary Vee's attitude kind of reminds me of that guy that we just saw that goes, everything you're doing, sell it, put it in crypto. Crypto's the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. Sell it. What's your ROI? It's nothing. But Gary Vee is a little bit like that. He's just all like work, and do this and do the next thing. It's like chill.
Yo, so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that we talked about that, I want to jump into, because dude, I like the pace we're on. We're in a good
jump into
pace
it.
right now.
Jump into it. We'll show them the poster after. We got to show them the meditation poster.
Don't worry, we'll shill your product.
We'll tease it out.
Okay, Amish, introduce. Okay, guys, I want everyone to know that this all was Amish's idea, and I had nothing to do with it. Go ahead, Amish, explain this.
Oh, the scale of righteousness? But this is not even okay. Look, the scale of righteousness
Amish's idea
is something that I want to start doing in the videos, my videos. But I think we could start even incorporating it here, and just when we talk about people, we can give them a rating system.
What's the idea?
And we can say this is the idea. Is what, like, look, you're reviewing these cult leaders, these con artists. I'm also getting. I'm doing videos about cult leaders, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's right, what's wrong, where's the morality? Is there a scale?
Is there a line? Is it worse?
Is there a line? And I have created that line. I have created the scale of justice, the scale of morality, the very measurement of morality.
Nothing ever goes wrong when people assume that role. So go ahead. You're on good territory.
Someone has to know that, like, this is what
territory.
the scale is. This is what's so I did a 1 to 10 system of like what the 10 different things are. Obviously at 1 or 0.
Okay, here we
go. But I just have it going to 1 actually. And I didn't think to go to 0.
Okay.
But at the other end I go to infinity.
So here's level 1.
Level 1 is evil, and that is it's pure ignorance. It's pure foolishness.
Yes.
They know they're foolish. They know not what they do, and that is actually a very Christian way of looking at it. I know you don't agree with that one totally, but
I hate that.
It is semantics a little bit. It's like they're foolish. Like being evil is foolish.
Let's not get into that. Let's explain this.
I've given it pure ignorance is number 1. Then you go a step up, hurtful to others. This is someone who's just they're doing their thing, but they're like, hey, man, I take it down a guy. I don't care. Like mobbish.
Yeah. They don't care.
Mobbish, but they still go home. They love their family.
Okay. 3 is negatively intentioned. That sounds worse than 2, to be honest.
Negative intentioned is... okay, negatively intentioned, that's not a person who likes to hurt other people, though. They're just trying to get theirs, but they're not thinking, like, I got to...
Okay.
Let me poke someone on their way.
Okay. What is...
Let me hurt someone else.
4 is foolish.
4 is just foolish, and this is a lot of the people, that we even have reviewed, that you have reviewed too, that you think like, oh, this guy, what do you think? You're gonna scam everyone? And really, they are just foolish. They're in a system. They've been convinced that this is the right way to do things, and they're, it's gonna take them. You know what this is? This 4, and it's it's a terrible thing to say because I do feel bad for them. But people talk about it in MLMs. They talk about the 5 to 7%. Mm-hmm. So in MLMs, the top 3% make all the money, right? We've looked at this so many times. And then there's like a 5 to 7%, and that 5 to 7%, they spend like 10 years thinking like, no, I'm gonna get rich.
Mm-hmm.
They're like people. It's like gambling.
And they're the foolish ones.
They are, but look, we are all foolish in some way. So that's not a judgment.
Okay.
You're never too foolish for God.
What about 5?
Somebody died for your sins, so you can always come. It's not foolish like that. It's just foolish. Not what you do. It's fine. 5 is lacking in wisdom. This is just a standard. This is just like a dum-dum. Then behind in wisdom is 6. Yep. Wise within years.
I thought this was an interesting distinction to make.
Years, yep. Wise beyond years.
So this is like I'm 27. Oh, I'm wise within my years. It's like you're wise enough for a 27-year-old. Wise beyond your years is like, oh, you act like a 40-year-old. Like you're so smart. You're so wise.
That's wise beyond the years. Yeah.
9.
Enlightened. Bodhisattva. This is number 9. Bodhisattva is actually someone who's reached enlightenment, but to be a Buddha is enlightened. But a Bodhisattva, you're enlightened, but you have to help other people get enlightened. So this is someone that's just purely.
So you're like the
teacher.
Others. You're like a teacher.
It's a true from the heart teacher, not a bullshit teacher that's just like, I'm trying to be better than other people. You know what I mean? Like not a gatekeeper. Someone who truly wants to help others. And then you have infinity, one with God.
What's non-dual mean?
You don't know you haven't heard non-dual? It's like a whole system of philosophy. It's like a thing that people believe in where they think that you are actually one with God.
Got it.
You are actually one with God.
Got it.
And this is what a lot of people in Christian theology do think this too. They think that Jesus is the way in.
Yeah.
To God. Through Christ consciousness, you become one with God. You are God. This is non-dualism. It is taught in the West.
So we had an idea, which is that I would give you different people, because I thought this scale was very interesting. And I was wondering how you would handle me tossing some hot zingers at you for they're very different people. Some of them exist. Some of them are fictional characters. I want to know. I want everyone to know how your moral system holds up given a test. Everyone needs a test.
Okay.
So you haven't seen
one
these,
example,
right?
You showed one. At the end, we should show the example of there is one infinity that I found.
Okay, we'll save that.
I
for
have
the
found
end.
one on this. I didn't think I'd ever find one.
Well, we'll save that for the end. Okay, sweet.
We'll save that. But let's go through the list.
That's good.
Because
That's
I thought infinity doesn't exist. I thought they
Wow,
disappeared.
so you found infinity. Okay, I'm excited. I'm very excited for that one.
Infinity.
So stick around for that one, guys. The first one that I'd like to test you with, let's get real. Okay, what do we give?
Obviously, this is down at one. I mean, evil, pure, whatever you want. It's evil.
You're saying ignorant, though. He was ignorant.
I mean, they're all like everyone below foolish is ignorant. You know, it is like what they say in the Church of A Course in Miracles. There is no evil, only ignorance. They're basically saying like this is fool. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't overthink it. Don't
number
overthink
one.
it. Just I want to know your true beliefs.
Look,
okay?
bottom. This guy's pure
one.
Pure,
so that's a one.
Yeah.
Give us
Evil,
your thoughts, guys. Give us your ratings. Obviously, everyone's gonna give that a 1.
Everyone's got that.
Someone
one,
gives
obviously.
them not a 1, ban them.
Yeah. Cancel. Sadhguru. This is obviously. I think we can all agree that this guy could be set. We're talking 7, 8. We're talking about
not a 9.
Sorry, 8, 9 territory. He's in 8, 9 territory.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking
he could be a 9.5 even, but I don't know if he's one with God. But you know what the problem? You know why I wouldn't put him one with God? And because what you'll see in the example that I have after, what we'll all learn from the example later, is that in order to be a number 1, you have to truly do something for. Don't
give anything away.
Beyond.
I don't want anything away. I want to be completely shocked.
I'm not giving anything away, but he is. That's why I got to keep him at an 8 to 9. I can't even go above 9 with him.
Wow.
He's definitely wise beyond years.
I kind of look at this system like you can never get a perfect score. Like I
have
think,
a perfect score.
I'm waiting to hear it. But just for me personally, how I usually grade things when it comes to this stuff, I'm like, there's no perfection.
I have a perfect score, and you'll be pleased to know that he's a Christian.
Okay, just
ordained.
Oh, see, you gave it away. Now I know who it is.
No, you don't know who it is. Okay.
So next, I want to go to who's next? This is an easy one. Or no, this is not an easy one. This is an interesting one. Logan Paul.
Oh.
What is Logan Paul?
Okay. Definitely, I'm gonna say he's lacking in wisdom. He's at a 5. He's not very wise. He's almost foolish because he has hurt other people.
Yeah, but I feel like he's caught up to a 5. Maybe I kind of agree. I'd like to bump him up to a 5.
He's done some foolish things, but
good for
you're
Logan.
seeing a kid.
For a guy who got famous so young, 5's pretty good.
And the fact, and whenever these guys, these people that you think are like rich kids, spoiled, whatever, when they get in the ring, I get a newfound respect for them. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He fought him.
Well,
he took punches in the head. He took punches. He was bloody. No, you think it was like that? Okay.
I thought it was rigged. Anyway,
if he was, then
we'll talk about that.
If he was, then then drop him down to a number 4.
No, I think 5 makes sense. I think 5 makes sense.
I think 5 makes sense for him. I think
5 makes sense for Logan. Are you guys having fun? What are people saying? 4.
We're saying 4 on this. Yeah.
They're saying we're rating spirituality. It's sort of spirituality. Like Amish, how do you see this? You see this as like you're rating morality.
How righteous.
This is
how righteous. We all know how to measure someone in the eyes of Caesar, but what about in the eyes of God? Can we make an estimation? Trump is, I'm sorry, but Trump is very low because he uses God.
I want to know what you think he is.
He's any of these, and if anyone says, hey, he said he's going to help Christians do this, that, I don't want to hear this stuff, guys.
These are I'm hitting you with the hardballs. Give me the rating.
He's using it.
People want to know what's the rating.
He's at 2. He's at 2. Hurtful to others.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's at a 2. Yeah.
That's good to know. It's good to know.
I'm sorry, and this is very rude to say.
Don't
about
apologize. Don't apologize.
I never thought I'd
we
say it
want
about
to know.
ex-president
This
of the
is where
United
the
States.
people get to know you. Boom. Thanos.
Okay, nah,
This is
Thanos
morally
is-
conflicting because
tough, 'cause
Thanos
he
kind of
is-
had a point, but he
is a
also
banger.
didn't have a point. You know?
He was almost like for the evil he did. Oh God, yeah, no, he's I'm gonna say negatively intentioned because foolish would be insulting to him. He's not foolish, but he is negatively intentioned, which in the eyes of God is more foolish, but in our eyes is not fool. Like we're not calling him stupid.
So interesting. Okay. All
He's at
right.
3.
Fair
He's at
enough.
3.
Three for Thanos. He's above Trump.
3 for Thanos.
Trump is worse than Thanos. Got it. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I know. Hey, that's good. Hey, like, yeah, they like that. They like that. They're here. They like that. They enjoy a little.
We got Walter White.
Walty, baby. So now that we have Trump in there, we almost have to like look at everything in those terms now. No, this guy, and now because this is going to be another one. Like, oh, so this is murderer.
Don't worry about what you've rated other people, Amish. We're
Right,
trying to get
right.
the baseline for Amish's
No,
rating
but I
system.
will have to say, Trump does to enrich his own family. He's willing to bankrupt America. I mean, that takes it to another level. But then you have Thanos, who wanted to just kill half the people for no
Give
reason.
us
So
give
that's
us
fine.
Walter White. What's Walter White?
Walter White. I'm gonna put him in.
And this is the scale, by the way, to remind all you guys. This is the scale. So 1 is basically the worst, 10 is basically the best. Trump is a 2, Thanos is a 3.
I'm gonna say
Logan
he
Paul's
is
a 5.
I'm gonna put him all the way up to lacking in wisdom because I mean that's the great thing about the show.
Wow.
That's the great thing about the show is that he started off very just
So interesting.
at lacking in wisdom. He had a 5. By the end of the show, he went to a 2. I'd say hurtful. He was definitely hurtful to others by the end.
So okay, interesting. Okay.
Right, but that's the beauty of the show. It's a great show. There's
Now we
character
got
growth.
oops.
Oh, Billy Gates. After what we saw that he did,
Yeah, Billy Gates.
well, that brings the rating down, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
This guy could
does.
this guy could be a 1.
Oh,
And I'll tell
no
you why.
way,
I'll
dude.
tell you why.
No
No, and I'll
way.
tell you why. I'll tell you
No.
why. I'll tell you why. Because he looks nice. And that's why I worry about that Kathy Bates, the female
Kathy
Bill Gates,
Woods.
or Kathy Woods, the female Bill. Yeah. That's why I worry about her. And she's bullish on what's she bullish on?
Tesla, everything. She runs.
she's
She's
bullish,
like
okay.
she's ARK Invest, I think.
ARK Investing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. See, I worry about these people. When they have the nice front,
Kathy Woods is
You know.
nothing like Bill Gates, I feel like, but
who is nothing? Who's nothing like Bill
people are
Gates?
saying a 9. Wow, 9. People are saying a 1. This is so interesting, dude. People love this. This is a really good thing to know what people think. People are rating Walter fairly high. Some of them were rating him fairly high.
Okay.
Diligent Dabber says he's a -6, -1. Wow. So people are very, very bearish on Bill Gates. Okay.
Yeah, no, Bill Gates right now is showing evilness in him. He's showing like a very vicious, like the whole like not giving vaccines to India. That scene is like, is it just money? I know you have to make money, but is all that matters is money. How much does it cost to have sex with a 15-year-old Bill Gates?
Okay. Whoa.
I guess it costs millions because if Epstein,
Okay, we're moving on. You said a 1 for him. So what's Ethan Klein?
Oh, Ethan Klein. Ethan is way up at. I'm just gonna put him on. You're not gonna like this. I'm gonna say wise within years. I'm gonna say he's wise within years. He's made some mistakes. But come on, we're comparing to Thanos and shit, dude. Where do you want to put him? You want to put behind in wisdom or lacking in wisdom? I know where you think he's at.
Amish, do not let me sway you. I'm trying my best to bite my tongue.
I'm going to say wise within years. He's had a stressful.
That's okay. That's okay.
He got big
You
early
tell me what you
on
want.
YouTube,
Okay.
and it's a very. You know what? He's.
I think
battling
whatever
a
you
lot of
rate him
mental
is
health
fine.
issues. He's great guy though. I do like him. Originally, I did love his stuff, and I always thought he stood up for the right thing.
Okay.
And he has that, even though now he's lost his footing on it. He's lost his footing on it on what is the right righteousness.
So you're saying he's a 7?
I'm gonna say yes.
At best, he's a 6 or a 5.
You're saying 6'5" because he's made some wrong
He
calls.
was
deserves your
an
forgiveness.
8. He was an 8. Now
Yeah,
he's a 5.
yeah. Now he's a 5, but someone died for our sins. So let's let him.
You didn't let Trump
win
off
back.
because someone died for Trump's sins.
No, but Trump's not showing any remorse, dude. He's going to take back the country.
Ethan doesn't show any remorse either.
No, you don't think so? You don't think
No,
Ethan gets called?
he's worse
Oh,
than
no,
ever.
He's worse. He's going wilder than ever.
Yeah. Like
Because
people
this show
don't dislike
cancellation-
him for old stuff. They just dislike him for
Right.
what he's doing now.
Right.
Okay,
right,
anyway.
Right. But just to be clear, like the end of Frenemies, I thought he sounded reasonable. What you showed me, he sounded reasonable.
I
Just
agree.
wanna say that.
Agree. Okay, so and that's fair enough. This is your segment. I want this to be your
All right, let's
segment.
go. That's fine. Oh, Keemstar. Keemstar is, this is a special kind of guy that, and you're always going to have people like this. They are, I'm going to say, lacking in wisdom. But, and here's a clear difference between him and Ethan. Like, Keemstar after became righteous, actually. I think he's maybe a 7 or an 8 today. Because he became more wise, no? But didn't he start off his career just making kids fight all the time? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
I don't know.
kind of still does that. But you know what? I also think Keem is, if Ethan's made a dive, I think Keem's on an upswing in terms of his reputation. I don't think he's in that. I need to stop giving my opinion, dude. I need to stop.
I do like that you are buying into the system, though. You're like, a 7?
Yeah, dude,
dare
you.
you?
It's a good segment, dude. What can I say? It's a good segment, dude. Who else should we test them on? Guys? Please, come on. People are saying a 5, 3.5.
Keemstar is showing growth, and I think Ethan also, the reason why I want to give him a high rating is because I think he can come, even though he hasn't shown any signs of remorse. I think Ethan will ultimately come to the light on his issues, because his base was so good. He had such a good righteous heart at one point, and I just want to believe that it's still in there. Keemstar, the righteous heart is coming out of him, but it's not. It didn't start with that. It started with him just being like, "Look at these idiots fighting."
Oh, hold on, guys. Agora Trading is here.
Oh,
like the Agora Trading.
Yo, bring him on. We got to bring him on.
Let's bring him on. Come on, Agora Trading. Get on the show. Come on, dude.
Let's go.
Hey, do you have Discord, Agora Trading? Do you have Discord? Or no, should we just get him on Zoom? Send me a DM on Twitter, Agora Trading, please. Guys, let's finish this segment up. We'll wrap it up quick.
And then after we have this guy on, we got to figure out what this Zoom link is going to be. We got to like figure out how to do this Zoom link so that nobody can just come. Because remember, what's his name was just
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People just pop into the show.
Yeah, let's not.
But yeah, no. This is I didn't think there was anyone left, because right now I feel like in America, my diagnosis in America right now is that it's almost not even respected to be high in this rating in morality. People almost respect you for being cunning and like able to take it. You want to compete in the market, you want to dominate, and you want to take their shit. So very few people are even trying to be high on this scale. But I did find an infinity. And I think, Steven, this could be, I want you to hear this speech, man, because I think this is where you might be headed one day. Remember Patrick Bet David said that one day you're going to be like Ron Stossel? I think you're going to be like this guy. John Stossel, sorry. John Stossel. The guy, like the libertarian, whatever. He's like, yeah, you're just like Ron Stossel. He attacked the free market and then he learned better and he became a libertarian or whatever. I don't know what his thing was, but I think Chris Hedges is a pillar of morality.
Tell us who Chris Hedges is. Most people have no idea who that is.
So Chris Hedges, so I know he's ordained. I think he's a Calvinist. He went to divinity school at Harvard. Harvard divinity school graduate, and he writes these banger essays. And he basically writes books, essays, and like does criticisms of the U.S. empire. He talks about the military.
Oh, of course
state.
he's a 10 in your scale. Yeah.
You got
if you're attacking the empire,
this
dude,
is what could corrupt the American empire. I mean, just think about the damn. Sagar and Jetty was saying this even on his new show, Breaking Points. He did a whole thing about how the Iraq War made him get into politics because he's like, "What the fuck happened, man?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Nobody wanted to go, and these guys who get rich off of it, they just find whatever way. And Hedges writes a lot of books that really dive deep into the philosophy of that. But I think this is one of the most righteous rips I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Okay, let's take a little listen. I'm trying to get Agora Trading on, by the way, just to.
That's great. I can't wait.
Talk. I mean, he needs to DM me on Twitter.
Resistance entails suffering. It requires self-sacrifice. It accepts that we may be destroyed.
What are we watching here? The American empire will collapse within a decade, 2 at most. So this guy's like,
because they're not righteous because of some unrighteous activity.
He's saying America's done, huh?
He's saying because of unrighteous activity, it could lead to that.
Interesting. Very okay. Well, let's listen.
It is not rational. It is not about the pursuit of happiness. It is about the pursuit of freedom. Resistance accepts that even if we fail, there is an inner freedom that comes with defiance. And perhaps this is the only freedom and true happiness we will ever know. To resist evil is the highest achievement of human life. It is the supreme act of love. It is to carry the cross, as the theologian James Cone reminds us, and to be acutely aware that what we are carrying is also what we will die upon.
You write so passionately about the
How much of this are we listening to here? We keep going?
Just a couple more seconds.
ideal of resistance. Is resistance a spiritual act?
Yes,
How so?
it's an act of faith. Because empirically, everything you do in terms of resisting radical evil, as Kant called it, may show that all of your efforts have been futile. But it doesn't invalidate resistance. It's the belief, as Daniel Berrigan once told me, the great radical priest, that the good draws to it the good, even though there's nothing around us to justify that.
Sorry. And I talked over it. Sorry, play that again, that last little bit.
Well, no, we got it. Hold on.
What did he say? Good
draweth the good.
Good
So
draweth the
this
good.
man
It's
is
true.
out here slinging lines against the empire, huh?
Yeah, but I think he does it with love, and he is a Christian, brother. He
Okay,
is a
hold on, guys.
And someone has to say something.
Somebody's got to
What's
say
all
something.
this?
Absolutely.
Where everyone just supports these wars, these endless military, like they're bankrupting the country.
Okay,
People have PTSD from it.
Yo, we got a Agora Dev on.
Agora Dev, we got him in,
Agora-
and let's
hold on,
wrap
bud,
it up on the scale of righteousness.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap
Dude,
it up. Wow,
I
we're
enjoyed it.
wrapping
Thank
up-
you, Amish, for that beautiful segment. Let's.
Thank you. I bring on an infinity in morality, and you just say, wrap it up.
No, dude, I liked it.
You just say, wrap it up on Chris Hedges.
I
Now,
liked
we'll
it.
talk
I'm
about
telling you, I liked it.
I think this is. I think we'll be talking about him. We'll be talking about him.
We'll
But
be
Agora
talking
is
about him,
here,
okay?
and he is a guest on our show, so we have to bring him on and talk. Let's bring him on.
Okay. Let's see. Here.
I think I just think the timing's funny. It is funny to just.
Let's give this guy a.
This
we're
guy's
giving
so righteous. Okay, we gotta
Agora
wrap it up.
Dev a link to the Zoom call.
Is he here?
Let's give him a link here.
I feel like this guy's gonna come in and yell
Agora
at us.
Dev, get in here, bud. Get in here.
Agora
This is
Dev,
very
let's go.
interesting. This is what we're doing here at Coffeezilla. We're getting into the truth.
This is like the drips.
great drip.
Bread and like it's so fun to have someone just come on to rip.
Yeah.
Like I just hope he yells at us. I just can't wait.
No, dude, he's not going to yell at us. He's going to be a beautiful, patient,
But one of my
understanding
favorites
guest.
was Billie Jean, though. It's so fun, Billie Jean. So funny.
Okay, let's see here. We got
Agora, what's
Agora
up?
Dev, ladies and gentlemen. Agora Trading. You heard the previous segment. If you haven't, that's what's being responded to here right now. So make sure you catch it.
What up, Agora Dev?
How do I mute the
stream?
I'm getting 2 feeds here.
You might have the stream on or something.
Yeah, maybe turn off this. Yeah, if you're watching the show, turn that off. Can you hear us?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can
Do we
hear
have
you.
video
What's
of
up?
it?
Yo, oh wait, I need to turn off the stream. That's what's going on here.
Yeah,
okay.
the stream you're hearing.
There we go. Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah,
What's up,
so
Do you have
I
a camera?
literally-
People need to see
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Let me turn on my camera.
Pull up
here.
your camera, guys.
My
Pull-
DSLR is kind of dead right now, but I'm gonna turn my webcam. Okay.
Pull it up.
Let's go. Reliable, automated, technical analysis. Well, I guess we got to talk about this refund policy number one.
No, we'll talk about all of it. We'll
Oh,
cover all of it.
dude, this is you're gonna love this whole entire story. It's absolutely insane. Just give me a second to fix my camera here.
Oh, all right.
Because we're hoping you're not going to come and lie to us. We don't like liars.
No, man, not at all.
Okay.
He's gonna say, hey, there's a perfect.
This guy's crazy, man. This guy's fucking crazy.
There's a perfectly good explanation for the refund. We
Okay.
just gotta hear that, and it's fine.
You know, it's funny. Actually, he made that refund policy. He literally is the one who made the refund policy. and I terminated him, and all this is all bullshit.
But it's your
I'm gonna
company
explain
and
all
still
of it.
online.
I know, and I take responsibility for that 100%. I just want to say that this guy has been literally attacking our business for about a week now. I'm gonna explain the whole entire thing.
Okay,
it's insane.
Get your webcam on, bud. Get it on.
Yeah, I'm trying here. You not see me?
Yeah, it's coming.
We see darkness.
Why is it darkness?
I don't know. We just see a black screen.
Here, let me try to rejoin it. One sec.
No, stay on. Don't worry about it.
No, I click. Okay, all right, cool. I clicked don't show video. That's why I need to rejoin, so it'll ask me again. Is that okay, real quick?
You can just press start video again.
You can also hit the button.
No,
on the
it
bottom
could,
right.
when you first join, you have to click accept, otherwise it won't let you do it. So I'll be right back. One sec. Just accept.
Maybe on his computer.
Right,
yeah, that happens actually. Because sometimes in your system preferences, if you don't have like Zoom is allowed to use my camera, it won't, like, your computer will be like, you're not allowed to
I
use
just
camera.
hate that Zoom freaking screws up the whole.
It's not even Zoom. It's like
me
Zoom
off,
and
dude.
also his Mac or whatever.
And my setup, like it just like screws it up. So while he works on that, guys, we're
I
just
should
gonna.
move to Texas, man. What am I doing here?
We're gonna, yeah.
Canada? I should just move to Texas, dude.
Like.
I should just move into this place.
Sunshine when the Zoom messes up. It's not warm when he's away.
Ghislaine behind bars.
Ain't no sunshine when my computer messes up. And it always sucks when those windows moves anytime you exit my Zoom.
Doing.
Let's see if he joined, dude. He's saying he joined. Did he join?
This is what Ghislaine's doing. She's over there. She's saying, "The white man oppress me every day. The white man lock up my wrists, and I don't know why."
Yo, we're gonna have to just rip and dip with this setup, dude.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. My
happening?
DSLR is
No
dead right
camera?
now. So
Okay, okay. Agora Trading, you're coming on because we had a guy on just a second ago named Brennan who said, and he accused you of basically rugging him as an employee of promising him some things, lying about it, not basically paying, and then when he made a video about you, exposing you for this website of yours called Agora Trading, which he accuses of you not paying developers and it being like, there's a bunch of accusations.
Yeah, and it's all a lie. It's all a lie. So they made this. Okay, let me start from the very, very beginning about how I met this guy. Literally everything that you saw on that stream was absolutely a lie.
Okay.
And I have proof of all of it. So
Okay. Go ahead.
here's the thing. Okay, so I met this guy. Let me pull my Discord messages. Can I screen share or no? Is that a thing?
No, you can't because I'm already screen sharing.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll just
send us links. Just send us links.
You can
inside
send
of
it
this
on
chat.
Discord. I'll show it.
Yeah. Or
okay,
Discord,
I'll send you snippets. I'll send you snippets. Okay.
Yeah, just make sure there's
All
no
right.
like private information in there that's like you know what I mean. Like
Absolutely,
no like addresses or something.
I respect
like
private. Even in my rebuttal video, I respected their privacy. I didn't mention their names or anything. So don't worry about that. Let me pull up the first conversation I ever had with this guy. Give me a second. Need to search up. This is a lot of scrolling.
that. Wow, guys, what drama right now? We got a lot of.
Okay, I'll just explain it then. So I met this guy January, February. I can't remember if it was January or February. I was trying to pull the messages. He actually was a customer. He came into my service and he mentioned that he's a digital marketer. And I was like, okay, well, I need help with my marketing here. So
okay. So he was paying for the digital service, the program, Agora.
Yeah, he was a customer. He saw a Facebook ad and he signed up. He joined my service for like a couple days. He said he was a digital marketer. I DM'd him on Discord, said, "Hey man, I need some help here. I can't grow my business. Please help me out." He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna help you out. I'm running an agency myself." And I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." So I trusted this guy. He was talking for like a week-ish, and then he just disappeared off planet Earth. Like literally fucking just disappeared off planet Earth for exactly 30 days. He deleted all the messages in Discord, which I want to show you the snippets of if I have a chance.
Okay.
But he deleted all the messages proving that he left the business after he was terminated. That way I couldn't prove anything. but I can prove that the messages were deleted because I can show you where the missing messages are. Just if that proves a lot right there. So.
Like you can.
I'm just trying to scroll up. There's like thousands of fucking messages, and I can't even scroll up in this chat. Give me a second. I will literally show them to you.
Okay.
While I'm scrolling up, let me keep explaining. So, basically, the business was not doing well at all. We had like literally $3,000 in the account, and it was fucking bad. Like it was really bad. This guy disappears off planet Earth. I'm assuming probably because he didn't really see the opportunity, and he was like, these guys only got like $3,000 in the account. Probably not worth it. I'm just gonna leave. Well, a month later, I've got like 100K at least in the account. I'm not gonna say exact numbers here, but drastic difference in the business's direction. Okay, this guy comes back. I have the text messages on his phone still, and he says, "Dude, I'm fucking sorry for ditching ya." He deleted all these messages. I can show you where they're missing though. Let me scroll up and find the missing parts so you can see that he deleted them.
Did you not make a rebuttal video about this? Like,
no, I did. This guy, dude. Okay, I'm gonna explain everything. Let me just explain it, and then I'll send you the screenshots to prove it. Okay, that's why I don't lose my train of thought. So this guy comes back a month later, says, "Dude, I'm sorry, man. My business was failing. I was just stressed. I didn't really want to talk to you, and I will never do that again. If you give me another chance, then I won't do it again." And I was like, "Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll give you another chance, but just understand that this is like a trial phase because you are not wanting to be an employee, you're wanting to be a partner." This guy made it very clear, I don't want to be an employee. I don't want a salary. I want equity in the company. And I said, "Hey man, I can't promise you anything yet, okay? Because you just ditched me for a month. Like, that's a pretty big red flag right there. I mean, you're just gonna leave me because I don't have a lot of money, and that's a pretty big red flag." So I said, no. What's gonna happen here is if you want to work with Agora Trading, we're gonna go forward for the next month and a half ish, and you're gonna do the marketing. His role was to do the marketing. Okay. And he claimed that he was like this top-notch, insane digital marketer guy that ran a huge agency. And I guess it comes now that he's actually failing his business, whatever. I don't know. But basically, he promised that he was going to make me adverts, creatives. He was going to run the marketing campaign. He was going to do all this stuff on Facebook. And basically the end of the month came, right? And we had both made it very clear to each other, okay, there's no payment going forward here. This is not a job. This is you proving yourself that you're going to be able to actually do the marketing. And if you can actually provide something substantial for Agora Trading, such as a good ad, such as a good marketing campaign that produces results, then we can sign an agreement together, an operator's agreement, where you can potentially get some sort of vested equity over time. Okay. And this was very, very clear on both parties, on both sides. End of the month comes and he says, "Yo, dude, I need freaking money for my family. Otherwise I can't continue working for Agora Trading." I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?
Okay.
You didn't even mention this when we first met at the beginning of the month. Like, what? You just gonna throw this at me right now?" And I was like, this is fucking stupid. And I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'll try to be fair here. What are your bills? All right. What expenses do you have? How much is it going to cost me to pay you this month? I will pay you this month just to keep you around because I'm not trying to kick you out last second, like end of the month when you haven't even produced any results yet. I'm going to give you the chance." And he comes out and he says, "Oh, my bills are $4,000. I'm like, "Okay, well, fair enough, whatever." I ended up paying him $37.50. I have the proof of it in my QuickBooks account. I can send you screenshots. I paid this guy when he wasn't even supposed to get paid at all, mind you. He wasn't supposed to get paid.
Send the screenshots, by the way. You can send them.
Absolutely, I can send you the screenshots.
Yeah, send the screenshots.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. I will send that to you. QuickBooks. This I can get you pretty quick here because it's not.
Okay, you're right. So you're saying, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're saying this guy came on for equity. He didn't want payment. And then he demands payment. Then I paid him to come on and work for me.
I paid him because he gave me no option. He basically said, "If you don't pay me at the end of the month here, I can't feed my family and I can't work for Agora Trading because I got to find something else to do."
So,
I'm like,
what can I call you, by the way? What's your first name?
My name is Jacob Magleby. You can look me up.
Jacob, cool. Okay, Jacob. So this guy's accusing you basically of things much bigger than just about him personally.
Don't worry. I'll get to it.
This is about much bigger than him personally. I don't know what just happened to the Zoom. This is about obviously this refund policy. You're accusing him of making the refund policy.
He created the refund policy. Yep,
okay,
he did.
But why did he
generated
create that?
because we didn't have one.
But
we were getting a lot of disputes on Stripe, and me and him were working together at the time.
But you own the business.
Yeah.
I understand that, and I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, okay? I'm not saying that.
But how does it benefit him to do this?
So yeah, just
no, what I'm saying was when he was working for Agora Trading, he was like a jack of all trades in a way, right? He wasn't just doing the marketing. Here and there, he was helping out with the website development, hiring, freelancers, and potentially like policies and stuff like that. So we had no policies on the site at all. We were getting a lot of disputes on Stripe, basically, because people just wouldn't even contact us for refunds. So we had no policy. So this guy went out of his way to go create a refund policy. I don't know where he generated it from, but if you load it up, there's a little box that like loads or whatever in the middle of the screen. I don't know what it. But
we loaded it. We got it right here.
Yeah. He literally created this whole entire thing.
So you're saying,
to God, on my fucking
you're
life.
saying that you did not have the idea to put in exceptions
not at all.
to the refund policy.
It was
That's
this
what
guy.
You're saying.
It was this guy.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I had no idea.
So,
let me finish. I understand that. I understand that.
But
understand.
But no. I just want to say that like maybe. So you're going to have to convince me of a certain thing, which is not that you take responsibility, but that you did not care enough to take oversight on your terms of service, which I find hard to believe. Because
no. Here's the thing, though, is that we give refunds all the time for our customers. If they ask for a refund and they say, "Hey, dude, I forgot to cancel my trial," keep this in mind as well. We have a 7-day free trial, so people can just cancel. There's no scam going on here at all. Okay, if somebody forgets to cancel, technically, we don't have to give them refunds. Okay, so the refund policy actually does make sense. Although he wrote it in a really weird way. I don't know why he wrote it that way.
Wait. To be clear, your refund. Wait. To be super clear, your refund policy, there is no, I have to do this or I have to do that. Like literally your refund policy is whatever your refund policy is. So we're reading this super sketchy, sleazy refund policy that implies that you can get a refund on the front end. And then down in the fine print, there's this fact that you're not eligible if you have
I know how fucking sketch it sounds, but I swear to God, I'm an honest person. This guy he made this refund policy.
This guy.
I'm gonna finish the whole entire story too. If you let me finish, you'll understand everything.
Well, no. But it's important that I have to understand as we go what's going on. So you're saying this guy came and he designed this page to basically. So he's kind of the bad guy who said, we're going to make it so
this guy's
no
100% the bad
no
guy.
one really deserves a refund. And that's what you're saying. And now he's...
I don't know. I don't know if that was his intentions. He told me he just got off of a website generator. So it probably just was generated that way. I have no idea.
I don't think anyone's generating this because there's misspelling.
No, that was... I'm telling you, that's what he told me.
But you still
promise you on my... Yes.
So
total responsibility for that. Because for us, we don't mind giving refunds, so it's not a problem. We never thought this would come about. We just didn't even think about it.
But you have to put in your refund policy like you can't say, oh yeah, we're happy to give refund policies, and then expect us to believe that while your refund policy basically says the opposite, though.
Totally understand.
Digital products only.
I'm a reasonable guy. I totally understand what you're saying.
Do you have physical products?
No, we don't, and that's why I'm saying I totally understand what you're saying.
So that's funny. Okay.
So
I
walk
agree,
us through the
I
rest
agree,
of it. Walk us through the rest of it.
I agree. It's funny.
Yeah.
You know, okay. I'm not gonna act like it's not funny, but I'm telling you the truth. So it is what it is. That's all I can really do. So, going forward, right? End of the month, I pay this guy. I'm gonna send you the screenshots in a moment here. Okay. Just been distracted, and basically he moves forward throughout the month. He hasn't given me anything at all. He hasn't made any advertisements. He hasn't made any marketing campaigns. He hasn't done anything. And it's been like half a month now. He's helped out. He helped out here and there, like with the refund policy, with like the terms of service, some of the integrations with our WordPress site, stuff like that. Just jack of all trades, as I said. But other than that, no, he hasn't done his main role yet. May 3rd came. I actually had the dates from here on out. May 3rd came, and I actually confronted him. I said, hey, dude, like we need to get ads done, dude. We're just sitting here doing nothing. Like we need to get fucking ads done. Let me see.
You gonna send this to us?
Yeah, I've got to get some. I got to get some
This is a lot of
evidence.
stuff now, too. You know, this is also not a good look for you. You come on, all these accusations. Yeah. I'm scrolling.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I understand what you're saying, but listen to me.
Receipts. He has a pretty clear video on his end.
No, he doesn't. Did you watch it? I disproved everything he said. Everything in this whole entire video, I disproved, debunked entirely.
But the way you're doing right now,
with clear colors.
You're doing right now.
Do you have the screenshots on your video? Maybe we can pull up your video.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, is it in the video? Like,
absolutely, yeah. No, that's okay. So in his video, okay, they said that they didn't get paid at all. They all claimed they didn't get paid. None of them, which is already a lie. He was paid. The developer was also paid. He said he never got paid.
Were they paid the amount that they were agreed to?
They were all paid. They were all paid the full entire amount.
Okay, can you explain something to me? Okay, because I try to be reasonable too, but my
Yes,
thought
I
is
appreciate that.
I
Thank
do
you very
agree
much.
that there are false accusations sometimes, so I want to be sensitive to that.
Yes,
At the
these are
same time, though, at the
100%
same
false.
time, when multiple people from your company come out with the same allegation, then I have to ask. That doesn't happen very often. It's not very often that multiple people come out with the same false allegation. Not saying it can't happen, but you have to give me an explanation for what did these people misunderstand? Are you accusing all of them of sort of
There's
being
no
bad
misunderstanding.
actors?
These people are committing a malicious defamation
How
smear
many
campaign
people
on our
are they?
business.
How many people are committed?
There's 3 people. There's a developer from Serbia, which claimed he was never paid. He also claimed he was scammed by me, which he wasn't. I showed on my video all the payments since I sent him over 3,000 euros. I disputed one payment of $600 USD because we caught him lying about his hours. I do have the messages for that, and I have the time tracking software where he didn't track any hours at all. It was a very reasonable dispute because he left the company and he didn't even actually do what he said he was going to do, and he lied about his hours. We disputed one payment. In the video that Brennan made, your guest, he claimed that he wasn't paid at all. The developer also claimed that he wasn't paid at all and that we scammed him. And the third guy that was in the video, the channel owner, also claimed that he wasn't paid at all. I have all of the evidence that they were all paid.
Right.
I have it in my PayPal. I have it in my QuickBooks. I have.
Is it in your video? Because we
Yep,
can just
it's
pull
in
up
my
the
video. Pull up my
Why don't we
video.
do
Literally
that?
watch it,
Like, let's
please.
scroll through his
I
video.
beg you,
Because then
I
we'll
beg
even have a
you.
picture of his face even in the video.
I literally beg you, please watch
Then we
my
can
video.
get his video.
Okay, where's the,
Then we'll get you in the video, and we'll get your proof in the video.
Hold on, we're gonna
That's
look
perfect.
this up.
I literally beg you, please watch my video.
Yeah, let's just at least scroll through it and see these receipts.
I cover all their points.
I just want to see some receipts. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah,
hearing a lot about
go for it. Go for it.
And
I
then
promise
can,
you.
Can you just tell us why this website hasn't been updated? How hard is it to update a website? Or you didn't know this? You didn't know that it had this weird clause in it? Refund policy.
No, like I was aware of it. I just didn't think it mattered because I was getting refunds willingly. You know, I'm a decent person.
Okay, so we have your
If you go on my video, you see it. I've given a ton of refunds.
we have your page, and again
Yeah.
again, look, you're making a lot of claims. I don't know who to believe here, but my instinct.
Look, honestly, forget my claims. You know what? Forget my claims. I'm not here to make claims. Okay, I'm here to clear my name because I'm getting defamed. I'm getting smeared by this individual.
But why?
And
do
if you
think
watch
that
my video, you
3
can see
individuals would defame you. I mean, most people, unless
because of the guy on your stream.
Okay.
Because of the guy on your
so
stream.
you think that
The
guy
other two
poisoned
people-
the well against the
Yes,
other two guys?
absolutely. He's the ringleader. Absolutely.
Okay.
The other two never messaged me ever. Ever since they were terminated, they never messaged me. Actually, I have an employee right now that the KNX guy, the guy that posted the video, his channel, he actually was DMing my current employee right now, mentioning how he was totally fine with being terminated. He felt like he was left on good terms. Never once did I receive a message from Brennan, your guest. Never once did I receive a message from the KNX guy that made the video. Never once did I receive a message about the developer. None of these guys messaged me. This Brennan guy got terminated, and he went and contacted this KNX guy and the developer in a disgruntled manner and got these guys all on board and pissed off for some reason. I even sent them all like a letter. I can even show you the letter. I said, hey guys, I don't know what all these accusations are about. I don't know what I did. I felt like I was being fair. I terminated you because you guys weren't your mind. Like you guys weren't. Sorry, I thought you were talking. My bad.
No, go ahead. I'm just.
I sent this letter saying, hey guys, like you guys are totally defaming me and my business for no reason. I'm willing to talk and compensate you more if you feel like you weren't paid fairly. They completely ignored all my emails to them.
Right.
Because they don't want money. They want blood. They're out for blood.
Right. But again, when do
just watch my video.
Just think rationally though. Just think rationally for me for a second. When you've dealt with people who want blood, it's usually because they feel slighted in some way.
Absolutely.
So
But
what
here's
I'm
the thing,
saying is
that I
what
don't
are
think that
they-
the other two guys really care. I think it's this Brennan guy. This guy does not stop. He does not stop. He's been attacking. Okay, actually, and he made claims on your stream that I made fake reviews. All of those are real. Those are all real people. Dude, literally, I'll admit, okay, maybe this was like a little bit of a baby thing to do, but I literally called my family and was like, hey guys, can you just post on your social media and help me out? This guy's defaming the fuck out of me. Please. Like I sent them the video that he made. I sent them my rebuttal video. If you watch my video, I've actually proved that the bad reviews on the Trustpilot are from your guest. I literally matched his IP to the location of the Trustpilot review. Literally, your guest that was just on your stream just now, is literally the one who was posting.
Come on,
the bad
where do I
reviews
go?
on my
Where do I
Trustpilot.
go for that? Where do I go in your
for
video?
that?
Just
Where
like, give
do
me a
we
good
have
time
that?
code. This is 18 minutes long. We
Yeah,
can't
go to the
watch
very
all of
end. It's at the very end.
it. The very end. Okay.
Yeah, like just go to where I start. Like, literally, this, and they also called me a racist. You know what's funny is that they claimed in the video that I'm a racist. They showed a little screenshot of me saying Indian scammer, okay? And they mentioned that it was me referencing a customer. Now, I went on my video and I actually showed the whole entire conversation. It had nothing to do with a customer at all, actually. It was with a competitor on YouTube was actually mass reporting our channel. And I showed screenshots of our YouTube channel getting taken down multiple times because of this competitor.
Okay, hold on.
And then I showed a screenshot of your
watch,
guest
let me
that
watch
was
a little
on
bit.
your
Let me
stream.
watch a little bit.
Can I say one more thing real quick, and then you guys can do that?
Sure.
Okay. Literally on that video, my response video, I literally showed screenshots of your guest saying Scamville, India, Scam Village, India. Your guest.
Where is that? Give me time codes. I need time codes. I need.
Let me pull up my video.
Look up to the time codes for that. I'll play a little bit of this. Let me see if I can get to the thing.
Absolutely.
One, the fact that they're both 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
Two, if you go into them
for the
click on them.
reviews. For the reviews, go to, let's see here.
Yeah, because
We're trying to give you a full shot here.
Don't worry. My video is very cut and dry. Skip to go to 1103.
People are suspicious. I'm going to be honest. People are suspicious that you're working in cahoots with Brennan.
Go to 1103
for a publicity stunt. That's what people are saying right now. I thought that's a bad idea.
No, I've been trying to get, dude. This Brennan guy has been obsessed. I can't get him to stop.
Maybe this Brennan guy, this is his big marketing tactic. He's like, I'm gonna get you Coffeezilla.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. He won't leave me the fuck alone. I've even offered to compensate him more money if he wants, and he doesn't fucking respond.
Let's watch this. Let's
see this.
Yeah, go to 1103
one more thing that I do want to show you
these fake
before
reviews
I end
are
this
from these individuals.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I gotta play this. Hold on.
Video that is very, very fishy. So if you go to the Trustpilot that they created and started making reviews on or whatever, you can see there's a review from Anonymous and a review from Crumble Clothing. And they're both very, very negative reviews, and they're not very kind. But it's important to note a couple of things. One, they're both posted within the same hour, okay? There's not even an hour variance between the two reviews. And they're also both posted within the same hour as when this video was posted. So this video was posted 21 hours ago. And let me refresh this just so you know that I didn't inspect element this. There you go. I just refreshed the page. You can see this was created 21 hours ago. I'll refresh this one as well. 21 hours ago, okay? A little bit fishy already, okay? Now there's a couple other things that make this even more fishy, all right? One, the fact that they're both 1-star reviews. Two, if you go into them and you click on them, you can see the location, right? So you can see that this one was created from the United Kingdom. Now, KNX, other known as Christian, actually lives in the UK. He's actually in London, and he actually signed a document with Agora Trading. It was an NDA and a non-compete agreement. And we can take a look at it here. If you pull it up, you can see, here's the NDA non-compete. His address is actually put in here. London. It says London right there. And if we scroll down, obviously I'm hiding some information here because, I don't want to expose his information. However, if you scroll down, you can see his signature down at the bottom, okay? And he also sent his identification over, which I'm also going to hide a couple things on there just to make sure his personal information is secure. But you can clearly see that this is him. You can clearly see that his signature is there. And yeah, so this was required by him to send over to us when he started working for Agora Trading. Pretty weird how this comment was 1 hour, within an hour of the video being posted, and it's from the same location as KNX's living location. Now, another really, really weird thing is this, okay? Crumble Clothing.
Wait, location?
This
like
account is from
city?
Puerto Rico. Yes. Same country.
Same country.
Whatever.
Same
Oh,
country.
okay, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, no, it's not a coincidence though, because the other review that was also posted within the same hour was actually from Puerto Rico, which is where Brennan lives.
Okay.
Brennan, the guy that's not KNX and the guy that's not the developer that was in that video, actually lives in Puerto Rico. And you know what's also funny is that his email is also crumbleclothing@gmail.com. Let me show you. So we use QuickBooks for our accounting, right? And we also pay people through QuickBooks, such as payroll, employees, or contractors. And if we go into our QuickBooks account here, you can see that Brennan is in fact a contractor under the contractors tab. Now, once again, I am hiding some of the information here, such as his social security number and his address, just to keep him safe and all that. But you can see here that his email is crumbleclothing@gmail.com. Really weird, because I can't edit this. This is uneditable. This was input by him. When he was recruited, QuickBooks sends an email out to him.
Brennan!
This guy's a fucking liar.
Hold on.
Liar.
Listen, hold on. Now, are you going to get upset if we have Brennan on right now? And have him.
Bring him on.
All right, dude. Brennan, get on the show. Get on the show, or you're going to have.
Let's go.
Come on, Brennan. Don't be scared.
And
he was in here
also,
for a second ago.
Keep playing the video though. I want to watch the rest of the section because it's really important. There's even more evidence. Keep playing it.
For him to fill out his W-9, as well as all his information, and his checking account and all that crap. You can see his checking account's in there as well. We can't do anything about that. So, that's really, really fishy. It's really fishy how Crumble Clothing is the exact same name as his email. Really weird, right? Here's one more thing, just to prove that he's from Puerto Rico. If you go into our back-end system at Agora Trading, when he was a customer, he was actually making orders. He was actually paying. As you can see, if you click on one of his orders, right, we can get his IP address here, all right? Now, if we copy this IP address and we paste it in an IP location finder. Wow, Puerto Rico. Really weird, right? Really weird how these are both posted within the same hour. They're both from the locations of both of these individuals, and they're both 1-star reviews. As you guys can see, I actually ended up emailing all 3 of them, apologizing for the harsh work environment if there was one, and on top of that, I was also offering to come and make amends.
Oh, so that was the proof. There's you don't have their.
No, there's more. There's more. Keep going.
Because if you don't have the IP address, no, but in that section, you basically said like this negative review is posted, and the country is the same country as those guys.
I'm trying to read this
Yeah,
email.
but
can you copy and paste this email
that's a
into the
coincidence.
Discord real quick?
It's not a coincidence. His email is the same. His
the
email.
Crumble Clothing.
No. Yeah,
is
that's his
actually
email.
very
No, that's for
close. Yeah,
sure.
that's
That's
for
got to
sure.
be
That's for
Brennan,
sure.
probably.
Crumble
It's
Clothing
him.
is for
And,
sure.
and if you keep watching the video, there's even more reviews from Puerto Rico, like 4 or 5 in a row.
Shoot me this whole
Absolutely.
email.
I'll send you the email.
Send me the email
100%.
right now on Discord. This is hilarious.
Have a chat and work it out.
Okay, I'm so glad you came on the show. I want to give
No
a full
problem. I'm
picture.
just trying to defend my business here because I'm
we
being
want to
defamed,
give
so.
people a full picture. We're not interested in giving false information. Okay. Speaking of the speak of the man of the hour, guys, we have Brennan. Hold on.
back.
Now, before
Brennan,
I bring him on, we've got to do this civilly. I want it to not devolve into a total shouting match or whatever. So we're gonna try to let some people speak for a while, and then we'll let other people speak for a while. That's sort of how we're going to try to do this.
Should we start them on Crumble Clothing, maybe? Because to me, that's the most damning thing so far is Crumble Clothing.
Right, we're going to ask about Crumble Clothing. We're going to ask about a lot. So,
yeah, maybe
bringing Brennan on right now, this is insane.
Also, go back in the video whenever you have a chance and see where they called me racist. And then if you look at my video, let me give you a timestamp.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hold on.
I'll take the stage.
Duncan
whenever.
is back.
Yeah, I'd love to explain a lot of this.
Okay, all right, guys. Okay, so first of all, I've got to mod this thing real quick. Rules of the road, ladies and gentlemen.
Ding, ding.
We got to get some rules of the road here. So, Brennan, I want you to explain this, and then Jacob, I want you to please be respectful of each other's time. And when Jacob, you get to talk, we're gonna let you talk uninterrupted, and just so nobody goes on for too long, I will put on a quick 5-minute timer so nobody just kind of stalls forever, because that can be a problem. So I will put. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Mish.
Sorry, I just want to say real quick, you will be judged on righteousness.
Okay, relax. Okay, so Mish is a little excited sometimes. 5 minutes starting now. Go ahead, Brennan. Please explain Crumple Clothing.
Oh, I mean, obviously, I'm going to leave my own bad review. I had a terrible experience at the company.
Okay.
So if I was gonna try to hide it, wouldn't I use an email that was anonymous and you didn't know about?
So I've got a question about this. Is KNX the other one? Is KNX the UK? Okay.
Of course. This isn't a mystery.
Okay.
We didn't solve a crime.
So then there's an allegation that there are 3 more Puerto Rico Trustpilot reviews. Did you
get mad and say
it's possible?
So you did. Come on.
All right.
You can't. Wait.
All right.
I'm gonna have to get mad at you right now, Brennan.
That's
because
okay. But you know what? Sometimes
and this is why I said we're testing on righteousness. That's why I said.
Hold on, Brennan. I got to get upset with you because when we were talking about reporting reviews, you go, it's so unfair that they report reviews. But if 3 reviews or 4 reviews are from you, it's totally fair that they report the reviews because
how else do you combat this, right? How else do you combat this? Somebody that's willing to go to these lengths.
Nobody come on the show. In order to fight evil, we cannot become evil.
Listen, sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, right? I mean,
what does that mean?
Dude, listen. Let me go down the list here of everything he said and just rebuttal.
Okay. You got 5. It's your 5 minutes, bud. Go however you want.
And then I'd like for you to show the end of the part 2 video that we made.
Okay.
Okay. So I did leave the company for 21 days. After coming back.
Why did you leave the company for 21 days? Because that is pretty.
Personal reasons.
That sucks.
My personal reasons. Had things in my own personal life, and it's not like we had anything solid on when I left.
Okay? Not even a text message.
Not like we had anything solid.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Not like we didn't have anything solid as far as any type of agreement, anything. Okay.
Yeah, you're just working for free. You're not getting paid, so you disappear for 21 days. Okay.
Exactly. So come back and say, hey, listen, sorry, it was the wrong way to handle it. And he goes, okay, you're the missing piece of the puzzle. Will you come back? Okay. So came back, decided to do it. He says I was there to do marketing and I did a few odds and ends things here. It's total bullshit, dude. Like all day, every day, sitting on the computer with him, doing odds and ends things, making this business work, there was no time to work on marketing because there were so many other fucking problems, because we brought on this WordPress thing and it was like we had to migrate all the subscribers. It was a terrible, terrible mess. And for him to say, I did a few odds and ends things, wow, it's insulting. Honestly, it's insulting. He wouldn't even have a database, right? If I didn't have a backup at one point. So yeah, he said he terminated me at the end of the month. Not true. Terminated me dead in the center of the month.
I didn't say that, actually.
He did.
Wait,
No,
okay. Hold on. You get a chance to respond. You can talk about that. Just write it down like Brennan, and then you can respond point by point. Brennan, one question I have to ask. I have to just interrupt you real quick because I got to get to the heart of this. Is it true that you initially did not ask for compensation and that everything in writing says you did not have compensation expected?
Once we got serious, there's nothing in writing. That was the initial problem. But once we started to get serious with this, I was very upfront with the aspect of, this is going to take up all of my time. I'm going to need money. And then when the end of the month came, it was like, dude, this is serious. I'm going to need money. If you want me to continue working here, I'm going to need money. And that's when it got more serious.
He said he made it sound like you blindsided him with money. You're making
Dude, we're talking about somebody. You have multiple people coming together saying he's a liar. Okay, and he's sitting on here. Anybody that tells you, I swear to God, I'm an honest guy, that rather hates God or is not an honest person. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I would take everything this man says with a grain of salt. Okay, upon completing ads, okay, his Facebook ad account is banned. There's nowhere to even run ads. Okay, yeah, just the whole thing. Let me just keep going through here. So. Told him I needed to be paid about halfway through that first month where we were getting serious. And then the 90 days minus 20 days of being there was given $3,700. I mean, it's like $4 an hour, dude. Like I said on the stream when I first came on, I didn't claim that I wasn't paid. And I didn't claim in the first video I wasn't paid. I said on the stream I was paid pennies on the dollar because to me,
you did say that.
I know my worth.
You did say that.
That is pennies on the dollar. Yeah. Okay, that is pennies on the dollar. Okay, so
how long had you worked before you said you got 4,000?
It was 90 days, minus,
90 days.
Minus 19, 20 days.
This is something that the whole community has to remember. We do not work for anyone for free ever, right?
Dude,
that is a long time.
This wasn't like This wasn't like 3 days a week.
But the idea did you came on asking for equity, and that is a different thing.
But all of the salary I was getting was coming out of my said equity that I was never going to get. Okay, so any salary position I took was coming out of whatever my equity would be worth down the road.
So can I figure something out? So
yeah,
are you basically arguing that you were baited into a position that was a vested? Well, you asked for it, but it was a vested equity thing, which vested equity happens all the time. You worked a lot. Yeah. You thought that he was basically going to fire you either way, not give you the equity, and get free work. That's your accusation at its heart, right? Is that basically it?
Well, in hindsight, that's what it appears. That was it. After meeting all these other people, you know what I'm saying? In the last week here that we've met.
He's saying those guys are lying too, and that those guys have been paid.
I mean,
and then he can show you the QuickBooks and stuff. What's he going to show me in his QuickBooks? Because I don't want you to.
He paid me. Listen, he's going to show you that he paid me $3,700 to my Crumble Clothing Gmail. And why did I have him pay me through QuickBooks? Because I just watched him scam 2 freelancers.
What did those 2 freelancers get paid?
One through PayPal. One of them got paid, I think $900, and he did a fraudulent chargeback. He won like $19. He lost it. Okay, but it was an attempted fraudulent chargeback. This one, he actually falsified cPanel records to make it look like this guy deleted his website when in fact he did this. When he deleted this guy's WordPress account, he deleted all the files. So he falsified these cpanel records. Okay, there's my timer.
That's your time. Okay,
if we can follow up before we end, if you could just watch the end of my video there.
Sure. Okay. We'll mute you real quick.
It was a good rip, though.
Jacob, get your points ready.
Get your points ready because that was a good rip, and you got him on some very moral.
Let's get to the bottom of this right here. Part 2. Let's just see it. Fair is fair.
Indicators out there. There's dozens of other opportunities out there, especially if you're going to work with him and he offers you an equity position. Get it in writing. And that's about all I have to say about this. My intention was to never release the part 2, but Jacob completely forced our hand. We did not think that he would have the balls to go in front of his audience and just bold-faced lie to them. But that's exactly what he did. So we're not going to let that stand, and we're going to release a part 2. And if this continues to go on, we look forward to releasing part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's enough content here to make a Netflix series. We haven't even touched the surface. So there's a few options, but retaliation is not a smart one. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so all right. So now we are bringing on we're bringing back on Jacob. Jacob, if you want to unmute yourself real quick, we'll have you back on here. Jacob, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, let me pull up my notes here. So there's a few things that we need to go over here.
So it sounds to me though like sounds to me like the reviews are pretty obvious. Like you put it in your video, but it sounds like like his cookie crumble. But in the video, you're making it out like, "Ooh, I cracked the case." But it sounds like that's.
He's trying to blow it off. He's trying to blow it. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Well, I will say it makes more sense now that you reported these things that there were multiple from one person, which that's not really right.
Can I utilize my 5 minutes here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he's calling me a liar for a lot of things. He's saying I'm a pathological liar, but everything in his video doesn't show any evidence for, which is kind of my concern here, is that in my video, I showed evidence for everything. So if you actually compare videos side by side, his is all claims without any evidence. Mine is all rebuttal with evidence. So he's saying that I paid this guy $900 or whatever. I'm not sure if he's referring to somebody else or the freelancer that's in the video, but he was paid $3,000. Okay. 3,000 euros, actually. My bad.
You're saying the website designer was paid 3,000 euros.
3,000 euros. And I can show you all the PayPal. It's in the video if you go look.
Okay.
So, now, I don't know how much I have to say here because a lot of it's like, okay. Brennan actually, this is a serious allegation. I have proof of it though. I'm going to send you a picture right now on Discord. I want you to look at it. Okay.
Okay.
Discord, or you can just message it to us here too.
Yeah.
No. Discord's better. Discord's better. Trust me.
So do you see this email that I just sent you?
Okay. Let me go ahead and just for the sake of, I want to review it before I show it. Hold on.
So here's the thing, right? Is that here's the thing, okay? If Brennan didn't feel like he was compensated properly, there's a way to deal with that. All right. It's by contacting me and saying, hey, I feel like I wasn't compensated properly. Can I get some sort of compensation? He didn't do that. He went out, made a video with lasers on my eyes, as you can see by that picture, totally defamed my face, totally defamed me in the whole entire video, absolute joke, and called me a racist, said I'm a thief and I steal from my customers, said that I scammed them, they never were paid. All of it was disproved in the video. Now, I'll look at this email though, okay?
All right, I'm gonna show this email if you don't mind. Hold on.
That's fine. He not only
I don't see anything.
He not only defamed me and my business. He not only lied about all of this.
Yeah.
He stole my customer list of 3,000 customers. He was the only one who had access to it, and they emailed every single customer. This email, you can see from Greg Laneset, is one of my customers actually emailed me back and said, hey there, just reporting this email. And if you read it.
Yeah, it says, let me read it real quick.
These guys took my customer list.
Agora scammed me. Are you next? We have attached the video below explaining the abuse, racism, self-proclaimed scams, and fraud by Jacob, the creator. I hope this helps you protect yourself and more. So yeah, he stole your customer list?
Yes, he's the only one. I actually have video proof that he's the only one who had access to my customer list. I can send you the video.
Okay.
You want me to grab it? He's the only person on the planet Earth besides me that had access to this customer list. They took it. They emailed all the customers, all 3,000 customers, and I mean that's a crime.
So they built the email list in the
you can't take.
No, that's our property.
Else's...
He signed a non-disclosure agreement, and he breached that agreement. I mean, I'm not going to say anything more than that, but we're already in the works of dealing with this case. So, this guy's crossed the line of defamation, and he's actually begun doing criminalistic acts.
What do you think?
He's crossed the line.
What do you think he's? I mean, to me, if I had to explain Jacob or Brennan's thoughts, it'd be. This guy scammed me. I'm gonna expose him. He's not thinking on the lines of like, hey, he's not trying to poach customers.
Totally get that. But do you understand this is illegal, right?
I do.
You can't steal a business.
And I have a problem with it. Just like I have a problem with the fake Trustpilot reviews, even though I understand why he's doing it. Yeah. I don't agree with it, but he's super mad. Yeah. Now,
I get that he's angry, and honestly, I understand. And that's why I emailed him and said, hey, man, I understand that you could be angry, that maybe disgruntled that you were terminated from the business because you probably saw it was a great opportunity going forward. It is a great business. But to go forth and call it a scam, defame me, defame the business, go recruit other people that didn't even have a problem with it in the first place, and then go and do criminalistic acts, steal my customer list, email all my customers. Dude, I mean, that's too far, man. Like, you can't
how much did you total pay everybody on this team. You in total paid Brennan how much money?
I paid Brennan $3,750 USD.
For how much work? For how many months of work?
For nothing. I'd received nothing.
No. How many months of work? How many months of work? Like, how many months was he employed for?
Maybe a month and 10, 15 days.
Okay, so 1 month.
So a good monthly salary when he wasn't even supposed to get paid.
Okay, and then how much the other ones? How much the other guys? The
Let me pull
developer.
my PayPal here. I'll send you screenshots.
Yeah. Send me those screenshots because your time's almost up.
I can also send you the video too if you ask for it, by the way. And also, I do encourage you to watch my video. I disprove everything.
Okay.
We haven't had a chance to look at my video yet. Just like the Trustpilot reviews, where I proved everything. So you can go ahead and watch it if you'd like. Let me send you the screenshots here.
Yeah, send me the screenshot. I'm going to bring Brennan back on real quick while you send me that.
Here's the channel owner's transactions here. Send them to you right now. He claimed he wasn't paid. Here they are.
Yeah, I had a big question for okay.
And then here's the developer here. And here's the 3,000 euros. And as you can see, there you go. Boom.
Okay, so the other what was the other big thing about Brennan? I feel like there's one other big thing that I wanted to ask.
I have no idea. Everything he said wasn't true, so.
Here, hold on.
You can see it in my video.
All right, Jacob, we gotta get Brennan back on here. 1 second. Go ahead, Brennan. I'm gonna review these docs real quick while you're talking. While this guy's talking.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as the part 2 of the video, I wanted you to watch the Trustpilot part because it clearly shows that he's manipulating the Trustpilot reviews. Now, one thing that I want to say is that Jovan, the developer, told me he was disputed 1,200 euros. So I have a screenshot of that. I asked him how much he was disputed, and he told me 1,200. So I don't know the legitimacy of that, but I know Jacob said a smaller amount that. Christian, I don't know where he's getting this, but Christian said that he was paid. Christian was always paid, and he was paid on time. He was just, at the end of it, he felt like he was done dirty also. Moving on, so
huge. No, sorry. I have a huge question for you. Did you write the refund policy? That to me is a huge part of this that we have to address is that
where did
this refund policy is absurd that we made fun of, and I want to make sure I know who made this because
who made it?
Jacob made the refund policy.
You're saying there's no way you had nothing to do with this.
I did not make this refund policy.
Did you make any of the website or like?
When did you start working for Jacob? By the way,
I did the copy on the website. I wrote the copy on the main website.
Okay.
On the landing page, I wrote the copy.
When did you start working for Jacob?
It was the beginning of February.
Beginning of February, and how long did you work for him?
Until up until the 18th
of
this past month.
Well,
yes,
he's saying you only worked for 1 month. That would change his whole story of because you're
Dude,
saying
the holes it's unbelievable. The holes.
February to what? June?
May.
February to May. That is 3 months. So he's saying I paid you $3,000. Sorry, let me bring you back on. He's saying I paid you $3,000 for 1 month. That's not a bad salary. That's a fine salary.
It's a great salary, but it's not the case.
Right. You're saying February to May, 3 months of work. Well, is that before or after you took this break? There was this break.
After. No, this is all after.
So you started February. You're saying you worked. Do you have any evidence of that? Do you have any text,
I have
anything like that?
From the beginning of our Discord chat leading up until the day I was terminated. It's in our part 1 video. So all the people can go and watch part 1. And as far as his rebuttal, I mean, in our part 2 video, we just eat every single thing he says apart. I mean, you can watch it front to back and it just eats it all.
Rebuttal.
What about this point? People are saying that Jacob's idea was you're working for equity at first, and then later you renegotiated for a salary. Did you renegotiate in May, and then he paid you $3,000 for May, so then you got paid $3,000 for the month you asked?
No, I renegotiated in March. So during February was when I took this break, and then in March I came back in. We renegotiated it, and then if I remember correctly, I was paid April, I was paid May 1st. Sorry, I was paid May 1st. So we started talking about it. We were in talks the end of March going into April, and then towards the end of April when things got really serious is when that talk got more serious.
Okay, so May 1st you ask, you get paid, you get fired when?
18th.
The 18th. So
Yep,
then
17th
it hadn't been a full month. So then he's gonna say, well, it just hadn't been. Why were you fired, Brennan?
Yeah, I mean that's really that's in his court. To him, he feels as if I didn't deliver on the project properly, but with a million different distractions going on, I never had time to focus on this thing. And then when I finally focus on it, I produced this, and he's like, well, we have to have ads running by tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, so good. We can get something pumped out tonight, get a final render, upload it. And he's like, well, the Facebook ad account is disabled. And I'm like, okay, well, this is the first you're telling me about this. And he's like, well, you should have known about this. You should have known about this. You should have been on top. I don't have fucking access to the Facebook ad account. You're like a control freak. You don't give anybody access to anything.
You're saying he's a control freak.
Yeah, for sure.
That
100%.
would okay. So that all goes back to the refund policy thing, because someone who likes control probably wouldn't give other people access to the refund policy. But he's probably going to say no. Jacob or Brendan wrote this. I really need to know who wrote the refund policy. This matters a lot.
It's his business, and it's on his website right now. So
Jacob wrote the refund policy.
Yeah, and how do you? Is there any proof? Can we prove it?
I mean, he wouldn't have anybody else do it. This is his chargebacks. I mean, he's handling his chargebacks here. It's the only thing that could cripple his business is if his customers went and charged back. Right. So why would you let anybody else handle that? Doesn't make any sense. Like there's a million holes. You know what I'm saying?
So the fact that this is on the website right now, if someone comes back to PayPal or like some credit card company and they say, hey, I want a refund. Does the credit card company look at this website and say, "Oh, the website says no on digital products"? Is that why it's here?
They ask you to upload this for proof. Stripe would ask you to upload your refund policy as a form of proof.
And so he would upload
but this is against Stripe's Stripe's terms of service say you need to have a clear cut and dry refund policy.
Wait, real quick, I want to understand something. He says you got this from some kind of website generator, but
Dude, I have
their words
no
misspelled.
idea what he's talking about. Yeah, I've got
There's like so many words
misspelled. I didn't get it anywhere. I've got no idea what he's talking about.
Okay.
So as far as the customer list that I emailed, I did not steal the customer list. Okay.
But according to God's rules, this is his website currently, and it's on his website. So we have to give him, because right now it's like impossible to prove who did what. There's no way to know. He's saying you did it. It's up to him to prove that you did it, but you're saying you didn't do it, but it's his company and his website, and that's what it says right now. So that's on him. I'm going to put that refund policy on him. And
he legitimately needs to change that. I mean, you can't just say like, "Oh, but I'm a good guy."
Oh, that guy wrote it. I hired a guy and he wrote it. It's like, no, it's your business.
Yo,
dude.
He's such a good guy. I have in our part 2. You can go watch our part 2. 11 days ago from the day we uploaded it, he told somebody in an email that because their card was charged after the 7-day free trial, they couldn't process a refund. 11 days ago. It's in the fucking video. It's in the video.
I'll ask him about that. And then also I want to know, hold on, let me ask him about.
Yeah, this refund policy is unacceptable. We haven't even gone into the business because this Agora stock picking business, I don't know, man. I mean, we haven't even gotten to that even. I don't
we're
like
not,
this
and we're not going to get
already.
into it today. What we're trying to figure out is what's going on with, because you accuse him of being racist. Where did that come from?
To a certain extent, I just heard him say racist things, right?
What did he say? If you're going to accuse somebody of racism, what did he say?
A lot of freelancers. About freelancers, just different things. Nothing towards like black people or anything.
No, but tell me what he said. Come on, did he say a slur? What did he say?
Oh, called people Indian scammers. Like in our video, we screenshotted where he called a competitor an Indian shitter, and then KNX recounted a personal memory of when Jacob referred to a customer as an Indian scammer.
Okay, so be honest with me. Do you, and it's important you be honest, do you think that when you emailed his customer list, calling him a racist, do you believe that's actually indicative of his character, or do you think you're trying to get even with somebody he didn't feel
He said
paid to?
Indian shitter and he said Indian scammer.
You know, I suppose some of it is a little bit of spite, and some of it's a little bit of clickbait to get attention to it. You know, like
yeah.
You know, there's definitely a little bit of spite in there, but I didn't say anything inaccurate. You know, everything that we said was sourced, regardless of what he says. People should go watch the videos for themselves and form their own
racist sounds like that's your interpretation, and like we don't need to add. Like I don't know if that's necessarily.
Yeah, it's my opinion. You know,
that's your opinion because he said Indian shitter
opinion.
or he said Indian scammer, and he was talking about
Both.
what, like someone in Mexico.
Both. No,
He's talking about like a guy in Mexico or something. Or?
No, so a guy in Mexico. He was talking about.
I'm kind of interested though because you kind of know him. So, in your actual opinion, if you were not in a feud, would you call this guy a racist?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
All right.
But
Well,
that being said, has done multiple things that are racist, which is the point that we were making, right? Racist tendencies. Would I say flat out, oh, he's like a Klan member, like that, like racist? No, obviously not. Like, I mean, I don't think people like that really exist as much as they used
there's
to.
skills. There's skills.
There's
creepy.
levels
He's
to this. Like, in
yeah.
order for me to vindicate you as a racist person, you have to be truly a racist.
I like that you said vindicate.
Thanks, appreciate that. But now,
it's good
what I would really like is if you could just play my part 2 video.
Okay, we're gonna play a little bit of your part 2 video real quick.
If you could just show it and play it, especially the
Which
review
part? Give me a
section.
timestamp. Give me a timestamp real quick.
Yeah, timestamp. Absolutely, timestamp. I'm gonna say somewhere right around 5 minutes is
okay. So 5 minutes, guys. We're gonna watch this. Then we're gonna give Jacob. We're gonna have to give Jacob a word, and then we're gonna have to maybe have you guys talk, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Because I have some thoughts here too. I've got many thoughts.
I want to do like a Judge Judy wrap up at the end.
No.
I wanna do a little Judge Judy at the end.
Please do.
I want to go a little
One
Judge
second.
Judy
One
at the
second.
end.
All right.
Just say,
Here we
what the
go.
hell's
And in his
going
Trustpilot
on
review,
here?
which is against the terms of service, he also states again he pays for it.
Wait a minute.
I personally believe there's only two legitimate positive reviews.
Back up a little. Back up a little, if you could.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, a little bit more.
You have
Sorry.
jokes in yours.
Yeah. This is
4
a good
minutes?
video.
And
A
T-Sac
little
loves
bit
Agora
farther
Trading.
back. I'm sorry.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Right here. Perfect.
I want to show you before I end this video that is very, very fishy.
You're right, Jacob. Let's show him something fishy. Something fishier than your favorite sushi spot, my friend. Here we go. Let's look at this. Let's look at the comments on this video Jacob uploaded. I will take a look at T-Sac here, okay? T-Sac, this happens to be a brand new account that's shilling the free trial and saying that Agora's not racist. Let's hop over into Trustpilot and we'll see. What do you know? The exact same comment he left on YouTube, he left on Trustpilot as a positive review. 5 stars. Raving. T-Sac loves Agora Trading. Let's just go ahead and double check here and look inside his bio. That's right. This account was created yesterday. Yeah, that must be a coincidence. Well, let's look at this, okay? See if this is a coincidence. All these reviews, this is their first time ever reviewing on Trustpilot. Oh, and Brent Campbell, the guy that runs the hedge fund that doesn't exist. Oh, and
It's
yesterday
like
he had a profile
the
picture and today he
same,
doesn't.
you guys.
Listen,
You guys both faked reviews.
You guys
guys both faked reviews.
Oh,
play it.
you
Play
are
it, bro.
best friends in another life. You're
I don't know if
just
these
come
reviews
to
are fake
play.
or not,
God
but with
sent you
Jacob's
to
track
play
record
with
asking
each
employees
other.
and employees' friends, regardless if they use the indicator, to leave a
Playing
review
the
and
same
offering
silly
customers
game on
40%
each
life
other.
discounts, it would be no surprise to me if Jacob had somebody or he personally wrote these reviews.
I actually claimed that we charge our employees for the indicator while they're working for Agora Trading. And that is in no way, shape, or form true at all.
And that leads us into this gentleman, Fifth Collapse, aka Lewis, who's a great guy. I really enjoyed working with him. He's currently part of the Agora team, as you can see here, and he's also a paying member of Agora AI.
Didn't he say though by choice though?
Agora AI.
Wait, does that mean he had the option to choose, or does that mean he's?
I couldn't tell you, but you could.
Okay, I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask. All right, yeah.
Agora AI. And in his Trustpilot review, which is against the terms of service, he also states again he pays for it.
Wait a minute.
I personally believe there's only 2 legitimate positive reviews on this entire Trustpilot. It's from Greg and from Guy Waldron, because I worked with both of these people personally at Agora Trading. And the even bigger inclination as to me being right is the fact that these are the only 2 reviews that Jacob took the time to reply to. All of the others went unreplied. And honestly, I don't really blame him for not responding to the other reviews, because if I were in his shoes, I wouldn't want to have a conversation with myself on a public testimonial forum, allegedly. And these 2 reviews I never intended on talking about, but Jacob kind of forced my hand. And I say that because in these terrible reviews, he's referring back to these cheap, spammy reviews that are negatively impacting his business. And I think he was doing this in order to frame us, but we're not trying to defamate him, so we would never do something like this. And these are the cheapest, most garbage.
You're saying you didn't do this one?
Yeah, but
Hell
you did
no,
this.
dude.
So
I didn't do this.
Well,
I didn't
it's
agree on it.
saying owner Jacob is a racist, and the only person who seems to have called him a racist is you, though.
Dude, this is what I'm saying though. I personally believe that these reviews were placed there to make it seem like we were trying to defame him.
Sukhmeet.
Okay. There's
Sukhmeet's
no way.
not a real guy. I've never heard the name Sukhmeet. It
Just-
sounds like a fake Punjabi name. It sounds
If
like
you-
someone's making up a Punjabi
If you
guy's
click on it, you can clearly see, like, dude, this is like the bottom of the barrel. This is
Sukhmeet?
insulting for somebody to think that I would go and pay for such bad reviews. It's insulting, right? Like just watch. It's so easy to debunk that these are fake.
Okay, but you did do some of the reviews. You're just saying not
I did
these.
some. I did like 2 or 3 reviews from Puerto Rico from my personal email addresses. Yes.
Yeah.
I did. But
Okay.
those are all gone.
Okay. All right.
Trustpilot reviews I've ever seen in my entire life, and you can tell they're fake by going to their profile and seeing the only reviews they've ever posted have been in the last few days. But again, I want to reiterate, we would never do this because our intention is not to defame Jacob. Our intention.
Wait. You said we would not do this. You did do that though.
You did do that though.
You did do that.
No, we wouldn't pay for reviews. I made my own reviews with my own personal account.
Okay,
but I
you can
wouldn't go,
understand how
"If
that
your
would
personal account and
be
your fake account.
misleading.
And one or two
Finally,
fake
I want to
accounts
ask you about whether you think it's right to steal someone's customer list.
Okay, if you're marketing to them to try to compete with the person, I suppose that would be bad. But if you're trying to protect a community from somebody, I see it as
You think the ends justify the means here?
In a way, yes, I do. Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, so then what do you think Agora Trading is? Because maybe that's the time to talk about Agora Trading. Like, what's this business?
I think Agora Trading is a knockoff of real indicators. Is what I think.
Because you were saying in your first time that you came on for your scam rehab, you were saying that it's it's a cheap program, but it doesn't work like the other programs. And I didn't clarify. I didn't catch you then, but I should clarify now. These programs, Steven, what's your thoughts on this? These programs don't work. What is this?
I'm very heavily against. I mean,
like,
just the
we're talking about $800 a month.
The average data shows that there's an old
it's less than that. It's $87 a month.
No, there's an old saying though that goes that science has proven that, or the only thing that's ever been proven about technical analysis in some of these indicators is that you can make a living selling them. That's like an old saying. But I don't like it. I find it pretty scummy. But you know what? In this case, we're not here for that. We're here about these allegations. I don't want to conflate the two.
Yeah, no. I guess we are not here for that.
Okay, Brennan, you've been talking for a while. I gotta bring Jacob on. I gotta talk to him about some of these things, and then we'll do a wrap up. Okay, because I don't know if people are getting sick of this or whatever.
Agora Trading.
All right. Jacob, can you hear me?
Jacob, you there?
Jacob, are you there?
Oh my God, did Jacob leave?
I hope not.
No, of course not.
Sick. Okay, cool.
Sick, dude. Okay.
Do you mind if I just I wrote some things down here? So.
Yo, he's still a testimonial on your website, by the way. I just pulled up the website.
I know. It's funny, right? Okay, so first off, I want to start by saying this. Okay, so one, we're the only indicator company in the world that has a free trial. Okay, that should say something. Two, we're the only indicator vendor in the world.
You're also one of the only ones though that has this ridiculous refund policy. I mean,
understood, and I take responsibility for that. Whatever. Let's just move past that. I'll take the hit. Whatever. Okay. But to call the whole business scam because of that is a little bit. Come on, you can't do that.
Well, I just want to know who wrote it.
I feel like okay, I'm telling you, he wrote it with all on my fucking life, but there's no proof either sides clearly, so there's no point in talking about it anymore. I'm taking the hit for it. Just let's move past that.
It's your website.
Okay. Can I talk for a second, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Go for it.
So, okay. We don't tell anybody they're going to make money when they join our service. Actually, we do onboarding calls with every single customer. Every single person who that joins our service on our free trial has the opportunity to join a call with me one-on-one. And I literally tell them, the first thing I say is, just so you know, these signals, they're not buy and sell signals. These are trend indications, okay? If you buy and sell on these signals, you will lose money. That's not how they were designed to be used. Our indicator automates technical analysis for you. And I understand that Coffeezilla, you think that technical analysis doesn't work. Now, I beg to challenge you on that. I'd actually have the balls to sit in front of your whole entire audience right now. I don't care if it's 100,000 people. And I'd actually back test using the indicator live over a year's worth of data.
Okay,
and if I can make money,
why make a business? Why not just retire and be a millionaire?
Yeah.
Because basically, if you're saying it works, that means that you can just pick stocks and they win.
I love that. I love when people ask that question. Why? Because I can make more money. It's the same thing with courses too. It's like, okay, well, why would you sell a course? I don't sell courses. I think that's kind of scummy. But I'm just saying, you could ask the same thing about course sellers. Why do you sell a course? Because I want to make more money. I mean, just because I can make money doing it myself.
No. But that's actually not true. If you actually can make these indicators work, I mean, over time you can make way more money just using
I get your point. What I'm telling you right now is that I literally will sit in front of your audience, risk my reputation as a trader and
but I know how these look. I can fit a trend over the year to make me with back testing.
No.
Of course you can back test it.
You're not understanding. You're not understanding. I don't use the signals at all. Actually, I don't use the signals at all. I use the support and resistance line. That's my main indication. To trade. I
what
can
are you gonna
actually,
prove
I'm
to
telling
us?
you
Like,
right
you
now,
can
I
just
can
make-
literally
you
sit in
make-
front of you for an hour straight, back test
Right.
using a replay mode on trading.
We can't do that. I mean, to be honest,
No, I'm not
this is
saying
like,
today. I'm not saying today. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. If you wanted to call my bluff, I'll do it.
I don't like you can say like, oh, I'll get it for you later. We only have today,
No.
unfortunately.
I get that. That's fine. That's fine.
What I'm saying though,
Let's
is
just move
that-
on then. Let's just move on. That's not important.
Right,
That's not
right.
an
But
important
people have back tested different technical analysis things, and they find that
and we think it works. Ours works. There's a reason why our customers stay. We have a really high retention rate, 95%. If people didn't think it worked, they would leave.
but if people stay though, like why all these like chargebacks? Why all these things? I mean,
why the refund? Well, if the refund.
What chargebacks? There's no chargebacks.
You said you give
what chargebacks?
you said you give like refunds all the time. You say
Yeah.
like you have this crazy.
I just gave a refund
refund
like an hour ago. You want to see?
No, no. Don't get defensive. I'm trying to say though, like, you're saying we give refunds all the time, while all this also saying we retain customers so well, while also having a refund policy that you would only write. And I know you don't say that it's your refund policy, but you'd only write this refund policy, whoever wrote it, if you had a really high chargeback rate and you wanted to keep it low. That is, I'm telling you, I see these things all the time. The way it's written by somebody who gets a lot of refunds and they want to have a way to prevent chargebacks, right? That's how it is. So explain to me,
I get that.
do you have high retention or do you give a lot of refunds? Like, which is it?
It has
We
to
do
be one or the
both.
other.
We have a high retention and we give a lot of refunds. New prospects are the guys that are getting the refunds. It's not the long-lasting customers.
If
But
you're
yeah, I
making
would like to.
money,
I would like
if the
to.
program works, like first
Yeah,
of all,
they say.
why is anyone leaving? But also, why do you like? Isn't this just a whole other hassle in a business you have to run? Like, why not just be a millionaire stock trader? Like, why aren't you just a millionaire? Like, you can sit down for an hour with us and just prove that, like, look, I just.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing you're not understanding is that it's an indicator. It's not a buy and sell magic money making machine. Dream seller. That's not what it is at all. That's why we offer that free trials so people can come in, use our indicators. And let's be clear here. Our indicators they're very transparent. Okay. It's support and resistance, trend lines, trend indications.
Right.
Like we're talking like things that are common. This isn't like some buy and sell signal Forex robot scam. Like, no, this is complete opposite.
Well, but here's what I have to ask you is that like, okay, you have indicators, right? And let's say you're saying like, I can prove that you could make money this way across the stock market. Okay. You can, if you have those heuristics, those rules of thumb of like when the support and resistance say this, I do this. Those are rules you can automate into a robot. And again, if you have those, why not just set up a bot, prove that it works to the world? The world
I can
would
actually
be
answer your
shocked.
question there. That's actually a lot harder than you think because in order for a robot, I'm a developer, so I know this stuff. In order for a robot to actually be able to do that, it needs to be able to think like a human. Okay, so all these EA robots that you see are all bullshit.
Wait. Why does it have to be able to think like a human? What
because the human mind is what makes it work. The complexity and the dynamic nature of a human brain in combination with an indicator is what makes it possible to make money. So in order to actually make a robot,
it says automate my analysis. So are you not selling?
No. He's saying technical analysis is different. No, he's saying he automates the technical analysis part of it. But
now you can make a bot profitable, okay? And it's possible only through artificial intelligence. You have to feed it data that will help it learn like a human being, and that's really difficult.
He has AI trademarked. Can we scroll to that real quick?
No,
is that actually trademarked?
I don't even know why it's like that. It's just another one of those mistakes that I'm a busy guy, okay? I truly am by myself almost. I have like one customer support agent. So
can you call it AI though legally? Like what is it's not AI.
I mean, it's just a name. I mean, we have all three names. We call it algo AI, we call it indicator, we call it everything. It's just a name. I mean, we tell every time we get in a call with our new customers, we tell them it's not AI. We tell them that. It's literally the first thing we say. We say, hey, just so you know, disclaimer, this name is literally just a name. It's not AI. It's not AI.
Okay. Now,
technically, you could argue there's a little bit of AI in it because we do have like a back testing feature where it like automatically like adjusts itself to smooth itself out. I guess that's like a very small form of AI, but I don't really justify it.
I don't think that counts.
Now,
it's just a name. It's just a name. That's all it is.
Before we wrap up,
we're very transparent about it.
Brennan and Jacob.
Can I say a couple more things? Because I feel like you guys kind of took a lot of my time. We've been going back and forth.
Go ahead.
About this one thing.
That's the part of it, though. It's a conversation.
Okay, so there's I have a few other points here I just want to bring up, and then we can kind of wrap this up here. So actually, my reviews aren't fake. He's saying that my reviews are fake. He's saying that Brent Campbell guy is fake. Actually, I have his phone number here. He he's actually a friend of one of my customers. One of my customers actually messaged me, texted me and said, hey, yo, I have a like my son, it's actually his son. He said, my son can actually help you out. You know, you can call a lawyer or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I can help you out with this whole situation. I have all the text messages to prove that Brent Campbell guy is legit. All those reviews are actually legit. I called family and friends, told them, hey, this guy's defaming me, he's attacking my business. Can you guys help me out? Posted on my parents' Instagram. I mean, everything. We posted it everywhere. All these reviews came in an influx because everyone was trying to fight for us. They're all real. I mean, literally, I can prove to you every single one of them is real.
Hold on. But they're real in the same way that Brennan and that K and X guys are real.
Yeah,
where
but I think he made it sound like I made accounts myself and went and just spammed them like he did. That's not what happened.
No, but
I kind of came out and asked for help.
It is sort of close to like
it's close. I'll say it is.
If people don't take the product, they don't know the product, and then they review the product, that is deceptive towards new buyers who don't know. Okay,
I'm in agreement. We can call it that. Okay. I'm in agreement. But I'm just saying, you know, it was in retaliation to my business being attacked. I mean, we were just trying to defend ourselves here.
Jacob, y'all have a little bit in common. I have to be honest. Do you recognize that you and Brennan have some similar like?
I think that we should just come together and end this, and because this is ridiculous. I mean, I just want to run my business. I don't know why he doesn't just respond to my emails and we just sort this out like men. I think we should just work this out, cut it. Yeah. Be done with it, because I think this is ridiculous. I think they should take down those videos because everything in them is false. So they should take those down.
I do think it was unfair that he called you racist. I want to be clear about that.
It's also unfair that you said my customer list.
It's such like a kick in the balls to like. It's a low blow because he doesn't actually think you're racist. That's the thing.
Oh, and can I ask you a question? Can you do me one favor? Can you go to my video real quick, please? And I haven't really I feel like I haven't had my fair share of being able to like kind of do what I want to say. What I want to say. If you go to my video real quick, I'll give you the timestamp. Can you just do something for me real quick?
Yeah, sure. Okay? Go ahead.
All right. Go to my video.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is so Judge Judy. It is just like
go ahead.
Business
go to my video and then go to 356, and then just play it forward. Tell me this isn't hypocritical. Tell me this is.
Now I have to ask real quick. Pasando RPG. Some people. There's a conspiracy theory going on around right now that you guys both plan this. Y'all both are this.
No,
on the same side. I don't believe that. But he said. Ask Jacob how he knew that you were streaming about this so fast. How did you know?
Because some of your viewers came to my comment section in my videos and posted and said you just got Coffeezilla.
Okay. All right.
And I was like, what?
Please don't say that. Please don't go to people's. Okay. Well, anyway, sorry about that.
Can you play my video? Just give me like 5 more minutes.
That's not right.
Please.
That's
I feel like I haven't had my
flat out not true. The most hypocritical part about this whole entire situation is if we look at the conversation with one of these individuals, we can actually see the same person in the video calling me a racist and accusing me of making racial statements actually said this in our chat. So as you can see, we were talking about hiring a freelancer to work on our website, and I had sent him a link from one of the work that one of the freelancers had done, and he looked at it and said, "I'm dead." He then proceeded to say, "Is he from Scam Village, India?" ? Which is very, very racist. I then responded, "No, he's American. He made this for us for free." With that being said, we're not in any way, shape, or form racist at all. They provided no evidence whatsoever that we are racist. And as a matter of fact, they were the ones who were actually making racial slurs, as we just saw in that video.
So tell me how he can call me a racist when he just said Scamville, India. Oh, come on.
Really? Oh, wait, that was him?
Like
that was him.
Scamville, India?
Oh, okay.
So the racism, now I get the racism. Now I get it.
That's him.
If someone's being you know what? It's like back in the day, people used to be like, "Hey, don't Jew me," and people are like, "Oh, don't say everyone."
So not only did this guy call me a racist, but he's racist himself.
What is this?
Not only did he steal my customer list and commit a crime, not only did he lie about not getting paid. All of it.
Wait. To be clear, I want to be clear. You both are calling each other racist. I don't believe you actually think Brennan is racist, do you?
No, I don't. I don't think he's racist. I didn't even call him racist. I just said it's hypocritical that he called me a racist.
You did just call him a racist, though. You go. Not only this, he's a racist.
Well,
he's
I don't think he's actually racist. I just think that it was a little.
You guys are actually. You guys are actually made for each other. This is like a lot. You guys are gonna make a business and become millionaires if it locks in right. But if it locks in off, it's just gonna be fight.
Agreed. Can we just agree that it's a little bit silly that he called me racist when he did that?
I agree. I also agree it's silly that you called him racist, though.
Yeah, he's not racist. That just slipped out my mouth. A little bit of anger, a little bit of passion. My apologies. So.
Yeah.
Okay. No, and that's both of you, though. Both of you are getting mad and getting personal about this.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like I have a reason to be mad because I've been attacked and I haven't done anything to him at all. I paid him rightfully, and then he attacked my business.
Okay,
that's
so
literally the extent of it. That's it.
So I want to bring you both on, and then neither of you guys will, if it gets too crazy, we'll cut it off. We'll mute both of you guys. And then I want to give a summary. Guys, put in the chat what you think is going on.
I want to do my Judge Judy review.
Because I have some thoughts. I don't think
I have thoughts. I know exactly
anybody's
what to say
totally innocent here, but I think there are some big takeaways that I want to say. But I want to give you both the chance to talk to each other. So, Brennan, if you would unmute and just, if y'all have anything to hash out, go ahead. Brennan, do you see there being any kind of like settling this now and just being like, look, I feel like you gypped me, like, can you pay me this amount? And then we can move on. And because it seems like you're actually upset about like not getting paid enough.
Of course I am. That's the motivation here, and I go say what you're gonna say.
So if he's willing to settle that, because the thing with there's one guy who did get paid. There's another guy who got like $600 short. I just saw the PayPal receipts or whatever. So he's $600 short. There's a timestamp dispute. So for you, is there a way this could be settled?
Jacob and I can have that conversation, but initially this isn't an attempt to extort Jacob. This isn't an attempt to get money out of him. This is an attempt to, you feel
like he's scamming
my
people.
truth. Yeah, I truly do. I feel as if his intentions the entire time were malicious. I don't think he ever had any pure intention on any equity. I think it was all just a facade.
Jacob, is that true? Is that true? Were you prepared to actually give out equity in your company, or were you just trying to get free work?
Absolutely. If he could produce results, he didn't give me any advertisements over the course of a month and a half, and no ad campaigns over the course of a month and a half. What was supposed to do?
I have a multiple page entire marketing breakdown on I did a full market research, everything. This wasn't like we're going to slap a marketing campaign together and run with it. We're going to build a real marketing campaign. This is like this type of conversation though is something Jacob and I can hash out on our own.
This sounds like personal issues we're getting into now.
Yeah,
there's a difference of opinion almost of like what the work was.
I think the big thing here, as far as the whole Coffeezilla army, like as far as them to determine their decision, I think before anyone votes, they should go and watch the initial video that we released on the KNX channel. Then they should watch in its entirety. They should watch Jacob's response video in its entirety, and they should watch the part 2 video on KNX channel in its entirety. And come to your own conclusion there and decide what you want, right? I know my truth. Jacob has his truth, right? And somewhere in the middle, obviously, I mean, we're human. Somewhere in the middle is the truth. So
no, I'm gonna judge Judy, both of you guys. I got my Judge Judy ready, and I know Steven has
Jacob, do you have any last thoughts? Do you have any last thoughts here?
No, I mean, I just think that there's a better way to go about resolving this. I don't think that this whole YouTube defaming, calling people scam or racist thing is uncalled for, and we could have just resolved this by email or by phone. I don't know why this had to even go this far. It's ridiculous. Okay. I think that we should just work it out. I emailed all 3 of these individuals. Brennan, I'm talking to you. And I literally said, hey, if you feel like you weren't compensated properly, if you felt like something was wrong, I apologize for the work environment being harsh, let's work it out. And I got no response. So I'm just trying to resolve this.
Yeah, I'll explain myself. The email that was sent to me was very victim mentality, right? Coming from victimhood. And for me, right, it's not about
you did steal my customer list.
It's not about me getting paid, right? It's about how many more people is this going to happen to in the future, right? Like how many people could this happen to if there truly is multiple people that it's happened to in the past, like people have told us, to their own extent. And is it going to continue to happen to people in the future? And if I can prevent that, then I'm going to take that measure rather than take the self-fulfilling measure, which is to just get a check.
Well, I don't think it's about just getting a check. I think it's more about the fact that you're saying it in a way like I'm scamming people, but you've made claims that I haven't paid the employees when I have.
Not true. I made claims
you've made claims that I was racist when you made also similar statements. I'm not calling you racist. Okay.
Village, India.
You stole my customer list and you admitted to it on this stream, and you emailed all my customers and previous customers saying that I'm a scammer and that I'm a racist.
I emailed 320 customers.
Okay. Well, I don't know how many you emailed, but regardless, you took our property, Agora Trading's property, and you took it.
I was given.
You weren't given it. You were under a contract, a non-disclosure agreement, and a non-compete agreement. And if you actually read that, what?
I didn't disclose anything.
Dude, if you actually read the contract, it says in there any customer data or personal data cannot be disclosed or used when you leave Agora Trading. And you took it and you used it in a malicious manner. That's illegal. That's a crime, mind you. Okay,
so
it's
is
a crime.
attempted fraud, Jacob. So is
What's attempted? What have I done? What have I done that was fraud? You are well paid. What?
Deleting evidence, falsifying.
What evidence? You've shown no evidence at all ever since we've been in this call. What? I'm confused.
Are you talking about the fraud? When you say fraud, are you talking about him falsifying the reviews?
I'm talking about him falsifying cPanel login records.
Where is the evidence? He also said I DDoSed people.
You did. You
no
DDoSed
evidence.
Jovan, and you know
There's no evidence for everything.
Right, because you're so
careful. Can you put evidence on the table right now?
I can.
That's the real question. Can you put evidence right now? Right now.
For which part? For which
part?
For
any of it.
Of course.
Anything.
I can. Yes, of course I can.
Okay, so where's the evidence that I DDoS people?
Dude, you know the answer to
Where
that,
is it?
Right? 'Cause
I don't even know what DDoS means. That's the issue.
DDoS
that's
is a
thing.
federal crime. It's an internet attack where you send botnet to somebody's internet to shut their internet down. And after he fraudulently opened a dispute against this guy in Serbia, he DDoSed this guy's internet so he couldn't reply to the dispute. Right? Like this is personal account.
It's a pretty serious allegation that's not true, and you don't have any evidence to that.
Do you have any evidence?
Very true. I don't have evidence, but there is logs somewhere in his computer, right? If push were to come to shove,
but how did you arrive to the conclusion that Jacob DDoSed?
I saw it on my computer on Discord. He screen shared it and was bragging and pulled it up and showed me that he was botnetting this guy with a program on his computer and told me he was DDoSing.
Oh, Jacob confessed to you. You're saying?
Yes, I saw it. Yeah,
and where's the evidence? That never happens. Where's the evidence?
This is his personality, though, right? Where's the evidence? Because he's so careful. Okay, this is his personality.
He claimed that I falsified documents. Where's the proof that I falsified
They're
documents?
in your email.
You're making crazy allegations against me in my business.
Listen, those documents are available. Okay?
You realize that you've committed a crime, right?
So hold on. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. If Jacob is lying, then if we catch him in a lie, his credibility will crumble. And he knows that. So if you can give us one of these lies where he's completely denied it and you can prove he did it, we could come with you on this journey of like he also did this, and this. But we need something that suggests you're giving him this Machiavellian personality. We don't see it.
Right.
So absolutely. So as far as the guy in Pakistan, I don't have the actual documents of the cPanel records that Jacob falsified, but those are in the Upwork communications. If Jacob would open his Upwork dispute and just show, it would prove that Jacob sent a cPanel login record that showed this guy's information and his IP address, that he logged into the cPanel, which in fact, this was in fact not true. Okay, and Jacob removed this person's WordPress account. And when he did it, it deleted all of the files associated with this person's account. So Jacob was
This guy's good. I'll give him that. This guy's good at making up stories.
Oh my God, making up stories. I got the guy's message.
You committed a crime, dude.
I'm gonna show you.
I literally could file a lawsuit on you.
Do you have it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you have the message?
Wait.
Yeah. 1 sec.
Okay, he's gonna give us the message. He doesn't have the proof. He has a message from someone in Pakistan making the same claim as you. That's what he has.
Let's get
that, and then let's wrap it up because I want to just drop my Judge Judy on this.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts.
Talk on this. I have thoughts, man. This reminds me of my dad. When I was a kid, dude, my dad would get into businesses. Guys, all these guys I know. Hey, me and my friend are starting a business. Stop. It's like a lot of this is just unorganized shit. A lot of it is just unorganized, not clear dealings. Like we got to be very clear with our dealings. If we are grown up, we're married, we have a kid, whatever. No equity. Like you got to get paid, and that's the deal you strike from day one. None of this like, oh, I'll just work for free. Mm-hmm. You know, like even as an artist, a lot of people have asked me to do stuff like that.
No, you got to send it to me on Discord or Twitter or something. You gotta shoot it over.
Yeah.
You know, but once you hit a certain age, you got to have this mentality of like, if you don't have the money if you don't have the cash to pay me, then equity schmequity. I don't work on this for 3 weeks and then stop and then come back. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing that I'm just gonna say, and that's not even a moral judgment. That's just more of like a responsibility thing. But then also I gotta say on the other side, I don't see this Agora Trading.
Where'd you put it?
Yeah.
Where'd you put it, Brennan?
I need the Discord, your Discord username.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a chat in here too.
Hang on, crap, dude.
Yeah, that's from Jacob
Do
Schilling.
you have Twitter? Do you have on Twitter?
Before it got shut down.
Do you have me on Twitter?
Twitter. Can we can't drop it in this chat? There's no good, Steven?
I'll drop it in chat. Sure, why not?
Yeah, can you drop it in the Zoom chat, dude?
Yeah.
Because it's right here. It's open.
Yeah, the other thing in that Zoom chat was before Jacob got his ban from TradingView, when he was still shilling it as buy and sell signals.
Okay.
That's actually not why we were banned, by the way. We were banned because we were using Heikenhashi candles. I have the DMs from TradingView.
Yeah.
No, actually, and it wasn't just us. It was like literally every single indicator vendor. Like, I'm not gonna say names, obviously, because that's not my place.
Vendor.
But yeah, literally,
Like
like
the
everyone
indicator.
except for literally every single indicator vendor except for one company got banned for 7 days. It was a temporary ban because they were trying to regulate people using Heikenhashi candles, because TradingView says that
Heikenhashi candles are the trading indicator things. They
no,
come
it's
wrapped.
it's the smooth candles basically, and we had no idea that they didn't like that. They didn't even give us a warning. They just basically said, "Hey, you got to remove all that shit from your website."
Wow, what a weird technical thing. Because is it because they think it's like, hey, this is what a bunch of people are using when they're telling people they can get rich quick on the stock market?
So there are actually a lot of indicators out there that are actually promoting buy and sell signal algorithms to try to, I guess, lure in new traders, right?
Mhm.
Our indicator doesn't even say buy and sell on it. It's just bearish and bullish. It's very transparent about that. This is just a trend indication. But there are a lot of these very small, it's way smaller than us. I'm not saying that we're large by means, but very, very small companies that are being very misleading.
Are
with
there
how
bigger
they do it.
companies that are seen as like by
All right,
MSNBC?
here we go.
Like,
Here we go.
Is there a company like yours that MSNBC says, oh, well, we like this stock indicator? Not that MSNBC is like the thing, but like, is there any indicator like yours that even a university or like a trading company or like
Absolutely, the risk
just don't
management
see
tools.
why
I think it's
you're not
just
a millionaire and just like so rich that you don't need to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like if you could, because it sounds like you're saying a little bit like I can just kind of tell the future.
Well,
Like,
I mean, at the end of the
can-
day, right? I mean, we're just making indicators, and if people want to pay for them, then that's their choice. They don't have to pay. They have,
All right. This is the last thing before we wrap this up. This is going too
Yeah,
long.
if I can explain this really quick.
Yeah, sure.
So this is the only communication I have from this situation. I can get the rest of the communication from.
Is it on the screen right now?
The
Yeah. Can I see
freelancer
that?
himself, but this was the fabricated story with the attachments that Jacob had sent as evidence. He falsified these cPanel records. Fahad did not log into this cPanel at this time. He falsified them and said that Fahad deleted everything on the website. And it just simply wasn't true. Jacob did this unintentionally. And I have screenshots from our messages where he's saying that, how fucked we are because he deleted everything.
Yeah, because he deleted everything. So your evidence backs up my side of the story. What?
He as in you, right? Because I'm not speaking from your perspective. I'm speaking from mine.
So you're.
My apologies. My apologies.
So you're saying he falsified these records from this developer?
He falsified
so
that
he
whole
could,
story.
Why did he do
That's
that? So he could
win
do
the
what?
dispute. So he could win the dispute.
Over
And it's the
$600?
same- Yeah, and it's the same thing with Jovan, right? It's like in Jacob's video, he's like, "Oh, my dispute was so legitimate. I had a valid reason to dispute this person." Let me ask everyone in here: use your moral compass, okay? Would you, if the dispute was legitimate, would you feel the need to delete all of the evidence, to make up a big story about how you're this big conglomerate and how your accounting department didn't pick up on this? And I have proof of all this. None of it's true. He fabricated this whole story for PayPal for the dispute just to win it. Right?
I've got to ask something. I mean, seriously. Well, actually, no. Let's move on. Let's shut this down and let's talk. I just want to include this in my wrap up here because I have a lot of thoughts. This has been wild for like a million different reasons. If we're gonna just mute you guys real quick, we're gonna go to a separate screen with me and Amish. I could just
let's go.
So my thoughts are this.
Yes, I like this.
So at first I thought this was a clear case.
Yeah.
It ended up being a situation, in my opinion, where there's two sides of this. One, it seems like this could have been handled way better behind the scenes.
Yeah,
there are reasons that Jacob could make for why all these people are upset about him, right?
Yeah.
On Jacob's side, though, it's absurd that 3 of your employees are super upset with you. You eventually have to look in the mirror and say, okay, There's something going on. This idea that like one of these guys is evil. I don't see either of these people as evil. They both seem to jump to like, oh, I'll just kind of like bend the rules. I'll just sort of like make up reviews. That doesn't seem right to me. So
that's what the whole business is.
But so from Jacob's side, I would tell you, Jacob, if I guess you're still listening. This organization has to be. You're running a business. You're treating it like a business. It's gotta be like. It's gotta be real, man. It's gotta have like legit contracts. The refund policy can't be in shambles just because you're like a nice guy.
And Steven, you're on top of
and
this
then
shit,
and then you're charging back your employees. Like, okay, unless they're really gouging you, there has to be. I mean, you're making all this money. You're saying you have this. You're saying you have this AI indicator. You can prove that you make so much money. It's $600. The guy's in Serbia. Like, let him have it. I mean, That's my thought, is that if it's $600 to just make the problem go away and like they're unhappy, whatever, instead you're kind of gouging people for $600. That also makes, and like going like, whoa, you didn't time log it or whatever. If he's saying he did the work, you not doing it then makes me question the whole question of refunds. This refund thing, I'm not settled about, and I find myself, even though there's no proof one way or the other, on Brennan's side, because of the two people who it would incentivize to make this policy, it would be Jacob who would benefit from this. Totally.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. It's his website. It's your business, your name on the line. Don't say, some guy wrote my refund policy. Take responsibility.
And also, I heard I'm taking responsibility, but then he deny it. And I feel like Brennan, every time at least we've said, hey, are you lying about this? He goes, yeah, like I'm totally like.
No, Brennan's just young and he made missteps. Whereas, Brennan. So the first guy that we had on, he's young, he made missteps. Brennan, sorry.
Brennan. Yeah.
He's young, he made some missteps though. He stepped over into the evil side. But the other guy is I don't want to say evil, but like
I wouldn't even say that though.
No, not evil. But the business
here's the thing though. Here's the thing, guys. For everyone out there, if you're trying to expose a scam or something, you can't steal a customer list. Like, I know you want to expose it. You can't steal a customer list.
I know.
You can't just randomly call someone racist if you don't believe they're actually a racist.
Yeah. And writing fake reviews, no.
You can't write a fake review. You can write one review. One review if you've taken the thing. Like, you can't write a fake review.
Read the book of Job. It's hard to be good. You got to be tight if you're on the good side.
And then I feel like Jacob comes in.
Yeah.
A lot more evidence than I thought. He had a tight case. He's got evidence of paying people, but he's got the chargeback issues. He's got, a lot of issues.
He's also working for free, like talking to some young
No, this is Jacob's the guy who's running the business.
He's running the business, but like also the way he's doing these contracts, the way he's getting them in, it's like very weird. It's like, okay, you make a clear contract, tell this kid what to do. Because I'm seeing Brennan as the younger person who I do see him being taken advantage of a little bit. Who's someone older than him, who's confident, doing like this business that, no offense, dude, but this is a nonsense business. Like, there's no way this makes money. Like, sorry,
it makes money to
$600.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
It's not making money. You're doing vector vests. My dad had this for 20 years, dude. I know so many people. They just have these nonsense programs for like 20, 30 years, and it's like a hustle. It's like, hey, if we get to 50,000, we'll make money or whatever. And you're trying to get a bunch of kids to do work for free. So that's what I'm seeing here a little bit, where it's like he's getting a bunch of younger people. He can kind of manipulate them. He can kind of bully them. I
can't stand the chargeback. You're charging like your own employee, like for work. It's.
And I'm seeing Brennan being like bullied by this guy a little bit for like, okay, you're going to work for free. Okay, fine. I'll pay you, kid, whatever. Did pay him. Actually, good on him for paying him $3,700. That's good.
And it wasn't required, by the way. And it wasn't required because technically by the contract, this is a great example of like, if you sign a contract, guys, make sure what you're asking for is in the contract.
Yeah, be very clear on your contract. This is mostly like, this reminds me of when I was young. My dad would beef with all these other Indian uncles, because these Indian uncles would get wasted one week and say, come on, man, let's start business, man. Fucking, we make a business. And it's like, idiots, you don't know anything. You don't have any numbers down. You don't have any, like, it's just, hey, give him 5,000. We're going to start a business.
It's clearly bootstrapped, but here's what I have to say in Jacob's defense. I'll give him a defense here.
Yeah.
This was the nuclear option. And there was a better way to do this that didn't involve taking a customer list, that didn't involve calling anyone racist.
No, he felt hurt.
And, you know, like, there was a way to do this where it's like, hey, 3 of your employees don't feel great. Can you make something happen? It sounds like Jacob reached out and said, okay, I'm willing to come to the table at least. And then instead, it was like, let's drop a nuke on you, which there seems like there's an adult way to do that. It seems like maybe this wasn't the best way to do it. But that being
Brendan
said,
got his feelings hurt. I think, and I'm seeing feelings hurt on Brennan's side. I'm seeing Brennan going to a guy and being like, you're my mentor a little bit. I want to get into this business. And this is a problem with Brennan on Brennan's side. Why is Brennan not looking at this business and saying, what do you mean you just give people indicators? What are you talking about?
well, he's a marketer. He doesn't think about that. He thinks about, like, I want to get involved in a company at the ground floor.
But
like,
he wants to for equity. Like I'm seeing him almost joining the company, thinking like, I'm gonna work with this guy. I'm gonna learn how businesses run. Like I'm seeing he almost seems more innocent here, where he kind of got ripped off, and then he's getting mad, and then crossing the line on the other side too, like crossing the line instead of calling him racist, putting the fake fucking reviews. Dude, don't do fake reviews.
you can't do the fake reviews.
You know, it is kind of like being friends with someone over the age of 21 who gets into fights, and you have to be like, hey, it's too old now.
Yo,
you can't do fighting.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
Can't go on it. You like imagine you're married, you have kids, whatever, and you're just spending the day. And hey, honey, what are you doing? I gotta write a fake review over this asshole. Don't worry, it's very important. No, this is done.
Yeah.
We don't need to do this anymore. We need to move on and just get into the business that we want to be in. That's it. Like, you know, those line crosses were too much.
Let's real quick have them respond. 60 seconds each. Let's just have them respond real quick. Brennan, why don't you go first? Just tell us what you think. Do you agree? Do you agree there's faults on both sides here, or do you think that you've been sort of uniquely wronged here? Do you think there's a better way to go about this? I guess is my big question for you particularly. Go ahead.
He's like, I wasn't listening.
Okay, hold on. 60 seconds, Brennan. 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Okay, actually, Jacob, if you're there, you can.
Yeah, that's.
Go ahead.
I listen.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think that, you know, there are some things I could have done better as just a boss, you know. I just think that I could have been a little bit, you know, I admit I get frustrated sometimes. I'm not some 51-year-old professional businessman, okay? You know, I'm 21 years old. I just got out of the military in November.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. You're 21.
Yeah,
21.
This guy's older than me. And you guys are saying this.
That's why you think that this Agora is a bit, okay, in a year you're going to be like, yeah,
no, but I do have to say,
It
just
doesn't
like
work.
as a thought, like eventually you will find that it is true that some people are just like assholes, but if everyone thinks you're the asshole in the room, then it might be that like you made a mistake, right?
I get what you're saying, and I do look myself in the mirror, and I do admit there were situations where, you know, I could have been nicer, could have handled stuff differently. I think that goes for both sides, but you know, the fact of the matter here is that nobody messaged me. I never got a message from anybody.
Right.
If they really had a problem, why didn't they message me? I mean,
kind of agree.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even when I reached out after I saw the video, why didn't they respond? Right? I mean, obviously I've been trying to be reasonable this whole time, but you know what? Let's not go into that anymore. At the end of the day, I think that both sides are at fault a little bit. I could have done better. I do think that the measures that they took were not only too far, but also illegal. But you know, it is what it is.
Thanks for coming on, Jacob. I think you defended yourself very well. I think a lot of people see your side of things. I appreciate it. I hope this wasn't all some elaborate
Change the refund
stuff.
policy, please.
Yeah, please change the refund policy.
Well, I'll get on that immediately. I appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you, man. 60 seconds. Brennan, go real quick, and then we got to go.
We got to go after that.
Brennan, go ahead. Brennan, are you there?
You there, Brennan?
We're just going to watch Brennan for 60 seconds. And if he doesn't respond, we're just going to
Is he
call it.
watching the show? Is that it?
Is that what is going on right now, dude? He wants me to. Is there a fifth guy here? What
He wants you to bring someone else on?
Heck?
Oh, he has one of the other employees. Okay, well, I think it's time to wrap.
Brennan, what's going on, Brennan?
Let's go, Brennan. What's up?
Brennan.
Brennan.
Okay, we're about to
There?
have to kick Brennan.
Oh, he's not even
Brennan.
listening. Should we just call
I appreciate it, but
I'm listening, bro. I'm listening. My computer crashed. Let me in.
I let you in. I let you in. I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Oh, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Oh my god. My god, I've been trying to get on my phone.
Okay, go ahead.
No worries.
60 seconds,
man.
go.
Yeah, my wrap up here is that I don't know. I would tell everyone that's in here to go and watch part 1 watch Jacob's response and then watch part 2, you know, before you come to your consensus. Just go get the whole context of the situation from both sides and make an educated decision. You know, it's the most logical thing to do in my mind. I mean, obviously there were things that I could have handled better in this situation, but Amish hit it on the head. You know, there was things that I was genuinely hurt about, felt angry about, you know, and I retaliated in a way that I just wanted to make sure that no one else would go through what I'm going through now.
Now, can I offer you a thought, which is that
please.
by putting up this video, you're not actually probably going to affect then people who work for him, but more affect his customer base. And it seems like you're more upset about him as a boss. So do you think it's fair to say that you targeted the wrong audience here? Sorry, I'll give you a little extra time.
No, I targeted Agora Trading and Jacob in particular. I didn't target his audience. You know, it was just directly aimed at Jacob, his character and his company was what I aimed.
Are you willing to come to the table to be like, okay, let's just settle this?
I'll tell you what. I'll speak to him.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll have an open
Good,
conversation.
good. Because I think given how much sort of on both sides has gone awry, there's a good conclusion here that maybe the drip facilitates. Okay, guys. But honestly, it does really seem that I do get that you have valid points, Brennan. I really do. But I also think Jacob has some valid points, and if you're being fair, y'all could probably come to a solution that ends this thing and it's not drama anymore. It's just hey, we're adults, you know, we settle it. So that's my wrap up. Thanks, man. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Fun scam rehab. Fun, very, very innovative scam rehab. It's never happened before. It's like a new one.
This is
on
wild.
the spot,
Great to meet you, Coffeezilla. Watch you all the time, by the way.
Great to meet you, man.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you letting me on.
That's
See
great.
you guys.
You know, he held it down pretty good for himself. He held it down.
I thought he did a great job. Agora Trading
He did a great job.
in.
I don't think he's 21 years old. I don't think you can make money off of these businesses though. To me, it's like that's even the first time when Brennan was on, he says, you know, it's one of those stock picking indicator companies, but it doesn't even work like those other companies. What other companies? Yeah. They don't work. Sorry. I think it's going to be something you realize in the next couple of years.
I think the guys
companies. What are we talking about?
Look, I think the guy's young. He's starting probably his first business.
Right. You don't want to discourage
He wants to be... No, it's not that I don't want to discourage him. It's like I think he's got huge mistakes. He's going to make some huge mistakes. I think he's already made some. And hopefully he's going to learn from them, do better.
He's a new business person, and you know, it takes time. And these are so new business person mistakes. You know, even the way he's treating the employees, and maybe if he didn't pay right away and he gets adversarial right away. It's like things you learn over time. 21 years old, it's going to happen, whatever.
Yeah, I think the best, honestly, and I don't say this a lot, I really believe in free speech. And I think if this guy believes that his video is 100% right, he should leave his video up. But I think given how much the video, there's some holes in it, there are some holes. Yeah. I think find a solution to where people are happy.
Should we ask the audience who is righteous? Who is righteous?
I think, dude, I think Novice Investing, by the way, guys, so sorry. There's so many chats that it's hard to read some of these super chats. We're going to miss a lot. But yeah, go ahead, read Novice Investing real quick.
Yeah, both of those guys are ethically dubious. Guy complaining didn't have a problem with his boss scamming people until he stopped getting paid. That's the thing, man. I agree with that, Novice Investing. It's like, why are you not looking at this business and saying, hey, who's making money off this? They're getting, and it's so funny how they both did the same dumb,
that was the crazy thing, is they were both silly. They faked reviews. And it's wait, did you fake reviews? Well, yeah, I had to. And it's you're wait. But
you can't do that. He's trying to, you know, he's making a video, he's trying to do a Coffeezilla video. And it's I got him, right? He really felt it almost was that vibe the first time he came on. And then this guy comes on and we realize, oh, but you wrote fake reviews. And then in his video, he has
and then
he has fake
racist.
Reviews.
Dude, the racism thing rubbed me the wrong way, because it's you're just trying to. That is in my mind is where you get into you're in danger of slandering somebody, because it's literally when you say, hey, if you knowingly say this guy is X, and you asked in another way say, well, no, I don't actually believe that. It's okay, well, that is So if I were Brennan, I'd find a way to settle this. Where it's also, hey, this is clearly an employee thing. I don't know.
Brennan's the one who said Scam Village, India, though. This guy's from Scamville, India. Or
I know, bro. I know.
No, we gotta have that designation on the show. Like, I'm gonna put that in my scale of righteousness,
dude.
I'm
We
gonna
need
put, like,
we need
number
a straw
3 is,
poll right here. We need a straw
this
poll,
guy scams
and
Bill
I
India.
need a lot of people to vote on this because we both know that Brennan and Jacob are both going to send in family members to go vote on this. So we need a lot of people to overwhelm the bias.
Who is righteous?
First.
Tell us who is righteous.
And I want to
Vote.
say, Jacob. I'm not even going to say Jacob versus Brennan. Jacob Brennan debacle, because I really do believe it's a debacle. I'm not even going to give the option of saying that one's totally at fault. I'm going to say Jacob is more at fault. Brennan is more at fault. And this is such a ridiculous story.
Number 4.
And then
so my
equal.
number on my scale
And
of
they're-
righteousness, number 4 is now Scamsville, India. I'm changing it. It's got to be Scamsville, India. This guy's Scamsville, India over here. What? I've never heard it. I have heard people say, "Hey, you trying to Jew me?" You know, people used to say that. "Hey, are you trying to Jew me?" And they think if you're like ripping them off with money,
what?
They would say that. Yeah, that was like an old phrase in American, like it's in old movies.
Really?
Yeah, people would say it. People would say like it's just like. And then you know, even with Patel in Glenn Ross, remember the guy goes, "But yeah, hey, you say you got these good leads, Patel?
Yeah.
He'll never, if Shiva comes down, he'll never buy.
Yeah.
Hey, we're good with the money.
Yeah.
Don't hate.
That's like that. Like that's that
I don't wanna buy your
low
shit.
key. You know, like that's messed up. You can't say that.
Because I don't want to buy your garbage, you con artist.
Yeah,
He's
I want to say
Patel's
this.
always
I want to say
know.
this. Pasando RPG, dude. He's been on. He's like the one guy holding down like the theory that they both came on as a publicity stunt. I don't think so. Here's why.
No, they're too
Here's
hurt.
why. They made multiple videos weeks before this. There's nobody has that dedication, and if they do, you're gonna make up a company, then you're gonna make up a beef where you slander each other and call each other racist, and then go like high five later and be like, "We got on Coffeezilla." For what? For our viewers who are not gonna go sign up for Agora AI? Like, there's no benefit to Jacob. There's no benefit. Well, Brennan, there might have been benefit, but no benefit for Jacob.
He might have got one side.
I'm very happy also Jacob came on, because I would have felt bad if we had such a one-sided view. Because once things came out, because he was like, "Oh yeah, he's reporting fake review or reporting real reviews." Well, it turns out those real reviews were real fake. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense to report them. So that upset me.
They both were immoral on that front, and you know, maybe he got one sale out of this whole thing. There's 500 people in the audience. Maybe one person's like, "You know what, Agora, I'll try it out. I don't think he got any sales off this." Or if the video, if we put it out, whatever, when we put it out, he's not going to get any sales off it. But it is like a weird. It is how weirdly like they're intertwined with each other. Their karmas.
They do a lot of the same though. That's the interesting thing. It might be, and like the funny thing is that the refund thing they might have written together. Like that would be the funniest thing.
So
is like
funny.
if they wrote it together.
Yeah.
Because I could see that. I mean, I could totally see like them both writing that.
hilarious.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, let's see who it is.
I gotta build the suspense, guys. We've been through an hour and a half,
Oh my God. Was the
maybe
second one
2
an hour and a
hours.
half?
This has been forever.
How long has this been? How long is
It's
the
1
entire show?
a.m. right now,
It's
dude.
2 a.m. Oh my God. I gotta go to sleep.
I know. I thought it was like 11. I think we started this at 11. Okay, this has been forever. We have.
Wow.
You have heard both
We have
testimonies. You've heard both testimonies. Pinned comment, because in about 5 seconds, your comment, your vote is meaningless. We are gonna decide who is more at fault right now. Is Jacob, the guy who
Jacob is the owner of the business.
the owner of the business?
So
this
he
is the
owns
guy.
stock picking.
Stock picking weird thing, sketchy refund policy that we're going to put all of the accountability on him. You can't get your refund from Jacob.
Who's gonna remind? Can someone do the karma of reminding us next week to check the website?
No.
Can someone?
We're going to check it. You know what else? He also charged back $600 from his employee. Sketchy. Very sketchy.
Hop with the charge
But,
bag.
and he faked a bunch of 5-star reviews on his channel from a bunch of family members. Brennan, we have coming in giving us a bunch of half-truths. Start off with that. Then he admits to faking multiple 1-star reviews. What else did he admit to? He admitted to a bunch
I
of
don't
other
think
stuff
he
too.
had half
Oh, he
truth. I
called the
think
guy
his half truth
racist
was-
for absolutely no reason when he's the guy saying scam Village India. He also was dumb enough to put in an equity clause when he actually didn't want an equity clause. He wanted to work for the guy for money.
Yeah.
Or you could say they're both equally unrighteous.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you
Let's see, who have the people chosen?
the answers. Equally unrighteous.
Yes.
That's it.
And then Brennan is at fault more than Jacob.
Dude, people are Team Jacob way more than Brennan. I saw it. I saw it clear as day.
Brennan's gonna be upset.
Well, I mean, look, it was his. Oh, I forgot. He stole the guy's email list. Brennan did so many shady things in the middle of. If you had done none of those shady things and you had exposed the guy, if you just made a video and said, "Hey, look, I worked for this guy. I don't feel like I was paid my justice. Whatever. We had something in a contract. I felt like it was unfair. Whatever." That's fine. That's your opinion. That's etc. You can't go take the email list. You can't go like you cross the line.
You cross the line. You can't get petty. You can't. And it's even when we were talking about putting people in jail. Even Ghislaine. I'm not gonna sit here and say after everything Ghislaine Maxwell did, she's in prison. You're not allowed to just smack her around. It's not good for you. It's not good for the culture.
Okay, don't defend,
even if it doesn't.
Don't. Why are we bringing Ghislaine into this?
No, because we have to say.
No,
I'm bringing Ghislaine just to say.
I want to keep it within this story.
Even in that extreme case, you do not do the extra hit, right? So if Brennan was first hurt, you do not have the moral authority to make fake reviews, and that's it.
And that's it, dude. That's it.
You don't have the moral authority to send an email out, and that's it. And
Guys,
you said Scamsville, India.
Court is adjourned, dude. This is definitive, boys. This is absolutely definitive.
But equally unrighteous is the top one, and that is righteous of our audience.
I think our audience is dead on here. This has been an amazing drip, dude. This has been an amazing drip.
This has been such a fun trip, dude. I just want to say one point that I kind of missed. But remember I was saying how like my dad, this sounds like just an unorganized business. My dad would start these businesses. You know how they all ended? Beef. We don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that guy did? That guy fucking ripped me off. That guy fucking did this and this and this. It's like, guys, neither of you had a clear contract. Neither of you had anything written down. You don't know what the fuck you did even.
Yes.
They're just going back on 3 years. They're saying, oh, you know how many hours? I did 10 hours a day for 6 months. Did you?
Yeah.
Or is this how you're remembering in your head? And then you go.
You gotta get. Listen, this is something I've had to learn. I mean, I'm not perfect. I've had to learn. Yes. I've brought people on to try to like talk to them about stuff. I've had to learn that even I just bringing on somebody the other day, right? For the robot, right? The robot voice actor. It's a very small deal because there's not going to be that much work. He just comes in anytime I need like a small voice line.
I love it.
But I have to still get a contract with him. And he's like, no, it's like we kind of understand each other, right? And I'm like, yeah, but we need a contract though. Because if you don't have a contract, that's how beef starts, not today, but tomorrow. Yes. And then like in a year, because we weren't clear and it kind of seemed like you expected this and I kind of expected that. And it's like, no. Let's be super obvious and let's explicitly spell out. And if you don't like the contract, don't sign it. And likewise. So
have an awkward conversation. Say who owns what. What if this happens? What if this happens? It doesn't have to be so legal even. You know on YouTube they even have I think Tim Ferriss or someone has like how to make a bootstrap contract. It's one page, it's very simple, and a lot of it is about taking out the unclarity of it. So even a lot of what these guys were talking about, his job wasn't clear. It's like, okay, Brendan, you're mad that
you're
he didn't
marketer,
give you a clear
but
job.
you're doing other things. Yeah.
Why are you doing it?
You nailed it. Listen, Amish, very good. I think we did it.
Great stuff.
I want to play the people out with some jazz. It's a new theme I'm doing.
Yeah. Hey, tell them about the show.
Oh, let's tell them about the show, boys.
Tell them about the meditation. Show them the poster.
Yeah.
Show them
Like,
flyer.
give me the wake and bake. Hold on.
Coffeezilla. Dude, it's a masterpiece. I'm gonna send you the script like tomorrow, day after
this
tomorrow.
is Amish's show. He wants you to go. I want you to go. It's a wake, bake, and meditate. Okay, let's be honest. It's nothing like what we do normally on the show.
No. It
is like a deep.
service.
It's a deep meditation. Okay.
Yeah. Discount code is Coffeezilla. Check it. It's going to be tight. Don't worry. We'll talk about it next week. It's fine.
All right, we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk
We're
about it
never
next
going to
week.
stop talking about it.
No, we have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank
show them
you.
the scroll down though. Show the poster.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the poster.
Wait,
That's the
which
poster.
part
No,
of
no,
it?
that's the poster.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This. You got to move your head.
No, the
Wake,
poster down,
bake,
like lower.
and meditate. What do you mean lower? Here?
Like that poster. That's on top of the video. That.
Oh, that. Oh, the thumbnail.
Yeah. Well, the thumbnail is the poster. I sent you the poster too.
Oh, okay. Where'd you
It's
send
in
it?
the Trello.
Oh.
It's beautiful.
Sorry,
If you
guys.
go to
This
the
is a
link, you'll
very
see it.
bad. We did not plan this shilling very well. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Where is it?
See,
Where is
fact
it in
that
the
you call
Trello?
it a shilling. It's in the Trello.
Well, we are shilling it. I mean, that's fine.
Wow, shilling. This is a beautiful healing meditation.
What does shilling mean? I thought it just means like pitching something.
No, it's like you're making it sound like snake oil.
No.
Shill. What's a
no.
shill?
No. I'm saying we both have
This
well,
is God's
I have no interest. Oh, guys, it's a beautiful
They
meditation,
have-
and there's nothing that
And
we
you can buy
just
tears.
we just want you to be there.
You got to be there, and also they can buy bricks in the digital ashram.
A psychedelic journey to infinity and back. Wake, bake, meditate. You know what I like that I think is very hot is this. This is beautiful. If that's gonna be the show, it's just you in the stars, dude. I'm
lot of it.
in, dude. And let's be
me, but
clear,
then you're
you don't
coming.
need to partake in the ganja to be a part of this. Okay, so
Beautiful service. Anyway, get tickets. We'll talk soon. But dude, they can help build a digital ashram, which I know you're very excited about it.
I am very
Have you
excited.
seen
No,
it?
I'm yeah, I've seen it.
Sneak
Don't
peeks?
don't tell. Well, you can tell people as much as you want. I mean, yeah, I've seen a sneak peek. It's sick. Novice investing, $5. Both of these guys are ethically dubious. One problem: guy complaining about his boss scamming. Did we already read that one?
Yeah, it's fine. Read it
Until he
again.
got paid.
Why not?
Yeah.
Diligent Dabber had like an Instagram account that I couldn't read properly, but did we miss some? I can't see that many more of these super chats.
Guys, if we missed you, I'm sorry.
We're so sorry. We love you. We appreciate the super
We
chat.
appreciate
It
it,
helps.
dude.
Oh, there's 15. Look, 15 just came in. Nachama. Oh dang! I just tuned in and see this. Count me in, fellas. Wake, bake, and meditate, baby.
Yo, Crypto Rich, why are you so hooked on that digital stuff? What a stupid question. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just passionate about it. I think it's a dope technology. All right, boys.
I think crypto's tight. All right, thanks for guys. Thanks for coming. We gotta go. It's like 2 a.m.
We gotta go, dude. We gotta go.
Beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna play us out here, Mish.
Play us out, dude. Play some jazz. Oh yeah.
We're gonna play us out, and we're gonna have what are we gonna have? I wanna play you guys out with this. I need to get her like a radio voice. We're gonna play you guys out with a smooth tune of Autumn and New York. Okay, so this is gonna be from the Amish Patel album, Wake and Bake Meditate.
What is this? Dude, no hacks. Someone said no hacks. Yeah, next week we'll have to do it. Oh, wow, you can play that?
Autumn in New York.
Oh my God, singing.
The trees are softly in your arms, and she's distracting me. And I, autumn in New York. We wake and bake with the boys.
What a
Not
great
me,
song,
though.
dude. That's a great song.
We had a lot of fun, now we must
Dude,
bid
we
you
should start making
adieu. It's nighttime with the drip. And it's now time for us to go to bed. So we'll leave you with this.
Yeah, we should start writing songs. How do I write song lyrics?
You know,
write
people can hear you right now, right?
Yeah, it's fine, dude. Don't worry. Let them
Oh,
get the
you're just playing
backstage. Let them get the backstage. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. Yeah, it's true. My Prime show? Oh, Captain Axelrod is watching my show on Prime. Thanks, baby. No, we should write songs, dude. Next meeting. I'm putting it on Trello. This is great, dude. You can play this? It's amazing. This is amazing.
This is like someone playing music, and there's like a guy in the background mic'd up really loud, like, "Whoa, you can play this?"
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You talented as shit? This guy fucking plays piano. This is tight, dude.
Thanks for coming, boys. I hope you have a lovely night. See you next time.
Have a great night, everybody. Love you.
Peace.
Bitcoin conference was first.